Welcome to Let's Chat. I'm Nikki Luciano. Welcome back, Missy. And we also have Mason and Ryan. So I see you all survived the floods. I thought God said he wasn't going to do this anymore.
Maybe it's not God doing it.
That's true.
We did see a rainbow at Rock yesterday.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah, here in Wisconsin, lovely Wisconsin, we've been annihilated with what is it, up to 15 inches of rain across the whole state. And luckily for us, we only got 5.5 inches.
We got 13 out by us.
Yeah, Missy got 13. What'd you guys get? Oh wait, Milwaukee got like at Timmerman Field. I don't know how far away you guys are from that, but no, it's Mitchell International got 14.9, I think it is.
The highways by American Family Field were underwater. People had to abandon their cars.
At State Fair, there was like this one guy had like an F-150, and the water went halfway up his door to like the bottom of his window.
Well, even like the pictures out by American Family Field on those highways, there were just cars bobbing because they had to get rescued because they couldn't get through.
Yep.
There was
They just like went through and got trapped.
Yep.
There was fire trucks hauling the rescue boats out.
Yeah. Well, I forgot what city, if it was Menominee Falls, they had firemen with those ladder trucks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they were, I've got it in one of these articles. People were being rushed out to help people on
doing
ladder
the water
trucks.
rescues and stuff.
Yeah.
Out by us, they're using paddle boards to get around downtown.
Well, this happened Saturday night, which was
Well, it
not.
started Friday or Saturday during the day because
Because that's when Maverick's birthday party was.
Mm-hmm.
But it started getting really dicey Saturday night. This was the last weekend of Wisconsin State Fair, and I did a little bit of research, not much. And I asked, how many times has Wisconsin State Fair been canceled since its start in 1851? And it said the annual fair has been canceled only 5 times in 1861, in 1862, and 1863 during the Civil War. In 1893, when the World's Columbian Exposition was held in Chicago, and in 1945 by request of the U.S. Office of War Transportation. And then now. That's how bad this rain was. There were people swimming out of the fair Saturday night because this rain was coming over an inch per hour. And by the end of Saturday night, there were cars just floating down the streets. They closed the fair early Saturday night, and then it was completely canceled on Sunday. And my worry was the animals, because the animals stay at State Fair the entire 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
Are we on?
Yeah.
Oh, you looked at me like, oh crap, she's not even on.
No, you're on. No, a lot of people were asking about that on Facebook and stuff. And
bless you.
Bless you. A lot of the people that own the animals at State Fair came on and they said they got them out Saturday night because they knew it was gonna just get worse from there.
Yeah.
So a lot of the animals,
a lot of them. But on Sunday, people were asking this on Facebook. What about the animals? Because we're talking horses. We're talking.
Well, they're not allowed to just like drop their animals off and leave.
They've got like a lot of them have 4-H people. 4-H kids there tending the animals.
Yeah,
and
but all the animals got out safe.
Sleep there.
Yeah, all the animals got out safe without any incidents.
Luckily, thank God. I was informed Saturday that from our power company here in Wisconsin, it's called We Energies. It was telling me that they know that the power is out at my address, and it listed my address. And then the next day, Sunday night, they said, good news, power at your address has been restored. If you're still without power, call this number. my power never went out,
Mine did.
which I find interesting because
Mine flickered.
usually
lost
we are beat down by the rain and the storms, and my house, in the 20 years that I've lived here, my house has been hit 3 times by lightning and wiped out all my electronics. One year I had to buy a new stove and refrigerator and microwave.
You went to like 6 cable boxes one year.
Yeah, well, yeah, 6 cable boxes in 1 year because my house is just like this electronic magnet. My mom used to say it was me because I kind of like can walk under a street light and it goes out. I say it's just because I have a face for radio. But I scared the lights out. But yeah, it's been crazy here, all around us, all around us. There are like Dante's house. All the streets are impassable around his house. Around Missy's house, all the streets are impassable. How much did it cost you that one night just to get home? Because you went
over a quarter tank of gas.
over a quarter tank of gas,
And like what
just
normally-
driving around her neighborhood.
Yeah, what normally takes me like a 5-minute drive takes me like 23 minutes now.
Desi's house. There's main streets over by her house, like not even a minute away from her house. That's where what is that? The Fox River there?
Yeah.
In Muskego. I mean, Waukesha. The Fox River, the bridge, the water is all the way up to the bottom of the bridge,
Oh, it's over the
and
roads
it's
now.
overflowing over the roads now.
Yeah, then they have the
Cars floating. They got city dump trucks sitting on the bridge so that people don't attempt to go through.
it's because of the way that bridge was built. If they don't have the weight of the vehicles constantly on the bridge, it's gonna buckle and shoot up.
Yeah.
So they have, because of the way
Well,
that
that
bridge
one
was
bridge,
built
what
back
bridge
in the
was
day.
it that did actually buckle?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's just horrible. If you're not in Wisconsin, look it up. Look up our local news footage and just watch. I mean, I'm awestruck at the power of these storms and this amount of rain. And think about it, because this is the question that I'm going to pose to everybody that listens to this podcast tonight, or in the future. After you do your research and look up these storms, ask yourself, do you think it's from the cloud seeding by our wonderful government? Or do you think this is biblical? And get back to me with your ideas on that. These are some of the things that I printed up today that has been like in the news for, the entire weekend. It says, assume all locations are within the city of Waukesha unless, okay, that's just telling where these things are. Let me read this one. Okay, this is in Waukesha. Possible water rescue. Caller reporting seeing a kayak that just flipped over under the bridge, Blue Mountain JJ. Now can't find its occupant. So many people are reporting that their boats and their kayaks and their pontoons are missing, and they're
Their whole
looking for 'em.
pier.
Yeah, piers are
Piers.
just washed away. This is like, if you ever seen that movie Evan Almighty, where he's building the ark and everybody's scoffing at him. They're like, yeah, good job, Captain Ahab. Where's the rain? Blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden the dam breaks. That's what it's like here. And we are still today worried about dams breaking because the water, it's all crusting. All these rivers are crusting and stuff. And they're saying that's like to 8 and 10 feet.
And it's not even crusted yet.
Yeah, it's not all the way done.
Well, that one dam that is breaking,
Mhm.
it's going to take out like 5 counties.
Yeah, and I got to worry about that because I'm not far.
Mhm.
I am.
This one says a West Allis, Wisconsin man woke up to 9 feet of water in his basement after 12 inches of rain fell this morning. The Milwaukee River broke the all-time record as well. This one says Milwaukee County is officially under a state of emergency. Yeah, after our weasel-faced frickin' governor got off his thumb and stopped wearing his mom's skin mask and dancing around a fire, he finally declared us a state of emergency.
Milwaukee County, not even you guys.
Yeah, well,
Waukesha is now. Waukesha
Well,
County is.
At first, it was just Milwaukee County.
Yeah.
now it's the whole state.
Yeah, because once they declared it, Wisconsin got funding from the government.
Mhm.
But it
But they're
says
still making it super hard for people that have damage to get any of that funding.
well,
Mhm.
that's the way it always goes. He's more worried about Milwaukee and all the
Well,
blue.
Even Milwaukee, people are saying like I lost everything. He's like, oh, should have had insurance.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
you have insurance, and they say it's an act
Even
of
the
God, so they're
insurance-
not covering
the
it.
insurance companies.
Are
Some-
backing out.
Yeah, some are
Mhm.
not.
Yep.
They're refusing to pay, and some are only paying like $1,500.
Yep.
This one says breaking. Milwaukee County is officially under a state of emergency after their second wettest day on record. 5.74 inches falling between 7 p.m. and midnight Saturday night. And another couple this morning, according to the Weather Channel.
Yeah, I was gonna say when it started, people were saying we were getting like an inch an hour.
Yeah,
I
they
think
did not
with-
predict this.
Well, I think within that first hour, we got more than an inch of rain.
Mhm.
We
This-
were watching the roads flood after an hour.
You
Yeah.
could actively just
Just
look
stick your
out the
hand out
door
there
and
and-
just see it just rising.
Yeah.
Christy says tornado in my backyard a few weeks ago and a pool in my basement a few days ago. Yeah, she was hit by the storm too. Her basement flooded. This one says Milwaukee had 14.5 inches of rain at Timmerman Airport. Also, it was Timmerman, not
Mhm.
Mitchell. Vehicles stranded outside Potawatomi Casino and Hotel in a parking structure. And it says, our managers said our cars were floating. An Element 84 resident told Wisconsin's WISN 12 News. Can you imagine you're at Potawatomi gambling and you come out and you've had a few drinks and you're like, where the fuck is my car?
Mm-hmm. You get a notification that your car's on the move.
Yeah.
At St. Luke's Hospital, the whole bottom floor of the parking structure,
The one we all
the
kept
water
parking
was
in.
up to the ceiling.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was the hospital that Wayne was at for his open heart surgery. I'm just glad it waited until we were gone
I
before.
wonder if those uncomfortable
this.
benches are still there.
Yeah, they ain't going nowhere. They wait a lot.
There was cars floating.
I think
Yeah,
they may
these-
have moved.
I don't think those benches weighed 5,000 pounds.
I bet they're still there.
Okay, here
have to do
was
an
one of the
excursion.
sheets that had the rain totals. The city of Butler, that's where my son Dante lives, they got 11.64 inches. Missy, you're in what, Pewaukee?
Mm-hmm.
No, they don't like you. They didn't list you.
I know.
Oh, there it is, 10.9.
Bottom of the list. Sorry.
Okay, Milwaukee.
Yeah, but that was as of what? And then we got hit
This
by
was
another.
this was Sunday morning.
Yeah, we
Well,
got
then
hit by
yesterday
more
we got
rain
more.
yesterday.
Yeah, I know.
That's when I lost power yesterday. It wasn't even raining and I lost power. I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to take a
It
nap.
was
The closest city to me, Moscow, is 5.48 inches. But let's see here.
State Fair got 10.28.
Which is so weird. Like, you think of the number, like 10 inches of rain,
Mhm.
but then there was vehicles that were 3.5 feet underwater.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't understand how that works.
Well, I think of
Is
that.
it because, like, the bodies of water overflowing? Or is
Yes.
it
yeah.
just depends on if you're, like, in a gully or...
Well, and it's going to be like the rivers were overflowing, so that's
And
not
where the water
considered.
comes to pool.
That's not even considered the 10 inches of rain.
because
That's
people
just
walking
flooding.
out of State Fair, it was up past their knees.
Yeah.
Sunday morning, there was one news report that said traffic hazard / washout, asphalt sliding into the ditch. Approximately 2 to 3 feet of the roadway is falling into the storm sewer. Right by Dante, there, it looks like a sinkhole where 1.5 lanes of traffic is actually gone. It's just this giant hole, like God just punched his fist through it.
Well, it's
Mhm.
scary, like driving through Waukesha, because then not only do you have to watch out for the water on the road.
Yeah.
There's so many hills and everything in Waukesha.
Yeah, out here too.
Well, they had mudslides in Waukesha.
Yeah.
Where the side of
Oh, I know
These
all about
hills-
mudslides.
are going into the road So these people up on the hill, they're like, "Oh, we're safe from the water," but no, you got like your foundation of your house is going to fall out now.
Well, in Muskego too, which is my neighboring county, or city, I'm sorry, they are reporting that their basement walls are giving out, they're
Mhm.
buckling, and the whole house is a total loss.
Yep.
They're condemning buildings and saying it has to be torn down. But I have been seeing a lot of people pulling together.
Yeah.
And saying things like, if you need anything, let me know. I've got an extra dresser if anybody needs a dresser. I've
Mhm.
got a new couch if yours was washed away. You know, just
And even
neighbor
providing,
helping
like,
neighbor.
meals and stuff like that. Does anybody need
Yeah.
a meal?
Yeah. There's a
for
bunch of
whatever? And-
people like restaurants that are like, come in for a free meal today at our pub and we'll, take care of you.
Well, even
No questions.
the city dump out in Waukesha, they're not asking for like proof of residency. You don't
Yeah.
get charged, and they have extended hours. They're like, if you have stuff that needs to be disposed of, just bring it in.
What I don't like is the construction companies that are preying on the victims
Yep.
of all this flooding and saying, yeah, we'll cut you a real good deal. You need a tree cut down? We're here. You need your basement cleaned out because of all the water damage. We're here for you. But then, they juice up those prices and basically rape them for the cost.
I know there's some on there that are like small, like family owned businesses that are saying like, just pay us a couple bucks, basically, whatever, like we'll help you.
Yeah. And, I don't know why it took governor, our lovely governor, so long to get off his thumb and get these people the help that they need. I just praise God Almighty up above that we were not affected. We had one branch down in our backyard. We only got 5.5 inches of rain, and we woke up the next morning on Monday, after this was all said and done. The birds were chirping, the sun was shining, and it was all sunshine, lollipops, rainbows, and roses.
We had to drive home from work that night, Saturday night.
Sunday
And-
morning.
Oh,
Were
yeah,
you
it was
guys
like 2:30
detoured or anything? Did you have to go around anything?
Just had to
No,
go
just
very slow.
drove through it, just rooster tails on both sides of my car.
You're not supposed to do that.
Ever.
If it's more than like 3 inches of water, stay the hell out of
well,
it.
no,
You don't know if there's any downed
If-
electrical
if
lines.
you slowed
or
down, it was coming over the hood. If we slowed down. You had to
when you
just-
turn onto that street, if you see
Gonna
water,
blow your engine.
don't go.
Well, it was
I have a
Lincoln.
bumper to
so
bumper
many-
warranty for 7 years.
It
Yeah,
was
it's
like-
not gonna cover stupidity.
It was Lincoln Memorial, and it was
My car
already
floated away.
Lincoln
me
Mo-
in it. I had to be rescued.
Yeah.
Help me. My car took over.
Lincoln-
Stupid
Carrie,
self-driving.
yeah.
But so many
You
people.
say Carrie.
Yeah.
That's not the driving car.
No,
The hunt.
that's Christine.
That's one.
Carrie's the
The
Well,
bloody
there's gonna be a
girl.
bloody
Bloody
mess
girl.
too. 'Cause I was gonna come beat you.
pig blood on prom night.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine
Sounds
wouldn't
like a
have-
blast.
mine wouldn't have made it through Lincoln Memorial.
No.
We took Mason's car that night, and driving through, it was like you couldn't see the grass or anything, and we just had to keep going, and it was just coming like
For all we
over the
knew, we
hood
were
and
in
going
Lake
off the-
Michigan.
So what do you guys
You just
think?
saw water coming over, and it was just washing
Cloud
the
seeding
sides.
or biblical?
Yes.
With the way the world is going right now.
I believe it all, but none of it. So
Explain, please, for
I
us
don't
brain impaired.
know. I don't pay attention to conspiracy theories. Like the cloud.
The
seeding
Bible's
thing,
not a conspiracy.
That's fine. Whatever. I'll give you that one. The cloud seeding thing, I don't know if I believe that.
Okay, in Revelations, what are the warning signs that God told us that we should be watching for? That there would be nations against each other, fighting against each other. There would be crime in the streets. There would be chaos in the streets. There would be natural disasters.
But
It's
that's
just a
been
typical
going.
weekend.
Yeah. That's, I was gonna say,
Here
that's
in
been going on
Wisconsin,
for like
yeah,
50
it is.
years just in Milwaukee. So
Yeah, but this is historical flooding here in Wisconsin.
hmm
Historical. I mean, it has what do they call that? The 1,000-year.
but then
Oh, yeah,
also
the
like if you
flood,
ask
the 1,000-year flood or something like
Yeah.
that.
but if you ask certain people, the flood in 2008 was worse than Waukesha.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, It has, like, scientifically, it's the worst flood we've had in over 1,000 years.
And that's even according to the weather people.
Yeah.
Like I said, for some reason, and I'm not going to ask God questions because my arms are too short to box with him. All my kids were protected. That's all I care about. And my grandkids. Nobody was affected in a way that their basements were flooded. None of them were harmed. Their
Well,
cars didn't
Dante had
float away.
flooding in his basement.
Yeah, but that's because my genius didn't clean out his rain gutters, and the rain gutters flooded up and it went down into the foundation, and all that rain just washed him away.
Well, even cleaning
but
out your gutters, there was so many like branches and leaves and stuff flying.
another
around
thing is
everywhere.
you should do an annual or biannual inspection of your sump pump out here, because it's stupid not to. Make sure that it's up and running, functioning properly.
But that's the thing. People, some pumps, like
They
people
couldn't
got
keep up.
brand new.
yeah, I know
ones,
they weren't
they were
keeping up
burning
because
out.
of the amount that was coming.
Yeah,
and then they were burning out. Then they go and buy another one, and then that one burnt out the next day, and it's just.
I have a coworker at work that her house just became a total loss today. And
Oh
it's
my
a
God.
brand new. She just bought a brand new constructed house. She just moved into it 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Brand new sump pump, and it failed.
Mhm.
She said she was like, I was watching it. She's like, I was sitting down there in my basement with my husband, and it is just like constantly going off. And she's like, we're just sitting there like praying that it keeps going. She said, all of a sudden it just like smoked and stopped.
Yep.
And then the water just started coming right in.
Yep.
And she's like,
Oh my God.
her whole. She showed me a picture. It was her stairs going to her basement. It was up. There's like a kitchen right here.
Yeah.
It was coming into the kitchen.
Yeah.
You just look down the stairs and it was just water.
Yeah, I was watching videos of water coming in people's kitchen windows and living
Mhm.
room windows, and
See,
just
I'll take that
flooding,
over what other people had. where
sewage.
Sewage
Yeah.
shooting out of their kitchen sink, out of their
Yes,
toilets, out of
yes.
their bathtubs.
That's,
Once there's poop involved, I'm out.
that's what we had. That's what we had.
No
Nope.
doubt, I'm out.
I will
Sunday-
take the rainwater, keep the poop water to yourself.
Well, Sunday morning, it was at work. It was sewage that was backing up.
3
Mhm.
feet of
3
it in the
feet of
basement.
sewage.
Nope.
It wasn't water. It was sewage.
Yep, no.
We thought it was water till you see a toilet paper floating
Yeah.
by.
Or a turd.
I see all those hearts. Somebody's sending me hearts.
It was crazy. But no, I was talking.
I forget. I think it was Muskego or what. But they said they have a turd in their driveway, like just floating
Yeah.
past. Like,
Mhm.
nope, I'm out.
Desi's on.
And a lot.
And then
Hi,
they have people
Desi.
like, even in Pewaukee, yeah, it's rainwater and everything in these parking lots, but it's also all this other gross stuff. Why do you have your toddlers swimming in parking lots?
Oh my Lanta.
You're gonna get them the hepatosyphilitis, so then you're gonna be crying because, like, oh well, thanks Trump, we don't have insurance anymore. It shouldn't cover stupidity.
Mhm.
No.
Should not.
I'm just glad this didn't happen in the winter, because they say
Oh.
for every inch of rain would
It's a
equal a foot of snow.
Holy Mother of Mary, we'd be buried for.
We'd have 12,
Years.
15 feet of snow.
Wouldn't
We'd have to
worry
build
about buying.
igloos.
Wouldn't have to worry about my fridge going because I just open the front door and stick my meat in there.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna do what?
Yeah, you heard me.
You're gonna stick your meat in where?
Yeah, I mean, you're stuck in the house. You gotta stick it somewhere. Get my
Oh
soda.
Lord, I'm glad you have put the settings to 18 and over, Mason.
Oh, they're not.
They're not.
What?
Delilah can watch it. Hello, Delilah. Yeah.
I thought you said it.
You haven't
for-
been banned yet, so. it's
Oh,
all
yeah.
good.
I don't know many children that are gonna look up Nikki Luciano either.
serious.
So.
Desi said there's a new pond by my house. It was a park before.
Yeah, I know. That's not a pond. That's a lake, girl.
Yeah, she's on a
Um,
hill though, so it all went down.
Well,
Monday.
I had a marsh by my house. Now it's a lake.
Monday when Dad was taking me to my eye doctor's appointment because it was my last consultation before my eye surgery coming up within 4 weeks. We were driving by all the damage and looking at people's flooded fields, flooded yards, furniture just lined up outside the house.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Continue.
Are you playing over there?
Yeah.
Playing with my silver pot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mom's got pot.
Yep.
You got to start calling that shit kettle.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
this is just a little silver coin jar thing.
Yeah, airtight coin jar.
Yeah, this is for sure for marijuana, but
It's for
You did-
spices in the kitchen, actually.
that's a
for
lie.
spices.
No.
It's maybe
sell the
it's an herb
sets.
for sure.
No, they sell those in sets. It's a
Uh-huh.
yes, and it comes with a
I
little
can
rack.
guarantee you, no chef has this.
Who's a chef? Anybody? Is there a chef in this room with us?
Hell no.
Bonjour.
Oui.
You
Bathroom's
have to
that
wee
way.
wee. It's down the hall and to your left.
Anyways,
Okay, now who's wearing the t-shirt? What does this say?
that's
Uh,
Same
Desi
stuff.
talking about the pond.
There's a new. Oh, okay. All right.
She always reads the comment 3 minutes after we did.
Shut up.
I know the last week when I was listening, like Ryan would read my comment and Mom's just talking. All of a sudden she's like, "Oh, Missy said,"
Yeah.
and she'd read it again. I'm like, "Oh, we just read that."
Oh well, maybe you should have had your ass over here so that
Oh.
we wouldn't have to worry about it.
Don't invite me an hour before you do it.
I talked to you and Tanner. I talked to Tanner the day before.
Talking about Thursday.
Yeah, I talked to Tanner the day before. He said, "Are you having a podcast tomorrow?" And I said, "Yeah."
That's Wednesday. I was talking about that was a week before that.
Whatever.
It's a stand-in.
I
thing.
didn't know I had to write a golden
Wednesday.
engraved frickin'
I'm not driving all the way out
invitation to
here for Mom to
everybody.
say, "Oh, we're not doing it tonight."
If you got questions, call me. Or, text me. How long does it take to send a text saying we doing the podcast
I
tonight?
got Nerf darts shooting at your face a lot of time. I could have
6
died.
seconds.
I used
But
to
you're
love it.
here now and we're all happy.
I hear the sarcasm. I'm
God.
leaving.
Lock the door. Nobody
I'll
in,
jump the
nobody
window.
out.
Ha-ha. Oh.
Anyways,
Anyways.
I
Why
just
is Desi not happy?
about the
Pond being
pond
by her.
park. Park pond.
Why?
I don't know.
What does she care?
hey, you have a
never
waterfront
leaves her
property now.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lakefront property.
You have a lakefront
Lakefront
property.
property, your
Love that
house
thing.
just went up in value.
Yeah,
Jesse goes and plays at the park while Sam's at work.
Yeah.
I would
Does she go on the monkey bars?
I'd put it up for sale. It's lakefront.
There you go.
So I'm not happy
Oh.
that Missy is there.
Oh.
If you too.
It's okay. Her crown only has a number 1 next to it. Oh wait, that's the highest. Never mind.
Mine is number 1 all the time too.
Yeah,
What are we talking about?
because it's
No,
like
Number 1
ranked
fan.
for like how big of a fan you are.
Oh, I can't see that.
Yeah, you can. It's that blue box
The-
next to the name.
Yeah,
I don't have my glasses on.
eye surgery's later this month.
4 to 6 weeks.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh, did I tell you that my eye doctor said that they know she's going to refer me to another surgeon that's going to do the, what do they call that? Eyelid reduction. Because I have hooded eyelids
Mhm.
and it's eventually going to interfere with my vision more. And my insurance company is paying for it.
Mhm.
I'm gonna walk in like this and have my head.
Oh, that's very ugly.
I know. I felt like I had umbrellas.
I almost threw this not marijuana canister at your head.
Sage.
Oh Lord.
Freaking
So
Got me.
nobody ever really gave me a good answer on what they think it is. Do you think it's the cloud seeding and our government screwing with Mother Nature too much?
Maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah, I think it's both.
Because maybe
Maybe there's a little bit of cloud seeding going on
but
And then
maybe
God's
that's what the
going-
Bible was talking about.
Yeah.
Is that people are going to start interfering with stuff.
because God said He would never flood it. He didn't say He wouldn't let anybody else flood it.
Yeah, I guess I kind of think that I only just keep hearing about
Christy, shut up.
I only keep hearing about all the
Blocked.
Delete.
booted.
Oh, shared left the chat. It's okay.
Why?
It was a joke.
She put, because I was talking about the hood. I'm sorry, Ryan.
You're
She was talking, we were talking about the hooded eyelid surgery. And she said, see if we can get a buy one, get one. Girl, if your face got any prettier, I'd have to slap it off your head.
Anyways. Oh,
Now,
just
back to
kidding.
you, Ryan.
Oh no, I was just saying I think it's a little bit of both, especially with from what I've been seeing a lot is a lot of like insurance companies, including government ones, aren't covering people's damages.
Yeah.
Mhm.
At least like I've seen a lot of people have to come in and get like
Home equity.
home
loans.
equity loans, and I had the two worst that I've heard from is American Family Insurance and Progressive. They are apparently like, oh, you're like my coworker has Progressive and her
Yeah.
house is brand new, and Progressive gave her a $5,000 check.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my Lanta.
Which
She-
is weird because State Farm's usually really bad too. with
And
paying
she
out.
sent, she was like, so my house was, the city came out. She lives in Milwaukee. The city came out and condemned it, so she can't live in it anymore. And insurance was like, oh, so sorry for your loss. Here's a $5,000 check
Mhm. Well,
because,
bless you.
and we'll cover the fee of tearing the house down.
Oh God.
And she was like, but I still have to pay them my mortgage.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Bankruptcy.
What do people? Oh, I'm sorry.
She's just fighting it.
I want to congratulate Ryan on his new job. He's working at a very prestigious bank. I'm not going to name names, but he is
Mama.
a loan officer,
Your mama's.
and I'm very proud of him. He busts his butt.
Fell asleep at lunch tonight.
Yeah, I fell asleep at my desk and I don't enjoy the job, so it's fine.
Yeah, but you're
Christy
going to be
said-
good at it.
Christy said American Family is terrible. We sued them and won after our house fire.
Yeah, I had
Where did you get that?
mine's not updating.
Mine didn't update it.
But I
Me
had-
neither.
See what happens when you don't have me here?
I had my,
But also see how Christy's first comment, she's #1 fan, but then somehow she dropped down to #2.
Christy said congratulations to you, Ryan.
See, I saw that one.
Um,
Just
Kinda
like last
messaged
week,
you.
I was like, they are totally skipping over Christy's comments.
Oh.
Because I'm like, oh, Missy said blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, Christy had a comment right above me. Hello.
yeah,
Well,
for
And then
some
I'm
reason
like,
they're not
you
showing
two
up for a
kept
while.
going back and forth. They kept getting
Yeah, you
shot
guys were having a
past us.
conversation. So
oh, yeah.
So by the time like I'd see them, like her comments would be
The
gone.
story of my life, #2. Sorry, hearing you poop a lot.
Oh.
What about all these people that are displaced and now don't have a house and their insurance company isn't going to do squat about it?
technically, that's why we're in state of emergency, so people can get emergency relief to cover like a hotel and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
but
But our government is stingier with money than Dad is.
Well, they're just
So-
pocketing the money
nobody's
for
that
themselves.
stingy.
Well,
Mm.
I asked a couple of people at work because when they come in and ask for a home equity loan, if like, you know, they have a loan for 200,000, but their house is worth 300, they want $100,000 worth of equity.
Mhm.
And I've asked, I'm like, so what is like, because you have to ask what it's for, which we all know what it's for.
Yeah.
And then I asked like, hey, how is it? Like, what are you like doing? And like some of them are like, a lot of them were
Right.
like, my family's nearby. We're living in there.
Yeah.
Their basement wasn't affected, so we just moved in there.
Yep.
Or like the one lady was telling me that she's in the middle of fighting with American Family Insurance because she had to have a roof redone that they wouldn't cover.
Yep.
And she's like, so now I guess I'm going to do another 1.5 year battle living in my sister's basement because I
Mhm.
have to wait for them to pay it out.
Well, I noticed in on Facebook, there's a lot of homeless people that usually hang out at Frame Park. Well, now that they're hanging out under these pavilions, and people are walking by, and there's hundreds of homeless people just congregated and hanging out. And
Well, even in parts of Waukesha where they weren't before,
They had to go there.
they had to go there. But now it's like they're very aggressive now.
Well, yeah, because
They're
just woke up
violent.
floating.
Yeah.
And now
But
everyone
we
who's
were-
homeless is stepping on their turf.
Yeah. And then, well, we were checking out like the storm damage and all that, like we always do. And Tanner's like, oh, do you want to go down there and take pictures? And I'm like, no, because there's a man behind that tree right there.
Mhm.
And you could tell he was waiting for somebody to walk past. Like he was ready to pounce. And whatever, do what you have to do. But you could tell where they're moving around because they literally leave like a huge trash can full of trash just strewn about. And then they move to the next place.
And the thing that's weird is like 2 or 3 years ago, we used to drive down there looking for homeless people to help out in the wintertime and give them jackets and boots and gloves and scarves and
Yeah, and that was
toiletries.
crazy.
And
We'd go. It was at night too when we would do that.
Yeah.
yeah,
I had
Dumb-
baby
so
Delilah
dumb
in the
of
car.
us. Yeah. Well, you have had a baby since you were like 4. So.
Not really.
I also, it's like going back to the whole flooding thing, people coming together. I think what also is disgusting is seeing like what you said with like the companies.
Price gouging.
Mhm.
But the other thing I was doing a little research on while we were talking about this is like a lot of people are having like their homes are condemned, whatever, they have to move out. And I guess a lot of people are like scouring neighborhoods that were affected and
Yeah.
like breaking into homes that are
well, like we were talking
That's
about
what's
before,
going
like
on
in-
right
Muskego.
now.
yeah, and
in
they're like
Muskego.
trying to find
What's that
What-
called?
Looting.
Looting.
yeah, like they're
Are you going? Where are you going?
Okay.
because when you
Call that out of the garage.
because when you think about it, say, God forbid, knock on wood somewhere.
Real wood right there.
Sure.
It
Sure.
is. Don't make me
This is for
smack
Micah.
Overwood.
Okay.
Okay.
He's
Um,
mean to
Go
me.
later.
but
Anyways.
If they have like
Sure.
if your house floods, and like apparently from what I've figured out is that like your house floods, you have to get out. You're leaving everything behind. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
Jewelry, I mean, your
Sentimental
electronics are
objects.
done, but
Yep.
stuff like that. And then when your house is deemed is going through the process of insurance, you can't step foot into it because insurance technically
Owns
has
it.
a hold of it.
Yep.
And I'm like thinking of all these people who are now homeless because they can't go back in their homes, and people are breaking in because they know that since everyone had to like flee their homes, that there's
Yeah.
going to be jewelry,
Mhm.
Stashed money.
money.
Safes with
That's
stuff.
probably destroyed. But
Well,
yeah.
not if they have it like in a safe. Or
yeah,
something.
but like that's what bothers me. Is I'm like,
What if
okay,
it's under your mattress and your mattress just floated away?
Sucks to suck.
Yeah. well, that's what I'm like. Okay, we are like people have been like kicked down by this, and then we're just
Mhm.
continuing to kick them so
Yeah.
that like the single mom with kids got displaced, and now people are breaking into her home because they know because on the outside, I guess now they're doing like a kind of like it reminded me, which fell into it when New Orleans flooded.
Mhm.
Yeah.
When they would go house to house, they'd mark the outsides of
Yeah.
them. Apparently, they've started doing that not for people that are deceased, but like for
Yeah.
so that insurance companies know that they've already looked through the house.
Yeah.
So then, like, people are like looking for those signs because they know it's empty.
Yeah, they're preying on.
So like, it's something
these
like
things.
because New Orleans, it was always like they did like the cross, and then in one corner was like deceased pets, blah blah, blah
Yeah.
whatever. This one's just, I guess, like a symbol of insurance companies. So like the claims agents don't keep going to the same houses over and
Yeah.
over again.
Yeah, Christy was saying, what about squatters' rights? But in Wisconsin, in order to claim squatters' rights, you have to claim legal ownership of a property if they meet certain conditions. So squatters must occupy the property continuously and openly for a specific period, which in Wisconsin it's 20 years.
Wow.
Oh, my Lanta.
And and there's other legal requirements too, which is like you have to have power there
Yeah.
in your name. So how are you going to squat somewhere and have power in your name for 20 years, but still skim underneath the radar for 20 years? Like I know my properties. Like if I own properties, I'm going to know
I'm gonna know
who's in
who's
there,
in
what
them.
is in there at all times. Like you're not going to be able to
Yeah.
be a squatter.
And
for
if there's
20
nobody
years.
in there, I'm gonna have some sort of camera that tells me who's in there.
Yep. And you're going to be there periodically to check on it. And in order to claim squatters' rights, because I know like somebody we know was looking it up in Minnesota, you can't leave that property at all. You can't run to the grocery store.
Nope, you
can't
got to
run
have
to
it
the
delivered by
doctor.
Walmart.
You can't go to the doctor. You can't go to the hospital. You can't go anywhere. You cannot step off that property for the
Well,
20
wouldn't you
years.
just have one of your group
Yeah.
that you're squatting
It-
with stay there?
It has to be someone has to be in that
Yeah.
house. It doesn't have to be the same person.
Yep.
I know it's either Illinois or Arkansas because it was Arkansas because I was having issue down there getting rid of stuff that there was like a part of the lot someone built like stairs on,
Mhm.
and then in Arkansas if it's 2 years that property they took is automatically theirs.
Yep.
And that was the problem, and that's how I found out. I think it's 7 years down there for squatters.
Yeah, it's like 5
It's
or 10 years. In
Well,
Minnesota.
remember how Jessica
and you don't have to have power.
used to live on that one street in Muskego? All those streets over there
Yeah.
are named after jewels,
Yeah.
like Jewel Crest and Gold and all these other, things. That area right there, people, because they were hit so hard, especially Gold, they were hit so hard, and people are just taking advantage of that and going there and breaking into cars and houses and
But I think out there they said it was mostly like teenagers just causing trouble out there.
yeah, that's what they like to say.
I don't care if it's a teenager or a 90-year-old person, stay off my effing property.
I
I'll shoot
think
you.
that people in other counties like Milwaukee County, the hood rats are
No, it's Muskego people doing it because right now Milwaukee's having a hard time leaving Milwaukee.
Yeah.
yeah, not all of it.
I don't think it's
No.
Milwaukee people coming to Muskego.
I
There's
mean-
plenty of other places they could hit between Milwaukee and Muskego.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's gonna be harder. At least like, I mean, I guess like in the burbs of Milwaukee, it's easier. But like downtown, I know there were like skyscrapers and stuff that were affected, but it's like just lobbies of them,
Yeah.
and they're all owned by companies like landlords. So it's not like everyone in that building was evacuated because the lobby got flooded.
Well, I'd like us all to send prayers up and out for all the people affected by the floods. And, you know, if there's any way that anybody can help these people, I hope that you take the opportunity that God presents you and that you reach out and help them. Like I said, I feel beyond blessed that I'm not affected. My children are not affected. My grandchildren are not affected. My throat might be right now, but
A little dry, you need some water?
what? All I have to do is go down the block.
Yeah. I did put a post out there like anybody needs anything, if they need a meal made, if they need somebody to watch their kids while they're cleaning up, if they need
Or just somebody to talk to.
a
while
dog,
they're
you know,
going
a pet
through
sitter
this.
or something, you know,
Yeah.
a place if you're displaced and you got nowhere to go with your pet, you know, like I'll watch pets, I'll watch kids, I'll help out any way I can. Like I was inconvenienced by having to like drive all the way around
Yeah.
Pewaukee to get to the other end of Pewaukee.
Oh, that's a big inconvenience, you know, when you're used to, because
But I'd rather have that than like lose my house or
Yeah.
Yeah.
lose
Any
all
day.
my belongings
Any
or
day.
you know.
my grandma
so-
Rose used to say, okay, you sit here and you gripe about how little you have. There's people out there that would kill to have the little that you have.
And that's kind of how granted, right when the storm started, I was like, we were at work and it was like you would sit there and you were watching like the cars all parked on the street, which we were one of them, and the water just kept going up like halfway up the wheels and just kind of, and I was a little greedy and was hoping by the time I got home that everybody was okay, but I was hoping to just watch mine float down the river.
Yeah.
I called Mace in the car. I go, I hope it's just floating.
Yep.
And I'm
It
like,
only takes 8 inches of water for a standard car to float down the street. I think it's 10
yeah.
or 10 or 12 for an SUV or a van type vehicle to float.
I don't think Missy's would. I don't think it'd move.
The lead sled.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I don't think it would move. But I drove by that night when we got home and I was like, darn it. I was hoping to like see like sunglasses floating
Yeah.
inside of it.
It's kind of sad over by my house because down the street from my house they've got like all the ponds and everything on the way to my house.
Yeah.
Well, they have the baseball field and then the park and all that there, and there's still cars that are stranded there because like there was kids at baseball games, there was kids at the park, and it was raining. I mean, we still had the birthday party, everything.
Yeah.
They still go on with their tournaments. They have to finish out their tournament regardless of the rain, whatever.
Yeah.
People's cars are still parked down there underwater.
It was,
God.
I mean, we were actively in a red flood warning zone.
Mhm.
I think the only reason we didn't get it is because all the buildings around us have underground parking.
Yeah.
So
Oh, they
'cause
showed underground
when
parking
we came home,
lots.
when we
the
came home
garages.
that night, it looked like a waterfall just going down the streets
Well, I was
between
gonna
cars.
say yours is kind of like up higher,
But like
so
the
your
ones
water
across
flows
the
away.
street
Yeah.
from me are all like the sharp incline down parking
Mhm.
garages.
Yeah.
And the one across from us, the garage door was like open this much, and you were just watching it go straight underneath all the buildings. And there was one catty corner down a couple blocks down from us that the garage door buckled in on. So it was just, I think all those buildings kind of sucked up a lot of
Yeah.
the street water.
Yep.
I feel embarrassed to say this in a way, but the main thing that I was worried about was the Fox family in my backyard.
I was worried about my new grass. I just planted that.
I was gonna say you just did a whole
I
grass.
just did my front yard.
Transition.
No, if anything happens to the Fox family in my backyard, I think I would be heartbroken, and then I'd have to get violent.
See, the only thing I have at my house are squirrels that I have to rip open. Like, I have to flip the screen open and threaten to throw the remote at the squirrel because it won't stop digging up my plants.
I wasn't worried about the rats. I didn't care if they floated away or not.
Well, Tanner even witnessed it one day. I had my bleeding hearts up on the sill, my planter box outside my window.
Yeah.
And I was like adjusting the blinds, whatever, and the squirrel's just in there, and it's looking in my living room window, and then it starts digging, and then it looks again. So I like open up the window and I yelled at it. I said, "Get out of there!" And it kind of just like looked at me and started digging again. So I whipped open the screen and I went to spank the squirrel because it wouldn't stop digging in my stuff. It's already eaten like 3 planters worth of stuff. Like, stay out of my stuff.
You brought up throwing a remote at him. That reminded me of the night before last. Me and Dad sit in bed and watch like 2 to 3 episodes of that series called Ghosts. It's a comedy, a light comedy. He yawned, and I got sassy and I stuck the remote in his mouth.
Yep. When Georgia sits next to me, she yawns, and she just yawns so dramatically,
Mhm.
and I'll just stick my finger in her mouth. She goes,
Yeah. He goes, "What the hell are you doing?" And I said, "Don't bitch at me." I says, "You're lucky I didn't put a pocket full of change in there."
well, the other night we're sitting on the couch, and Tanner's on one end of the couch, and Georgia and Lyric are in the middle, and I'm laying on the other end, and I've got my feet like across the couch and laying on my feet are on Tanner's lap.
Yeah.
He like dozed off, and I'm like, "Should I do it?" And I was like, yeah. So I put my toe right by his mouth. And he woke up just as I was about to put my toe in his mouth.
Yeah. Isn't marriage and relationships fun? We can abuse
Don't
each
fall
other
asleep
lightly.
for me. I get way less sleep. Don't fall
Light
asleep.
abuse, I'm saying. Nothing that they can call the cops on.
Can't leave a mark. No.
I'm gonna spit out my soda on that one. So, what else is new?
Nipple talk by Mason.
I'm still in the process of signing up for school. I'm dealing with the BS financial aid office.
Don't even.
But I'm almost there. I'm almost there, Lord. I think God's saying, "How bad do you want it?" You know? I don't know. I've had broken bones that took less time to heal.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like I told Dad today, I said, I swear to God, everything in my life I have to struggle for. Nothing comes easy.
Preach. And God thinks I'm Babe Ruth. Loves throwing curveballs.
Well, yeah. and
God
then-
thinks I'm Job part 2.
and I don't know what God thinks I am, because like when my financial aid stuff, like running and jumping through all these hoops, I'm gonna find out like the day before or the day of that class starts that if I can do it or not.
Wow. Well, you can always go for the next term.
By then I'll lose motivation. I won't want to do it anymore.
Well, that's what I thought too. But I'm at the point where if I have to start in November, so be it. I'm gonna stay
It wouldn't be
focused.
November.
Yeah, it would.
Mm-mm.
Why?
If it started in
January.
January.
Okay, fine. Even January.
January, I've already got winter depression at that point, so I'm lucky if I don't unalive somebody or myself.
Yeah, because I had to take this last semester off.
Mhm.
Like, if I don't get back in, I'm gonna go insane.
Well, if I don't stay sticking to my guns, then I'm just gonna
Well, I've
completely
already
quit.
had to change what I wanted to go for like twice now,
Mm-hmm.
because they're not mom-friendly colleges anymore.
No, they don't do night classes anymore.
Or they do if you want to get shot on the way to school. There's like 2 colleges. One's in like Beaver Dam and the other one's in Milwaukee.
Hi, Mia.
I know, I'm reading her comments.
She's saying the classes are too expensive. One of her classes without the supplies is $600.
Mhm.
Well, if you need cheap books, Chegg is who I always got. They were like $30.
Spell
You
that.
just rent them.
CHEG.
Chegg.
Chegg.
Because it's like
.com.
a $300 book was like, I think it was like $10 for the
Well,
semester.
she's got a lot of scholarship money and all that stuff too. So
Mhm.
That should cover.
Don't quit, Mia.
majority of
Just
it.
keep going for it. Do all your school stuff while you're young and
Why you have
get
the
it.
scholarship money?
Yeah, get it out of the way because you don't want to wait until you're as old as your granny here and look back on your life and go, "Damn, I didn't do nothing."
I hated college.
Christy said it's not easy because it's worth it.
Yep.
I don't know about that at this point. Like, school should not be this hard to sign up for.
Literally, people were always like, "Oh, college is the best time. You get to do this and blah 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 blah." For me, it literally was a check mark on a box. That's the whole time I sat through it. I was like, it's literally speed run through it, and I'm like, everyone was like, "Well, you're not enjoying this. You're not enjoying clubs or whatever." And I'm like, it
Yeah.
is to me just a.
Mm-hmm.
Christy said Beaver Dam isn't bad. No, that's a haul for me.
Same with Haley. She's out in Fond du Lac. Praise God that she wasn't really affected by
Well,
it at
because
all.
I was
She's
saying, like,
saying-
for nighttime colleges.
Oh,
You
I
won't
was
get shot
talking
out
about.
there.
I thought you were talking about the rain again.
Oh no, because of the night school.
Well, does Christy remember when her and Haley and I went to Sanford Brown College in West Dallas, and we were like, we did almost a full freaking semester, and then I was like scrolling through my phone, looking up stuff on the school reviews and stuff like that, and I was doing pretty damn good in there. I was pulling in a 4.0 the entire time I was there, it was a short time, but I was still doing well. But all of a sudden I saw that school should be shut down because they're not an accredited school.
Yeah.
So then I looked up their accreditation while I was sitting in English class, and I found out that they weren't accredited. So I stood up and I said to the English teacher, I says, "I'm going over to the dean's office because I have to get some information because according to my phone, this school is not accredited and you're wasting my time."
And money.
And all the women in my class stood up and they were like, "Let's go." We went down there, come to find out they weren't accredited. And shortly after we walked out, they shut that place down. And the thing is, I still had to pay back, school tuition
Yeah.
Mhm.
for something that I didn't get. I didn't get one fucking credit from that place.
Mhm.
And nothing could be transferred. None of my work was transferable because it was unaccredited.
Christy said they were sued. That's why you guys never had to pay anything.
Yeah, I did have to pay it. I wasn't in on no lawsuit. Nobody told me they were suing.
I think you still actively have a student loan.
I
to
still
them.
owe $2,424 in
Yeah.
school tuition. And nobody is going to say, "I forgive you. I absolve you of all your tuition."
Oh, Christy got a check in the mail from them.
She can bite me.
My next round of Botox is on Christy. Oh.
We're going Friday.
Christy said, "Oh my God, just let me do all the administrative stuff for you guys." It's not my end that's taking his time. It's the school taking his time.
Yes, the school is sitting on their thumbs. I am not very happy with Bryant and Stratton
had to-
College.
Yeah, I just had to reply to 6 emails from him. Like, okay, we'll let you know. Well, I need to know now.
I have an advisor that is harder to get a hold of than the Pope and Jesus
I
Christ
think
himself.
Christy just called me a naughty word.
What?
Rude. Christy called me the A word, putting soap in her mouth.
Telling mom.
Telling mom. Mom, Christy's
Maybe she was
me
calling
words.
mom an ass.
I think she was calling me one
There's a
because I
butt in the chat.
the chat. She's calling me one because I said my next round of Botox, my first round of Botox is gonna be on Christy.
And speech therapy.
Yep.
It's okay.
Maybe
She
a
jumped
nap.
to number 3.
Yeah, how come every time she comments, she drops down a tier?
She called me a
Shh.
naughty word. She called me a naughty name, so I bumped her down. Oh,
Like you
Demoted.
could.
demoted.
How come they went from blue to
Because she's
white?
dropping down in rank.
Yeah.
What's she say now?
No, definitely not calling Ma that. So she is calling me that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. I'll see you.
Quiet ass.
Yeah, I see you. I see you all. One eye though. Nerf dart still kind of has it a little blurry.
Our next comment
Tell the
says 18
story.
next to it.
Yeah.
Tell the story about how excited Maverick was when Uncle Vinny brought over that Nerf. This thing should be outlawed. I mean,
Well, it says it's for 13 and older.
140 feet.
140 feet. So Maverick just turned 7. And then Vinny felt really bad and he kept the receipt and he's like, I didn't look at the ages. I just saw a cool gun and I bought it for him. So,
guys should not shop
oh no, it's freaking amazing. I love this gun.
for a 7-year-old.
Oh, he has a
I
blast.
left. I left the party early. I was like, I am not taking
no,
no bullets.
Your
to my head.
grandkids were sitting there and they would take turns. It was like their turn with the Nerf gun. So they all turn around, they bend over and get a shot in the butt cheek. and
Oh,
whoever
Lord.
got shot, it was their turn next with the gun.
Yeah, what can I say?
Carter-
Shot me.
Carter loved it.
Oh yeah, Carter had a blast.
And then they had what was the first one when Maverick got Carter, and then Carter was supposed to get Maverick.
Yep.
You've never seen a kid move so fast.
Oh,
He
Maverick-
Maverick
left.
just ran, scream, crying.
Yeah,
Yep.
he had ran because he thought it was gonna hurt
'Cause-
so
yeah.
Because
bad.
Carter was like, "Oh, it's my turn. I get to get you."
Well, because
Somebody said it was like equivalent to getting hit with a paintball.
I mean, it
Which
it
I think I don't
stings.
think it's that.
It's
bad.
Somebody
stings a
hits me with a
little.
paintball. I'm hitting them with my car.
It stings a little bit, but
Depends on how close they are.
also
Granny don't
like
play.
Carter has meat on his bones, and he let out this squeal, and then he said, "My butthole is swollen shut now," because Maverick got him right
yeah, Maverick
right
was,
between the
Maverick
cheeks,
was
just-
also scooting closer.
But then there's Maverick who makes the Scarecrow look obese.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's gonna break a bone on him. You're gonna break my baby.
I was on Tanner's side. He ran to Tanner and was like, "Dad, he's trying to shoot me." He was like, "You made the deal."
Yeah.
But
You
it
gotta hold up
sounded
to it.
after I got home because I left the party early. It sounded to me like the adults were having more fun than the
Oh, for
kids.
sure.
At one point, I think it was in Vinny and Tanner's hands more than the kids.
Well, then I got the gun, and then everybody's like, shoot Vinny. I'm like, no, I'm not shooting Vinny.
But did you see Tanner just unload it on Dante?
yeah.
I was like, he's gonna kill you.
Dante and Tanner have this unspoken, like, closeness about them. I don't know. They just get each
Mm.
other.
Did Tanner get you with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't hurt that bad.
Mason held Missy to say goodbye and held her in place so that Tanner could shoot her.
Uh-huh.
I went to go run from Tanner and Ryan held me in place, but then once it was his turn to get shot, he chickened out and ran to the car.
No, I was behind. I backed behind Vinny's car because I was like, no one will ever shoot towards his car.
I shot the car.
What did Christy say?
Hold still so I can run you over, child.
Lord.
But then, so Granny and Papa got Maverick a gift card so he can go birthday shopping. And he went and spent almost all his money on more Nerf guns.
$100 gift card.
Yep, more Nerf guns. So my living room is
We
being
had a
overrun.
shopping cart full of Nerf guns.
Yep.
Oh, it was my birthday again.
Oh, Maverick wants
You're
to
gonna buy Nerf
have a
guns?
Nerf
No,
party.
I want $100.
Mhm.
So everybody comes over and we're just gonna have a big full-on family Nerf war.
Mom
Well,
woke
that
up.
takes all the fun out of my family cookouts because it used to be
Mom
until
would be the only
Vinny
one with the gun, and
ruined
we'd
it.
all shoot.
I
the
was
gun.
the only one with a Nerf gun, and I would go in the house to get a sweater, and I'd come back outside, and I'd have both of my Nerf guns, and I'd just start blasting all the grandkids, and
Yeah,
they'd go
ruins the fun
running
for
and screaming.
mom.
Yeah. No, Maverick.
Yeah, you ruined my fun.
Maverick
No.
runs around strapped now. He's got one on hand.
He's freaking hilarious. Well, and he's mastered. He can like hide down next to the couch and he can pop up. And that's how he got me right in the eyeball. He like pops up, shoots, and ducks down. Before you even see he's up, you already got shot in the eye and you can't see nothing.
I just giggled watching him doing it because when he had it like next to him, it's like halfway up on him, if not more.
He's got this one gun.
And I'm like, how is he running around with it?
That's why I was late showing up today, is because the Nerf war broke out in the house.
Yeah.
He's got this one gun that he can physically, his whole body can hide behind it. And I said, that's not fair.
Yeah.
You should not be able to hide behind your gun. You can't, I can't.
He should see a doctor about that one.
Yeah. He has.
I remember in my family when we had 8 kids growing up, we used to have rubber band wars. I'd buy those big office supply bags of rubber bands, and we'd all grab a handful and run to a different corner of the house and just pop out and start shooting each other. That to me was fun.
Christy put, bro, I'm coming. I'm loaded with Nerf guns over here. Still finding these styrofoam little bees everywhere. My problem is I have a stupid cat.
Shoot her.
Yeah.
We do.
Radar and
Just
Goliath,
strap
my
one to her
dogs.
back.
Radar and Goliath, my dogs used to pick up the darts and run off with them.
She picks up the dart and rips off the rubber tip of them. So then you're stuck with this little tube that doesn't shoot out of the gun anymore. And no matter how much we blast her with them, she don't care.
Put her in the room during a Nerf fight.
Well,
I'm gonna.
Maverick just became extremely easy for Christmas because we're just gonna get him a bunch of bullets.
Oh,
Replace
he
them.
wants.
No, I'm just going to bombard the party with a giant Nerf gun. My
There's
God.
this one,
I'm bringing
You-
super soakers.
and I
Yo,
told him,
that's
I'm like, this
adorable.
is going to be half your money because there's this one Nerf gun he wants. It's $50, and it comes on a tripod, and then it's like a machine gun one.
Oh, I want
He's
that one.
stationary. He's
Yeah.
Mhm.
making a little arsenal.
Tanner's like, you won't be able to pick that one up. I said, you don't. It comes with a tripod. You just
You
stand there,
sit
just unload.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the one both of them,
That sounds
The
like a lot
one-
of fun.
the
Where
one-
is this?
Walmart.
the one,
Rock show Walmart.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
the two that he got,
Your kid's jiggling.
the two that he got, the one that Vinny got and the one that Desi got him,
Mhm.
both do that. Like the button on the bottom just rapid fires them.
With the one Desi got, you have to hold the bottom button, which is like the motor for it, and then the top button you have to flick
Oh,
it.
you still have to do it.
You still have to
Okay.
flick it, and then it just.
I'm gonna get a paintball gun.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted
tried
that-
getting-
Not here. We just painted this house.
I wanted to get those little like gel blaster things
Yeah.
where you put like the Orbeez or
Yeah.
whatever it is in it.
Mhm.
But everybody has animals.
I
and
don't.
I don't.
Well,
Yeah, you do. You
I've
have
got a cat, but we can do it outside.
Oh, I'm shooting up the inside of your house too.
Yeah, he wants
Oh,
to.
go ahead,
He wants to barge in.
Oh yeah, I'm
You-
breaking in.
He wants
Oh.
to do like SWAT, barge in, and
No,
be
we'll
like,
just plan it. We're
attack.
like, I'm outside playing with the kids, and you just come around the back and just unload on
Ooh,
them.
that'd be fun.
And then I'd have to leave right away because I don't want to deal with kids crying.
Oh no, they think it was blood.
It's a drive-by. Just.
Oh no,
Yeah.
headshots only.
Huh?
Headshots only.
Headshot only.
See, that's when I miss Marie.
Why?
When we start talking about the cookouts and
Oh, I thought you were
The-
talking about headshots. I'm like, that's rude. Little rude,
I should
mom.
call her.
Yeah, you should call her. I miss her.
I miss my little beat up buddy.
yeah.
No,
Would you
we
beg?
used to, play yard games.
Yeah.
And
Had a lot of fun.
yeah, had a lot of fun.
I talked to her yesterday
Oh yeah,
for the first time in forever.
how's
Well,
she
since
doing?
Dad's surgery. Eye problems. She's going through eye doctor appointments and stuff like that.
Uh oh.
Apparently, it's genetic.
No,
Yeah.
mine was stress related. in the
Well, she
beginning.
said she freaked out because she kind of had like the same thing you had going on,
Mhm.
and she's like, "Well, I am under a lot of stress right now.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot going on in Marie's life. I'm not gonna put it all out there for everybody.
I'm not going to say
but
who caused my stress related nuclear cataracts,
She
but
might be sitting in this room.
Oh.
no, she might be listening in.
Jesse.
Yeah. Yeah. But she like woke up one day and was pretty much blind.
Yeah.
And so she had I think she had an eye doctor's appointment yesterday or today.
Mhm.
So I didn't really find out exactly what they all said, but they basically told her like, you have dry eyes. Here's some eye drops, and here's new
My eyes, ever since I had this last eye surgery,
Mhm.
I can't make tears.
Yeah.
And when I wake up in the morning, you know how you wipe the sleep out of your eyes?
Yeah.
Don't do that, bitch. It's dry in there and you
It's
cut your
Sahara.
corners of your eyes.
Yep. Yeah. Then they like told her different lenses to use because they'd be better for her eyes. And she's like, well, I still can't see. Like, I'm like blind. How are
Yeah.
these going to help? But I don't know. She's got lots going on, but
Yep.
still in a funk.
Yeah, it's a shame that one asshole can tear up the whole family.
Yeah.
Well, actually, there were two involved, but like father, like son. Any new comments?
Nope.
Okay.
My whole left leg fell asleep.
No.
But yeah, I've got this eye surgery coming up in about 4 to 6 weeks at the most. Praying that one works. Possibly have to have the other eye operated on shortly thereafter. And then I'm praying to God I am done.
How long's the recovery?
It's quick.
Oh, it's quick.
Oh, is it?
I bounced back right away. I mean,
Mhm.
all I did was put ointment in my eye, and I
Yeah,
was
you
good
were
to
up and
go.
going like the next
So they're
day.
doing one at a time.
Yeah, because I
That's what
never
they do.
want to be blind
I have
again.
no idea. I don't know.
I never want to be blind again where I can't see.
So it's like okay. I didn't know if it's like
that's Twilight sleep, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I'm so much fun on Twilight.
Very
Well,
nice.
Chrissy was asking if you're awake for the procedure or you was
Oh, I am out like.
Well, you're not fully sedated, but she falls asleep on
Yeah.
Twilight.
Oh
She's a
yeah.
cheap date.
Yeah.
But then when I wake up, I'm
Not
so
allowed
much
to put
fun.
her out.
I don't need any alcohol. I'm just a hoot.
You've never dealt with yourself on Twilight.
No.
After everything you guys told me that I said after that one
You
surgery,
start talking about your dead grandma and when's she coming for dinner?
no, I said we can't leave because we're going to Denny's for lunch with my grandma
Exactly.
because I
Who is
swore
deceased.
who I
You also
swore-
thought you were a freaking giant because we gave you a bottle of orange juice.
no, you got me a small orange juice at
Yeah.
McDonald's, and I asked for a large, and you handed it to me, and I thought I was a giant.
You also thought you were a bird and you tried flying.
Dad let go of my arm. I said, Wayne, you can't let go of me. I can't fly indoors.
I'm an outside bird.
Yeah. Then then Dad abandoned me with her.
Dad
lucky he came
dropped
back.
me going in the door.
I know. I had to catch you guys.
I have a
I had to
big,
catch both of you.
I have a big job today. It's the whole weekend. I'll be back Monday.
Chrissy said, "Someone please be there to record."
I couldn't record. I was too busy catching the bird.
And catching the bird.
See,
I was just walking behind you guys, going, "I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got up early for this. I don't know.
I don't know who these people are.
I was
Yeah.
so angry that whole day.
That's when you start. That's when
Oh.
you start walking like this and you divert.
What
Yeah,
about-
you got called to help. Haha.
Yeah, I was
I
just
got
gonna
called
say,
the pretty help.
Yeah.
I walked
didn't even
into the
notice I was
house and
there.
I said, This place is nice. I said, Are you the help? Because I was going to compliment you on how well you kept the
But then
house.
she
You called
sat
him
there-
to help in the car.
But then she sat there and picked like a fuzz off of her pillow. And she was like, "Well, this wasn't cleaned.
Yeah.
It's your freaking pillow."
Yeah. Your fuzz, pussyhead.
How about in the car when Dad said, Can you see better? And I looked at him and I said, Ooh, dude, you need makeup.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's
I'd have
funny.
divorced her.
Yeah. You're lucky Dad came back for her.
And then I came home and I went right into my room. I plunked on my bed and I fell asleep for 6 hours.
That was after the second one. The
Yeah.
first one, you were out on the couch.
Yeah.
And I remember you were all loopy and dizzy, but you decided to sit crisscross applesauce on the couch and lean forward.
Yeah. And we're all like, "Don't do it.
Yeah.
You're going to fall."
And Dad's like, "I have to let my dog out." He's out there for an hour and a half.
You're lucky he came back in. She said he was ugly. She called him ugly. And then she
Yeah,
thought she was a bird.
colors were so vibrant after not being able to
The
see for so
drugs.
long.
Oh.
Right?
No,
It's
after not
acid.
being able to see for so long. And my eyes must have been bad before that because the reds were just, I mean, brilliant. All colors were so vibrant and brilliant. I was just mind blown.
It was that twilight sleep.
It was that
Tripping
twilight
balls.
sleep.
Yep.
She's like, "You see that rainbow?" "No, Mom."
Like, oh, you guys
Elvis.
haven't watched that series Ghost. One of the ghosts, she's a 60s hippie and she died while on acid. She went to hug a bear and
Probably how I'll go
Sounds
out.
like the dumbest
Not the
show
acid,
ever.
but I'll go out.
now
hugging
when
a
you
bear.
walk, like if she walks through your human body, you get high. Her name is Flower. She used to live in a hippie commune.
Sounds like you need acid to watch the show.
Yeah, kind of.
No, it's freaking hysterical.
But also, like,
I
that's
love
how I'm
Thor.
gonna die. Minus the acid, I'm gonna die hugging a bear.
I love Thor. He's a Viking. So he talks about like her husband, the shopkeeper, you know, the innkeeper, her husband was late for something. She's like, he goes, rip his head off, you know, and that's my kind of person. That would be me if I were a ghost. I think I'd be a good Viking. I like violence.
You want to be on the wooden Viking boats?
You don't go
She
near
just-
water. You don't
Well,
go near
if I
swimming
were a
pools.
Viking, I'd be a badass.
There's
I
no
wouldn't worry about water.
electricity. No.
You don't have Facebook.
Don't Facebook.
You don't go near pools. But she's gonna be on the ship going, I'm the captain.
Yeah, I'm surprised she has a bathtub.
Yeah,
But it has to be on land.
I'd be out
30
there.
feet away from the water.
I'd be out there. I'd be like, "Has anyone got a phone charger?"
She's so
See, that's
scared of
what
water,
makes
she
me
has a
so
booby in the
mad.
bathtub.
That's what makes me so mad. I hate big bodies of water, but I see so many people's boats and I go, oh, I want one of them.
She would buy it and never
She
touch
wants
it.
to look. She wants to stand on land and look at it.
Yes, in my driveway and
She
say,
wants to be like on Friends when
get
they
a
have
pop-up
the
camper.
boat in the driveway in the parking lot.
"Ar matey, I'm the
Is it on
captain of this
Friends?
ship."
Which one?
Yeah. Isn't it Joey who
Oh,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
won that boat or whatever?
Mhm.
She just
Yeah.
parks it in the garage. We come over and she's just sitting in it.
And then Rachel was teaching him how to like
I'm on the water.
drive the
Sail.
boat and
Mhm.
do all this stuff. And he's like, "You're not nice anymore."
Driving a boat is scary.
Yeah.
So scary.
Uh-huh.
There's
I
nothing
drove a
to
boat
hit.
for the first time. Boats, children.
Not really.
My-
Well,
well-
You just got scared of boats that were thousands of miles away. You saw this speck come towards
It's
you. It's
like
like, which way do I go?
It's Lake Geneva. It's not that big.
well, I drove a speedboat once. That's scary because you're just like you're gone. You just go.
Mm-hmm.
You were driving a boat recently.
I know. I'm
That's
scared.
what we're talking about.
I also one reason I was
I think
so
Flower
scared.
walked through me because I didn't hear that part of the conversation. I got flowered.
Oh,
I'm putting my meat in the snow and she got floured. All on air here, guys. You only hear it here.
You heard it here first,
Yeah.
folks.
Yeah, what are you smoking over there?
Flower.
Flower. Oh, that is cool.
They run separately.
this is a portable battery pack.
Oh,
no,
nice.
this one is.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, but did yours make phone calls? Mine did.
We're talking about his vape. He's got this 2-piece vape. It's got a built-in battery pack.
Yeah, except we got scammed on it because after September 1st, you can't buy it. Because
No,
the whole
you
point is
just
you keep,
stock up on
you
these.
keep
Yeah.
this forever. And
Yeah.
you just
Yeah.
buy
You
these.
just get a bunch of them
forever.
before September 1st when they outlaw vapes.
I don't know.
A
Sounds like
paddle boat sounds even scarier, honestly.
Christy says, I don't even trust myself in a paddle boat.
I'm just looking at the
No.
fact that she's now jumped back to number one.
Oh,
Good job working
good
your way
job.
through
Yay,
the ranks.
Christy,
Hard work
keep her
pays
going.
off.
Way uptown.
Now she's back in the purple zone. It's purple on my phone, but
Yeah, it's purple on my
It's blue on mine, on my laptop. She was in the white before. That was scary. I was afraid for you, Christy. You're falling.
Fall into the bottom of the bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Other than eye surgeries, that's what's going to suck is because my eye surgery is going to be somewhere between September 8th and the 22nd
So
Right
after
when
you
you're
start
doing
school?
school.
when I'm doing school. So
Good
I'm
thing
going to
you
be like
recover fast.
one-eyeing it, and it's not even my dominant eye.
Good thing you recover fast.
Yeah.
No excuses.
no
Yep.
excuses.
Excuses are for losers.
Excuses are like buttholes. Nobody wants to hear it.
What does that say?
Ayo, number one.
In stereo.
Had to give the full effect.
Yes.
I'm
I love how we both did the voice too.
Mhm. Is that what we think she sounds like?
No, I'm just saying it in my voice.
I was thinking about you because it was funny watching you drive a boat and be scared of a boat that was very, very, very far away.
But
it
it's like
had a child on the back. What I don't know what that's called. Water skiing.
Yeah.
oh,
And he's like, "Which way do I turn?" I go, "Right."
Well, and
from the
then
child.
in about
Away.
in about 10 minutes, you're gonna make a right hand turn.
no,
when it gets
he was
close.
no help. He was sitting on the front of the boat getting a little tan.
Like you need it.
Why don't you? Oh, no, Mason, go right by to make a sharp left turn. Take the kid out.
Bye, loser.
That's
do I
not
turn?
even
It
funny.
depends on what
Somebody
your intentions
did
are.
that
Yeah.
in Muskego.
Well, the thing is when they fall, like when you're water skiing, the kid falls because you do
well,
not
they
see
were
them.
in Muskego. They were
They were
on the
fishing.
boat. Yeah, they were
Yeah.
on the boat and they hit the boat.
I don't know how. I don't know how I'm not afraid of them. I don't drive it that much because I was banned from driving boats because
I drove it more than you
I
did.
keep hitting when I drive them. I keep hitting the little propeller underneath them on like rocks and stuff. So also
Oh.
you hear clunk 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 clunk,
Oh.
and it just tears the whole thing
If I
off.
did that, I would have
that was
jumped
my-
off of that.
that was my
boat.
first time I did it. I like backed
I'd
out.
put my neck on the propeller.
It just went.
What?
Or the
Speed it up. She got flowered again.
yeah.
Damn.
the other thing is like when I was a kid, there was like my grandparents used to have a boat, and I fell off the tube, went underwater, and I looked up, and the boat went. right over me.
Christy said, just turn away from the child.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know if you're supposed to go on like the left side or the right side
Yeah, what
of
the
the
driving
boat.
like rules are.
Yeah,
on the water.
I've never.
And he-
That's my second time.
People
a
in
boat.
Walmart can't even figure that out walking down the aisles with their shopping carts.
And he
Mom's one of them.
Shut the hell
She'll
up.
park her cart sideways with her purse and gun, sitting in it, and go look at the pasta.
I gotta look at the pasta. I'm still trying to find mastacholi noodles, which I cannot find.
You can't. You have to buy.
I can
noodles.
find penne noodles, but what am I gonna do with that?
Same thing. you do with
Literally
macaroni
the same
noodles.
thing.
It tastes exactly the same,
They look the
except
same.
they don't go flat like the mastacholi noodles do.
I've always used penne
Yeah,
noodles for
I use
mastacholi.
penne more than I use mastacholi noodles. Penne noodles are way better, and the sauce sticks one better.
Well, I mean, I've got some penne noodles up in my
She's
pantry.
throwing a fit about it, but she has
Well,
stopped.
I had to settle. I don't like settling.
You didn't settle because you didn't make them. You just bought 'em.
I know I can't bring myself
It's
to make
just
'em.
it's just so that every time she opens the pantry, she gets angry at him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's your fault.
So how were my meatballs tonight? Did they
Great.
pass?
They were great.
They're good.
I remember my grandson Dakota. He was 2 years old, and I was making meatballs all day long, making meatballs because I got a huge family, and he's walking around with a meatball in each hand, just walking around the house, taking a bite out of each one at a time. And you try to take it away from him, and he would bite you. That
Thought
boy
your-
loved my
thought your hand
meatballs.
was a meatball.
What does that say?
As a white non-Italian woman, we do not care about the shape of the noodles. Just give us the Italian goods.
You know what I can't stomach is those spiral noodles. I have a texture thing, and spiral noodles just make me
They all
gag.
taste the same to me.
Taste, I don't care about taste. I
Like
can't
texture-wise,
can't
they
put it
also
in my
do the
mouth.
same.
Same with those wagon wheel noodles for
Those
like,
are weird.
That's-
for like macaroni and
Those are
cheese
just
wagon
weird.
wheels.
I don't like
That
that.
one's
No,
gross.
I can't do that.
It reminds me of those like when you were a kid at the store. I'm guessing they still have them, but like the characters, like the mac and
Macaroni
cheese
and cheese,
characters.
Yep.
I used
Because
to get
those were
SpongeBob.
terrible
Yeah,
because
and they never cook right.
the,
They
yeah,
would
the
fall
mi-
apart. So
in the
it's like-
middle of them was always like weirdly chewy
Yeah.
because it didn't cook well, like
Yeah,
evenly.
like the ends are falling apart.
Yeah,
but the
it
middle
was.
like,
It's what it reminds me of, those wagon wheels.
And Christy, Italians are white by law. You know, when
By
you
law.
have that
by law.
by that
Legally.
that
We
that,
check
that
the
thing,
white
you know,
box.
we have to check the white box because if you put other, they want to know what else you are, and they don't accept Italian or Sicilian or.
She says this, and she argued with me while you're gone that this is real wood.
There's wood inside that. It's laminate over it.
It's pressed wood.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like
what do
your
you
head.
think it's made out of? Ramen noodle?
Noodles.
Have you seen those
Noodles.
Have you seen those TikToks of people fixing
That
stuff
never
with
works.
ramen
People
noodles?
fix
Get
their
the-
they fix
toilet
their
with
Get the
toilet
toilet
with
fucking
ramen
sawzall. I'm
noodles.
cutting his desk open so I can show him that it's wood.
No, because
It's
we're
no,
ruining it. I'm
it's all-
taking it to my house.
Where you gonna put it?
All of
Where
our
my-
all of
where
our
my janky desk
microphones are
is.
going to go off.
What?
Where my janky desk is.
Oh.
Yours is wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's old.
Yours is wood.
Oh, so because this one's black, it's not real wood.
Are we being
Mhm.
are we being
Oh,
racist against wood colors?
It's because it's black, right?
Yeah.
Are we wood shaming?
yeah.
They deserve all the love as a white desk.
That's right.
Yours is in white. There's is oak.
Mine's
Oh, it's
brown.
blonde.
Mine's brown.
Ooh, you got blonde privilege.
Mhm.
Mine's brown.
Yeah, hers is brown.
Mine's brown. Doesn't match anything
Very
else in my
light
house.
brown.
It's a very,
Yeah,
very,
very,
light
very
brown.
Not as
pale.
light as the.
Some would call it blonde.
No, it's not blonde.
No, because you're
No.
all the other stuff in your room is a darker oak than
I have-
it is.
I hate wood color.
I'm-
Anything wood
Yeah.
color.
do.
I always have the
If I
intention,
see
like,
wood,
bring
I
it-
like to. I want it black
Oh,
immediately.
I like it dark stained, not like brown or light.
That's why I decorate.
Well, I
want,
like
like,
the
the-
gray stain. That's cool.
Yeah.
I like the
Gray is
dark
nice.
brown, like really dark brown, where it's borderline black.
My kitchen cabinets, they look janky.
I
Not
wanted.
that
tiny.
one.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that's the color I would do,
But not-
just not,
Not
that
gloss.
painted
painted.
with
Yeah,
latex paint.
yeah.
When we were reciting my house, I wanted it to be dark gray with black trim.
Mhm.
Millennial gray.
My aluminum I mean, not aluminum windows. What the hell am I thinking? Vinyl windows. I wanted them black.
Mhm.
I like black vinyl windows.
Dad
It's
said
only-
no.
Dad threw a.
It's only when
fit
all
on
the
boat.
houses, like a lot of new houses by my parents, are black siding, black roof, black doors, black
Or they
windows.
do
It's all
Yeah.
dark
black.
gray siding, black roof,
Yes.
black
yes.
trim.
See, I knew which way to go with it, but no, I get this.
And everybody makes fun of it.
The gray
Why?
would be
The
okay.
black and gray.
When the whole
Whenever
Well,
house.
my
you're-
house is a sage green with
Your house
Um,
wouldn't look
herringbone trim.
black and gray, I don't think.
I think it would look
I
better
think it
than
would
it does
kind.
now.
I think it would kind of look the same.
I mean, all the neighbors were, as we were doing it, went by and were talking about how good it
Because even
looks.
the green is.
But they're yuppies.
the green
so.
isn't very close to gray, but like you can look at the house and you can imagine it gray.
Yeah.
I mean,
Which
it's
house?
not yours
Okay.
because like the
I think it would
the
work.
siding on it isn't like very close to gray, but like it's dark enough where you could kind of just imagine
It's
it
like
be
gray
gray.
with a green undertone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's green with a gray.
Well, it's
undertone.
actually
That's one, yeah.
it's called sage.
Um, when they first picked it out, they actually were
Almost got divorced over it.
yeah, because they both said that the house it was gray.
Mhm.
But I was
we were
downstairs-
outside in 100-degree weather. I had
Fighting.
sun
This
eyes.
fight lasted for 6 months.
Yeah.
Actually, this is the first time I've ever heard Mom say it's green.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Well, it's 'cause-
sage.
Sage is green.
I don't care what you rubbed on it. It is
Yeah.
green.
Well, it's because Mom pulled me and you outside. She's like, "This is gray, right?" And we're like, "It's green."
I think it is.
it's green.
I think what I've noticed is when it's like when we're pulling in the driveway and the sun is beating right on the front of the house,
Yeah.
it's green.
yeah.
You're also
But like
colorblind.
today, when we were pulling in today and it was like the sun wasn't directly on the house, it looked gray.
Ha ha.
You're
Very
both
nice.
colorblind. So
Yeah.
Because I originally, because the first time,
What color is the shirt you're wearing right now?
I don't know, you're fooling me.
That was a trick question.
Because the first time I came here, I thought the house was gray.
What color is Mason's shirt?
Gray.
Okay. If you would have said green, I would
What
have
color is that chair?
See, but that's kind of the same way.
Yes. It's a
'Cause right
greenish
now-
gray.
Because right now we're in the studio and there's a chair sitting behind
Studio.
us. Or the
Yes, it's
office.
my studio.
Yeah, and there's the lights on it, so it looks green.
Mhm.
Chrissy
But
said,
if it was
I
just
don't
the,
care what you rubbed on it, and now I have to pee.
it's green, but then like if the sunlight's just coming through the windows, it looks gray.
You should see it when I take it.
Smoking?
Sage.
Right now, look right here. Look right here at the front of the ottoman. It's green.
It's great.
It's green.
This is gray.
No.
Grayer than your grandma.
She has white hair. Not
The
gray.
other one.
Now you take that couch out into the living room where
Let's
the
go pick it
gray
up and
couch, you take it out where the gray couch is that was supposedly the set, and the dialot is so off that looks green and that looks gray. And they were bought as a set.
Mm-hmm.
They're different colors.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they came in.
Well,
like-
they're bought as a set, but
I
at
was just
different
saying
times.
you
No.
had no.
Yeah, you didn't.
Well,
buy
no,
them.
It was
No,
just-
we
went-
bought
it was
them
one
together.
receipt. Bought it all
Oh.
together.
Yeah, but that was during the fiasco where they came in different colors.
Yeah, Trevor Gray my ass.
That looks like Trevor.
I actually
Yeah.
like the green.
If I had to name it, I'd call it Trevor.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
rather have
I'd
it
actually
all
rather
that
have
color.
it be that color. I like the green.
But also, I don't hate the color outside on the couch out there.
Yeah, that's a silvery gray.
Yeah. I do like this
Oh,
one though
the
because this one
matching.
does have more like natural tones to it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I haven't looked close enough at it's matching. But I only seen the one that's
Who's
got
Trevor?
the retractable legs.
Who's Trevor?
The Grinch.
That's what the color was called. That's what the color was called when I purchased the set of furniture.
The Grinch.
It's a really huge Trevor Gray couch, and it's supposed to be a way oversized Trevor Gray
Sages are
chair
with us
and
now.
ottoman.
We've been flowered. Now I gotta pee.
I'm sweating.
Whew. We need the booze here too.
Trevor, Sage, Flower.
We need the booze.
We need
We just got
full
a full
house
studio
here.
today,
we
guys.
need more microphones.
Move over, make room
Yeah.
for poo.
We charge for mic time here.
Oh man, I need a nap.
Oh Lord Almighty!
Keep your flower away from me.
Poof.
Mason and I just started geeking out about the Grinch.
She got stuck on stupid and she was stuttering.
green. Oh man, here it comes again.
Anyway.
Shirts that say flower power. Oh no, I'm sweating.
Sounds like a lesbian thing.
It's a hippie thing, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Could be both.
Same difference.
Yeah. None of them
Same
shave. They all got hairy pits.
Did you say pits or
Yes.
okay?
All of it.
Yeah.
Everything you can imagine has hair.
Oh Lord,
I haven't seen a lesbian with hairy nips though. That's
how
a
many
drag
have you
queen.
seen?
Yeah.
I've been through Milwaukee. There's quite a few.
Topless.
Milwaukee.
Yeah, there's areas you can probably get that.
Not by
River
us.
West would be one of them.
Yeah. That's why you
I
stay
think
on
I've
the
driven
other side
through-
of the river.
I think I've
Yep.
driven through River West a handful of times and I've had the pleasure of someone walking in front of my car at a crosswalk with no top
Milwaukee
on.
has the lovely deal where like drug dealers and prostitutes,
Mhm.
Yeah.
if they go on that side of the river,
Yep.
they're not touched.
I learned
Yeah.
this. I learned
That's
this.
to keep them out of our side, like the downtown.
I learned this in school because my consultant, not professor, was the sheriff for Milwaukee,
Yeah.
and he explained that the governor had a thing where like down like the Milwaukee
Was
River.
that Sheriff Clark?
No, it was
No,
before him.
Before
Oh.
him. He was like the sheriff. He's like in his 80s now. He
Yeah.
was a while
Oh.
ago. But he was the sheriff when Jeffrey Dahmer was arrested. He was in his apartment.
Oh, I think Sheriff Clark went to Texas.
Because I did that whole
Mhm.
because when he told us that in class, I spent his whole office hours asking if he still has nightmares about it.
Yeah.
And then but he said the deal at the time was like the river, like downtown is like the business district
East
where
side
like
Yeah.
of the river.
Chase Bank, BMO Harris,
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
those big names. And I guess like they were talking about how like downtown the police officers have like horses and like the businesses pay for that because
Yeah.
they want that. And like I guess there
Dumbest
was
thing ever.
yeah, but they were talking about how like
There's poop
a
everywhere.
lot of homeless were down there because like when you go to downtown Milwaukee, you don't see any homeless people. No
Not
one,
a homeless
none.
person.
Mm.
There's no garbage, nothing. And he was like, that's because these big like corporate companies were like, we don't want homeless people on our doorstep.
Yeah.
So they cut a deal of like, if you're on this side of the river, like River West or even Walker's Point, and we won't arrest you.
No,
Yeah.
But
you
in-
will get arrested if you're in River West or no.
No.
I lied.
Yeah.
Continue.
Just sit there and look pretty.
Yeah. So if you're like in River West or Walker's Point or any of those, or like by Marquette, you're fine. But if you
Yeah.
enter the cities when there's a problem, because like all
Don't
the people,
cross the river.
all the people
Yeah.
who are coming downtown and like businesses and like even like when the president was down there like that, they want the downtown to look pretty because you're
Yeah.
never going to cross the river.
Well, also that side of the river is the tourist area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're never going to like
Yeah, I
cross.
don't want to scare
like
them off.
like the
Yeah.
president was just there when he was doing his election. He's never going to cross the river into
Yeah,
River West. He's going to be downtown at like
Yeah.
the Fisker Hotel and then leave.
Yep.
Where was he last time?
I think it was the Fisker Hotel. I think
Or-
downtown was shut down when he
Pfizer,
came.
wasn't it? Over by Pfizer.
Who knows?
He was
downtown
he
Milwaukee.
was when he was
Yeah.
there. No citizen could go downtown at
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
It was, I think we had three. You had to go through 3 levels of checkpoints
Mm.
going into. So they released a map and it was like yellow zone, red zone, and it was like when you entered green zone to yellow, you had like a checkpoint,
Yeah.
and then when you
Mhm.
wanted to red, it was like step out of your car. We're looking through your entire car.
Searching you.
Go in because you could
Yeah,
still go.
research.
You could still go downtown, but
Yeah.
like it was like very much. They said it was like only if you're, a government official, anybody who like works down there.
You have to
Yeah.
be important to go.
You have to
down.
be
Yeah.
employed down there. So like your employer's down there. Like our friend Bryce worked down there, so he had to go through it.
Yeah.
But like, but everyone else who like had no business of being down there, like I don't work downtown.
Yeah.
So I couldn't go through. They
Yeah.
were like, no. And you had to have
Which
like a
is stupid
special.
because like
You had to have,
Bryce
like,
works at a restaurant bar. So if they're only letting employees through, who are these people going to
Yeah.
serve?
well, that's
Or
what.
how the customers
Well,
get
all
there.
the people that I don't know because it was still packed. Down
People
there.
got down there before the checkpoints
Yeah.
got up.
But then it was
Yeah.
like you had to have these placards going through. Like he had a placard on the windshield of his car
Yeah.
that showed like it was like a City of Milwaukee employee placard,
Yeah.
so that they just knew that he's allowed in.
Yeah, because I know like
'Cause,
they
like,
were
the
giving
employers
away
had to get
tickets
'em.
for the
Yeah,
For
and then
going to
and they
see
had
whatever.
huge like makeshift walls and fences
Yeah.
all around.
Yeah, I know.
You
There
couldn't
was
you couldn't even walk on the
blocks.
sidewalk down there. You couldn't
And
couldn't
they-
get down there.
Well, the protesters got there before the government got in.
But then we got to. It was so crazy. I would. At one point, I got to So like we saw the Secret Service stuff like that.
Yeah.
But at one point we were at work and one of the Secret Service people was there.
Mhm.
I got to talk to a Secret Service guy. I felt so
Yeah.
important.
When are you guys going to Mar-a-Lago? Is that still on?
Oh, that was supposed to be September, but
I-
we're already going on vacation in September, and it's not there.
No,
I guess I'll have to take your ticket.
August and October is when we're on vacations.
Well, the end of August.
But I
into
also think I
September.
might have burnt that bridge. But
Yeah, we'll see. Probably not, but no, I don't know yet because we for sure have a trip at the end of August into the first week of September, and then we leave October.
we're gone for a week in August.
You
and a
can't
week
blow
in October.
Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah, I don't know if I get
Yeah.
that many. I only get 22 days of vacation.
Wait, that's in Florida.
I know, but I only get my 22 days restarts in January. I have to burn 22 days before then,
Oh wait,
or let them roll over.
But we can't move either of those trips.
No,
Were you guys flowered? I need you to go to Mar-a-Lago.
Why?
It's important to me.
she could get on. an
I'm
airplane,
living
but-
vicariously through my son
She could get on an airplane
and my
but-
bonus son.
Yeah, she literally could just come with us.
Yeah, she could literally
Oh,
get
I'll
on an
take
Well,
her.
airplane.
I'll
and
go.
From what I hear, you won't step on an airplane.
I'll go on an airplane.
When did that change?
Yeah.
When you brought up Mar-a-Lago.
Oh, okay.
You want to go to New Orleans? We'll get you another ticket.
No, New
I'll go
Orleans
to
is
New Orleans.
ratchet.
I'll
Yeah.
go there just because I want to go there.
You want a gun pulled on you?
I
First
mean,
night we were there, we had a gun
First
pulled on
night
us.
I
if
was
if
there.
it was the way it was portrayed in Vampire Diaries, yeah, I'd
Well,
go to
when we-
New
What
Orleans.
area is that called?
French Quarter.
That's where we
That's
were.
where our boss's house is. So
I know.
This
But if it
time-
was the way they portrayed it.
Last time was very much like
they don't show the crack.
We
heads
were-
out there.
Yeah.
the last time we went. I
Sure,
went
crackheads.
there. I went there once before our last trip
Methadone
down there,
diaries.
and it was after the hurricane.
Yeah.
It was very much. We did a lot of like restaurants, nightclubs, touristy stuff.
But you had a gun pulled on you.
Yeah, that was on night one.
Mhm.
I almost booked a ticket to go home, and
But
then
then we continued to party for 9 more days.
Yeah.
and then now this time I think we're gonna do a lot of like the cemeteries and
Like,
Well, then I'm coming.
Architectural
Then I'm coming.
Yeah.
and like sightseeing.
because the only
It's-
thing we like went to go
They
see
have any 5-star hotels there?
the Ritz
No.
Carlton.
No. Oh, once you go, what
I ain't
street is
staying
that?
in no Roach Coach Inn
What street is that?
I have no idea. It's downtown.
where you got to sleep with duct tape over your every orifice of
Pee-pee?
your body
'Cause
so
I-
that the roaches don't crawl.
But like the only thing
Ooh,
the
nice.
only thing we did down there that was like ghostly was seeing the La Mirande mansion.
No, her name is La Maria or
La
something.
Mir-
like.
I thought it was La Mirande.
Look it
No.
up.
Well, when are we
When in
leaving?
doubt, pull it out
Uh,
and look.
that's why she has 8 kids.
Never doubt
No, if that were my theory, I wouldn't have any kids.
There's no doubt in her life.
Keep it clean.
No,
That's clean.
this time we want to do the cemeteries. I've done the cemeteries before.
What is
It's really Mhm.
What's the city called?
New Orleans.
New
Yeah.
Orleans.
It was
You got flowered again.
I did the first time I went, I did like the whole like ghost tour of the cemetery, the abandoned hospital and jail that everyone died in during Hurricane. I was there like shortly after, but like all that and did like all of those like spirit things.
Mhm.
It was very
Oh.
interesting.
Madame Lalaurie.
Yeah.
Lalaurie.
I also
Lori.
bought a voodoo doll.
Mm.
Still have it.
Yeah.
You bought what?
I bought a voodoo doll.
You brought me home a.
Trump.
Yeah,
Trump
photo.
voodoo
yours
doll.
is a yeah.
So you know what? Instead of sticking pins in him, I give him a kiss on the forehead every morning.
He's going, what is
Well,
going on?
we were down there.
That's what I'm saying.
Why do I have lipstick on my
Flowered.
forehead?
So mine was like the one I have was like being made and sold in like some weird back way alleyway. And Mason, I found someone doing that, and I was extremely close to buying it. Like
Mm.
money was exiting my wallet to buy it.
Yep.
Because that was what
Then
my
the voodoo devil
no,
put
that
back
was
in.
my plan on coming back with.
Yep.
And then Mason was like, Mom's gonna be really mad if you bring her that.
Because he wanted to buy it and sneak it in here and
Oh.
see how
Mhm.
long it takes for her.
Because
to
it was after
realize.
my flower on the
Clown
broken
thing.
clown.
Yeah.
And I was like,
which was after the demon box.
and I
she
was
gave
like,
you.
I'm going to buy it because it was like
Where is that box, by the way?
it's made its
His brother
it's
has
moved
been
in.
sending it around the world.
episode?
It's everywhere.
Kinda.
It's moved everywhere. It's still currently being
The
used.
box that you and I created has more miles on it than that person whose name I can't mention on this podcast.
But we
There's
did.
many names, but
It was like
It's missing.
we went to look at it, and it was like this old lady like hand making them, and they were so freaky looking. And she
Uh-huh.
put them in like these cedar boxes with like little glass tops on them,
Mhm.
so you can't take like you're not
Yeah.
supposed to take them out.
Yeah.
And I sat there. We were partying a lot, so I probably was a little inebriated, but I was like, "Oh, I'm buying that," and I was like, "I don't care how much
Hide
it
it in your mom's
costs
house.
at all." I was gonna put it in her because at the time, I think it was.
He was so mad at me over that demon
In the
box. He
corner-
wanted to get me.
I think
yeah.
it was the corner of her office. She had the dolls like
Yeah.
lined up over here,
Yep.
Mhm.
and I was gonna just place it in
Mhm.
between them and
Yep.
just wait for how long it took because it was creepy looking.
Wait, what trip are you guys going into in October?
Florida.
And when? Are we doing Annabelle still?
That's later. We go in
It's
the middle
end
of
of
October.
October.
End of
Oh, okay.
October.
You scared me. I was like,
You're going to be
super
gone for
AJ.
trick or treat.
Yeah, I know.
You suck.
I know.
We have to. Yeah. I mean, we may fly back early.
AJ's graduation is on the 31st.
Yes, on the 31st.
There's no way
We
we're
have
making
to
it
go down
back
there.
from Florida.
Unless
that
we
day.
You
just hop on
know,
a flight.
I have to fight my demons every single day because when you brought up going to New Orleans, the first thing that popped into my head was to get a voodoo doll for that same person whose name shall remain nameless.
Yolanda.
But I have to remember I want to get into heaven, not hell.
Oh, when I go down this time,
wanted
I
to
will
get
be
one-
coming back with
I
one.
wanted to get one of the, because like they have whole like voodoo shops down there,
Mhm.
which that's New Orleans.
yeah, well, duh.
Voodoo capital.
But
My biggest
When,
When
like-
the Bible does start unfolding before our very eyes, New Orleans will probably be the first to go.
My biggest regret
been
was not
wiped out 9
grabbing
times
was
with
picking that
hurricanes.
one instead of the one outside.
Oh,
instead
the
of
top one.
the one.
She's like, where?
Yeah.
Where?
You
got
mother-
me.
Surprise! No, my biggest. As soon as we got back, I was like, I shouldn't have gotten the Trump one. I would have bought that one and bought one of
Yeah.
the actual.
I
ones.
was considering getting one of those. They have like good luck ones.
Yeah.
But I was like, this seems like it's a fine line.
I just
that
was
might be
giggling.
crossing.
Yeah.
I was just giggling about it because it was in a cedar box, which I knew you would never open it. But then I knew you would probably never move it
Yeah.
from wherever I placed it. So then I just started giggling because I'm like, it'll
Put
just
it
sit in the same spot.
Yeah.
Like we'll come over and there's a broom pushing it across the floor.
Yeah. Or just sweet marks around it.
A salt circle.
Yeah.
That will be. Do not be surprised when we come back and do an episode that there
You're
isn't
getting
one that
frisked
comes
at the
back.
door, my friend. You're getting wanded.
Yeah.
Wanda.
Oh, I'll get it in somehow.
It's gonna keep straight.
Anybody still with us out there?
We
Yeah,
can
it says
climb in
there's
that
4.
window from the woodshed.
There you go.
See, find a way.
I've done it before.
Take me with and I'll help you get it in. There you go.
Well, we leave August 27th,
For what?
New Orleans, and we come back
This-
September 2nd.
First.
First.
I didn't
No
take
fair.
the second off of work.
No time to save up for that trip. You guys suck.
Yeah, no, these were very impromptu trips.
Yeah, both were made very last minute.
Very last minute.
Christy says she's still here.
Oh, that's
There's 4
good.
people still here.
Yep,
was-
that's what it says.
It was a very last minute planned
Where'd Desi go?
excursion.
Probably to bed because she's an old lady.
Yeah, that's what happens when you couple up and buy a house.
No, that hoe was up at like 1 o'clock in the morning the other day. something.
I'm up until like 1 usually now,
I don't start sitting down till like 4 in the morning.
and then I fall asleep at my
Oh
desk.
my god! Ever since Dad's whole heart surgery and shit. What?
And I'm still number 1 in case nobody noticed.
He wants to go to bed at 8 o'clock at night, and I lay there staring at the walls, going, "Oh Lord, when is September 2nd?"
He's out there right now watching poker on his phone.
Poker
at
gambling.
that.
And
poker?
Vinny
Yes.
lost his mind, and he was like, "Shut up! I don't even want to hear it." When we were talking last week, last weekend, and I said, "Dad doesn't know how to have fun. He doesn't. I don't think Dad has ever had fun a day in his life."
Because all he's ever known is work, work, work.
Yeah.
He never cared about fun.
No.
I was just talking about Vinny today because that is a man that doesn't get any sleep at all.
No.
He has a weird brain.
He I think when I was talking to him about it, he goes to bed at like, I think he said sometimes like 1 and he'll be up by 4. It's just
And-
like his body
regardless,
forces
like,
him up.
Yeah, he hasn't set an alarm clock in years.
Well, even at the hospital, he was in
Yeah.
the parking lot by like
4:45.
Oh, he said 4:15 some
Yeah,
days,
yeah,
and he just
4:15,
circle
yeah.
around.
Yep.
And I'm like, I haven't even like, I probably got up and used the bathroom.
Yeah,
4:15. I'm not even asleep yet.
yeah, me neither.
which
Well, that's
I
the
have
way
to
it
fix
used to
that
be
so
before-
much.
Yeah.
I had to move Dad in.
Yeah, but with school starting, we gotta fix our sleep schedules
Yeah.
because we don't know what your classes are gonna look like yet. You might have mandatory meeting hours.
No,
You don't know yet. You don't have classes yet. We're
they
getting.
said I never have to do any, of that where you go online and you're what do
For
they
an
call
hour
that?
from noon to
You
1.
at Brian Stratton?
Not
Yes,
for
you
Yes, you
mine,
do.
not for my program.
That's what they told me too. When it all
It
depends,
depends on what
They
classes.
said the only thing that I'll ever have to do is go on one of those board things where
Yeah,
you
discussion boards.
discussion boards, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Well, they told me and Haley, like, oh no, there isn't like a mandatory check-in, blah blah blah. And then we signed up for our classes, and I think it was like 6 weeks in, they're like, oh, you have to check in at this class at this time every day. And I said, F you, I'm not.
Yeah.
I can't.
It depends on what classes you can get. If you register early enough before the next semester starts, like right when registration opens up,
Mhm.
you can get the good classes where there's no meeting times.
Yep.
Yeah.
But once you start getting closer, those start getting taken up, and then it's like you have to check into this class every Monday from 1:30 to 3:30.
Yeah, because there's some of the classes like we had, and it was like a burner class. Like I don't even remember what it was. It was a stupid, pointless class. But you had to be on when the instructor was on doing their discussion board because you had to interact with their discussion board for a certain period of time,
hmm
Never.
and
And
everything
then-
was time stamped.
But Brian Stratton also tells you that, like, I mean, I can't poo-poo on them too much because that's where I want to be going.
Mm-hmm.
But they say, like, oh, you don't even have to check in every day.
Yep.
If you don't turn on that computer and get something done every single day, you're gonna fail.
Yep, because you have to do discussion board.
Like 3 days a week,
You have to do one day where you make your own discussion board.
the main post.
And then you have to have 3 days after that where you interact with somebody else's discussion board. Plus, you have to have like 3 or 4
Yeah,
interactions
that's
on your
discussion
board.
boards. That's discussion boards. I can do that. If they say I have to go on one of those group things, I've got my camera thing right there. It's got tape over it.
They have to. If you have to go on a camera, they have to be able to see you.
They ain't gonna be happy because I have a face for radio.
They're not there to judge what you look like. They're there.
I had to do a speech class where every week my assignment was that I had to record myself giving a presentation.
Mhm.
And actually, I got points taken off because you're supposed to have. Mia just talked about this too.
Uh-huh.
You're supposed to have 7 like family members and friends sitting in front of you while you're doing it, so
Yep.
it's like you're speaking to an audience.
Yep.
Was you have
For-
to prove that you're doing that?
You're supposed to have them in camera sight, but I
Yeah.
told them my family died,
My family's dead.
so they took off points.
My speech class was easy because it was during COVID and it was online. And the thing was, you had to submit a recording of you doing the speech.
Yeah.
But you had to memorize it, which I was okay with because in my brain it was like, oh, I'm not doing it in front of people, so whatever.
Yeah.
I never memorized them. I just
Uh-huh.
paid my brother like $5 to stand behind with a
Uh-huh.
giant thing,
Cue
and I would just
cards.
read it. And I'd stand far enough back where you couldn't see my eyes going back and
Yeah.
forth on it.
To wear sunglasses.
Mine for medical coding and billing, I had to go on camera and record myself saying these medical terminology so they can make sure you're
Yeah.
pronouncing them correctly. So I'm in medical coding and billing. I'm not the freaking doctor. Why do I have to know this stuff?
You know that for this off topic, for my nursing pharmacology class I have to take,
Mhm.
you know that you have to pass that class with 100%, otherwise you fail the whole program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
You cannot get one thing wrong when it comes to the pharmacology.
I don't even know what classes I'm going to have to take yet.
It's oh,
I'm not looking forward to it.
It's always like
They said pharmacology is the hardest part of nursing school.
And my biggest thing I never liked was like the professors. Like I had classes where it was like you had to have 90% or above, and like to pass.
Yeah.
And it was an automatic fail if you were below it. And I had one professor who, I was just telling Mason about it. I had like an 89.9 in her class.
Yep.
And I was like, "Can you bump it?" No. And I was like, "Well, can you give me something extra to do to bump it?"
Yeah.
No. You.
If I do that for you, I have
She
to
goes,
do
"If I do
it
that for you, I do it for
everybody."
everyone." I didn't manifest it, but she did not make it to the end of the semester.
passed
She
away.
did pass away about 2 weeks after I yelled at her about
And
it.
he found out
Ooh.
that she graded one of his assignments wrong, and he had one answer right that was
Which
wrong.
was like,
So it could have bumped it
I
up.
couldn't
It did
really.
bump it up.
It did, but she was already gone.
And then-
so
yeah,
I
she
had
was
to
already dead.
fight the person that was.
Taking over her spot.
Well, I went up to her and I was like, "This is wrong," and she's like, "Oh, you put so much work." She goes, "I would have just bumped it up," and I'm like,
Yes, please.
Okay.
Bump away, bitch.
"I'm like, thank you."
And I want that extra point.
Yeah, she's like, "Well,
Now
don't."
I got a 91,
She's like,
right?
I was like, "Hey, you may not know this, but like, I forgot what the professor's name was." I was like, "She said I could do this for the 0.1 that I need,
0.01.
0.01," and
Yeah.
she was like, "Oh, that's weird. I would have just bumped it up for you." And
Yeah.
I'm like, "Okay, you see that?"
Yeah.
I felt so bad when after.
See,
that-
your ass would still be alive if you just bumped me.
Yeah.
Well,
Finish
I
it,
felt
lady.
I felt so bad because I felt like I put it out in the universe because I was so mad at her, and I was like, "Oh, I hope she gets hit by a bus." I don't know how she passed. I think she just passed in her sleep.
By a bus.
But no, if it was that, I would have lost my marbles. And
Yeah.
then like it was right after like finals was coming up, so I was like nervous about taking the final because if I like messed it up, I'd fall back down.
Mhm.
We didn't have to take it because she passed away.
Oh, jeez.
So it was like a
Blessing. In disguise.
yeah, but it was like they had to bring in like therapy dogs and do all the things that
Oh,
all the
God.
schools do to take
Yep.
care of that. And I was just like, she was probably a very nice woman. I didn't know her, so it's not like I need a golden retriever to come in and comfort me. But like I didn't have
This, America has gotten so soft.
Yeah, who's-
I mean, back in the 60s and 70s and even the 80s, we lived through some really turbulent shit. And nobody gave us a pacifier.
Yeah.
Nobody gave us comfort dogs or,
they-
counseling or anything like
and they
that.
all do that now. Schools do that. I know employers do that. 'Cause
Mhm.
I know for like my mom just had to do that for her employees. She had to have comfort dogs come in because of that one nurse's sister that had an issue at their hospital.
Yeah.
But she was like,
Is that a story we can talk about?
yeah, I mean, it was a nurse. I don't know their names, so it doesn't matter. But it was a nurse who was, I guess, there were two of them. It's her nurse, and then the nurse has a sister,
Yeah.
younger than her, and I guess she lives within area of the hospital. I guess she was in a domestic situation.
Yeah.
And she has a kid with the guy, and I guess one day it became like violent where the kid and the mom had to come to the hospital,
Oh.
and they walked into the ER lobby and like got away, walked into the ER lobby, was in the middle of getting taken care of, and the boyfriend walked in and killed them both in the
Oh,
lobby.
jeez.
And the
Yeah,
sister
that'd be-
and the sister who was the intake nurse was standing right next to her. So the nurse who was working, just watched her sister and nephew go,
Yeah.
had also got hit, but only in like the shoulder or
Yeah,
somewhere
like a
else.
minor injury.
But she had brought in like dogs, which I understand because that
Yeah,
would be
that's a
that'd be a little
pretty
nuts.
traumatic
That's a
situation.
good example of using it. I
Yeah.
don't see the part where I needed it, but
Yeah.
it was definitely like what was it? I think she got like, it was weird because it went backwards, and I know she was frustrated because her bosses were only giving the nurse like 3 days off,
Mhm.
and then
Oh,
she had to come back
jeez.
to work.
Yep.
And then oh no, I messed it up. The little kid made it.
Oh.
Also, it was just the mom.
Yeah.
But so she was like trying to figure out funeral preparations, blah 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 blah, and
Yeah.
then like
Trying to find where that.
yeah,
kid
and then the
lived
hospital was like, sorry for your loss, you have 3 days.
Yeah.
Then you need to be back here. And I guess she came in. I was like, I would have quit.
Yeah.
I would have just been like, no, I'm
Wait,
walking
file the
out.
lawsuit. Like,
Even though I haven't talked to my sister in 6 months, if I found out something happened to her, and I had a job where I had to punch a clock, and they told me I had 3 days, I'd tell them to kick rocks.
I was like, no amount of money would have made me be like, okay, see you in 72
Yeah.
hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, like, it was a while ago. I don't even remember when it was. But my friend was working at the salon across the street from Brookfield Square.
Yeah.
And her coworker was in a domestic violence
I remember
relationship.
that.
And he got mad at her for whatever reason. I think she was trying to leave, whatever the situation was. Well, he came in and shot up the whole salon.
Yep. That was all over the news.
Yep. They just transferred their hairstylist to another salon. They said, okay, go back to work. Like literally next day.
That's bull.
And my friend was like, no, I am not.
Yeah.
I am not. You know, like you don't care about, like I had bullets whizzing past my head at this point and I have to hide,
Yeah.
you know, behind a salon chair, which is not going to stop
Not
a
very
bullet.
bulletproof.
No.
No.
And watching, you know, her coworker get gunned down.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, well, this is a crime scene now, but you can go to our other location and work there. They lost so many people because they're like, no, we're not.
Yeah.
Like, that's horrible.
That's what happened over at their hospital is a lot of like secretaries and like who were in the lobbies waiting
Yep.
were just like, because everyone was given she was given 72 hours, but I guess everyone who witnessed it was given like 24.
Oh,
And everyone was just like, I'm not coming back then.
Yeah.
You can just fire me. I'm not going to walk back in, sit in the same chair at the front
Uh-huh.
desk.
You know what, the nurse?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
but my friend Sarah worked at a bank and somebody held up the bank. Like,
Yeah.
gunpoint, shooting, the whole nine. And work was like, okay, well, take like a couple days. Let us know when you're coming back.
Mhm.
Sarah's like, how about never?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm never coming back.
Do you remember that one Kmart that used to be on Highway 100 in
Yeah.
Burleigh? And you, me, Tony, Dad, and I think Jimmy was a baby at the time. We were in there shopping, and the next register over was being held up at gunpoint. And all of a sudden, everybody just hits the floor. I don't know if it was fight or flight or just I had a flower moment. But all I did was I continued pushing the cart through with Jimmy in it,
Mhm.
and I said, run.
Yeah.
And we got the hell out of there as fast as we could. But we went home, I made dinner, and carried on my life.
Yeah.
There were people all over the freaking floor.
Yeah. But I mean, you didn't see anybody.
The guys
actively
with
get
the
shot.
the guys with the guns were looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing?
Mm.
But I knew I had to get my kids out of there.
Yeah.
You know, 3 freaking kids. I wasn't playing.
Yeah.
See, the world was never really safe.
No.
No.
It was just not talked about as much.
Yeah.
I mean, my scary situation was when I lived in the apartments and I was rocking Delilah in the chair the one night, and in the hallway I heard this big like boom.
I was there.
Yep. And we're like, what was that? Like, it sounded like somebody's like heater exploded or something.
Yeah.
Like, it was just, and us being the dumb white people, like, we kind of looked out the peephole and we're like, okay, I don't see any flames or anything. We're good. Like, okay, go back to bed. And we took you home, went to McDonald's, and came home, and they were taking my neighbor out in a body bag.
Blew his brains out.
Blew his brains out in the living room, and the bullet hole.
But you guys had the same similar situation when you were living in the apartments in
That's
McGuanago.
what I was talking about.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
I
about.
thought you were talking about
The townhouse?
the townhouse
Oh.
in Waukesha
no,
where
that
your
was
neighbor.
just overdoses.
Yeah, they
overdosed.
overdosed like
Yeah,
right
that's
after we
right.
moved in. Like we
Death follows
But
us.
then tried playing it off as a seizure.
Yeah.
No, she played off her overdose as a seizure
Yeah.
and called 911 from Tanner's
Yeah.
phone. The guy, they went out on a bender because they got paid a deposit for a job and they decided to coke it up that day. And he had to get carried into the house and got carried back out in a body bag. And then we just moved in.
Yeah.
Like we were unpacking. We stayed up all night, like fixing stuff around the house and unpacking and doing all this stuff. And then it was like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and all of a sudden the sheriff's pounding on my door.
Mhm.
And just that notorious police knock, the bam, 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 bam. And we're like, oh my God. So we get up, we're scrambling, and you're still asleep, but you're running in circles, and you're like, what is this noise? And I open the door, and my eyes are going this way, and I'm like, what?
What do you want?
And they're like, do you know anything about, the situation, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I just moved in. You want to come see my boxes? Help me unpack.
Grab a box.
Can you help me carry this dresser?
Yeah,
No,
it's such a fear.
we had crime when I was a kid.
But there wasn't the media that made it.
Yeah, I don't
everybody-
understand that because my mom and her friend Judy, we were neighbors. They would take turns picking us kids up from school every day. Well, my mom thought it was Judy's turn. So I'm standing there on the corner by the playground at school, and it just so happens that there's a subway entrance right there. And I'm standing there and I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting. All of a sudden, I feel somebody come up behind me and grab. And now, mind you, I'm 6 years old. They came up behind me, grabbed me by my arm, and started dragging me into the subway entrance. And it was a guy. I looked up and I saw it was a guy. And the next thing I see out of the corner of my eye is cars going by. But this one particular car, a woman jumped out of the car and did the tuck and roll. And she came running up and drew a gun and had it pointed at us. And I was like, oh God, I'm going to die. I thought she was part of the crime scene,
Mom,
And
where
that-
are you?
Yeah, I'm like, mommy. But yeah, she got the guy, at gunpoint. The other guy that was driving the car pulled over, and they were cops. And the guy took the bad guy down, and the woman put me in the car. So I thought, oh great, now she's kidnapping me.
Now we're both finding out.
And they took me home, and my mom was like, oh my God, I thought it was Judy's turn. And Judy was like just bringing her kid home from school because she got a phone call because her kid waited in the school. So yeah, we had crime back then. That was 1969
Mhm.
in Inglewood, California.
But it wasn't like back then. You wouldn't like out here if you were living out
Yeah,
here.
out
You
here-
wouldn't know what was going on in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
That's what Vinny was saying. What is going to be the demise of this universe is that we have so much information at our fingertips that we shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Well, and it's a lot of fear mongering too.
Yeah.
Like literally right now, I can look up the crime statistics for Waukesha if I need to.
Yeah.
Like just
But you
do
can
I
look
need
out-
to?
even-
No.
you can look up where how many pedophiles are in, registered sex offenders are registered in Waukesha
Which
I mean,
County.
I'm not gonna lie.
that's
useful,
actually
but,
very
like,
useful to me.
But
I
if
like
you
to
have
keep
the
'em
right site,
far.
because like Mason and I used to look it up, but we would look up their cases, and we would we would judge like, okay, it was
hardcore judge.
this.
We hunted down one of their houses.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Hush
wanted
now.
to know what I was dealing with. Like, I
I-
want to know what vehicle you have.
Yep.
I want to know like how far away from my house you are.
Oh, I do that.
I want to know like what your wife
Oh
looks
no,
like.
we went to. his
I do
house.
that.
Yeah, we were staking.
I
out
do
his
that, and I
house.
don't even have children. I looked up like this address, my address. There's none around here, but like by my address, there,
Or is there?
there, not according to the website, but around
Haven't been
me,
caught yet, I guess.
around me,
Mom
there.
hasn't forwarded anybody yet.
Like, If they look up, if you look up like my address, there's 1,000 dots around me,
Yeah.
and
Oh
then
my
I just
God.
go one by one, and it's like there's one by me that's a couple blocks north of me, and it is a she who is now 23 years old,
uh-huh.
and I'm like, what did you do?
See, Mason and I would look it up because there's
That's what I used to say to my kids when they did something wrong.
Well, because it's
What
always
did
like
you
because
do?
it's not like stereotypical, but it's always like the 62-year-old white guy who comes up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, oh, okay, he was caught with something on his phone. All right.
Yeah.
But then I saw the one and it's like this Hispanic 23-year-old girl. And I'm
Uh-huh.
like,
well, that's
She
what
liked
Mason and
little
I would
boys.
I
look
was
it
like, what
up.
are you doing?
Yeah, because Mason and I would look it up because there was a lot of them on there that was like, a 18-year-old boy and he was with a 17-year-old girlfriend. Their parents
Yeah.
found out, pressed charges against him.
Well, they're
type
they're
thing.
very detailed on the website. You can
Yeah.
look right there, see what they were charged with.
Yeah,
what
and
car
that's
they
Mason
drive.
And I would like,
It's
like
very
okay, you're
detailed.
low priority on my list. You know,
Mhm.
like
Well,
you
that's
were
what I
just
gotta
whatever.
give Waukesha County credit for, is they will put it right out on
Uh-huh.
Facebook, on their Facebook page,
every time somebody
that
gets
statement.
we
released.
released this guy today.
He
Um,
was charged with this.
yep,
He has
and
these
with a
tattoos
picture of
and-
him.
Yep. Yeah, these markings.
In the
and-
dots on the website are color coded by
Yeah.
what
Severity,
severity of the
case.
crime.
But then what I also don't like about Waukesha is they allow Milwaukee, if there's a pedophile in Milwaukee,
We bust
they
him
get if they get released and they don't have an address to go to, they bus them to Waukesha, drop them off on the corner, and leave.
Yeah, I remember that one guy that was like 2-3 years ago. They dropped him off, and you know they made the public announcement he's being dropped off at this time. People were tracking him down. He couldn't even go into a McDonald's and use the bathroom without
Mhm.
being reported.
Well, there's that one guy in Waukesha. I think I was pregnant with Lyric. Got released, dropped off in Waukesha from a mental facility.
Yep.
Got mad at his family for dropping him off, locking him in the mental facility, and they wouldn't take ownership of him, I guess. They wouldn't take responsibility of him when he got released, so he had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
He got dropped off in Waukesha and proceeded to fill up bottles with gasoline, threw it on that one lady that was walking,
Yeah.
lit her on fire.
Yep.
There was a huge gun situation with him, and that was literally right behind my house.
Yeah.
So I'm in my living room looking out my window, looking for people running down the street on fire because he was just running around just lighting people on fire.
Yep.
Because
That's
it
when you
looked
sit out
like-
on your front porch with your shotgun loaded.
And I was fat and
yeah.
pregnant and couldn't move very well. I was in my house.
There's one catty corner from us, like the intersecting streets we're on. The next one over at the end of our block, there's that building has someone in it, and I know what he looks like.
Mhm.
I've only seen in the summer. There's kids running up and down the sidewalks on our block, and with their little scooters or
Yeah.
bicycles running up and down. I saw him out. I just assumed I was crazy being the only person looking it up. I saw him out once walking a dog, and it was all these moms were out sitting on the stoops of their apartment buildings, and their kids were going up and down the sidewalk.
Yep.
Not too far from them, but just playing around with each other.
Yeah.
I was standing in the front yard. This was since Poppy's been around, because I'm standing there waiting for her to use the bathroom, and I'm recognized, he's weirdly you could get it, you would recognize him anywhere.
Yeah.
Just not albino, but very much looks albino.
Mhm.
And I was like, no way. And I thought only I knew on the block. I watched every mother stand up, grab their children, and go straight inside.
Yeah.
And
Oh, that's good.
he's walking his dog, and I was not tapping on the glass at the zoo, being ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
But you would watch him, the kids were playing up and down the sidewalks. You watch him stop and not proceed forward.
Yep.
And I was yeah, because he can't be near him. So
Mhm.
you can't walk by him on the sidewalk, which
Yep.
don't know why I never realized that was a thing.
Yeah.
But it was really interesting to just watch. It was a beautiful sunny day. Everyone's just out, and the
You
whole
could see
street
the
just went.
energy
No, the whole street
change.
went empty.
Yeah.
Because even our neighbor,
Ghost town.
Mhm.
the lady who lives on the second floor has 2 grandkids,
Yeah.
and super nice kids. We talk to them when we see them, just ask how school is, whatever.
Mhm.
She ducked my Jeep
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, is that the one that has
She's
a crush
the
on you?
little girl put the duck on Mason's Jeep.
Yeah.
in the smiley face.
And she
on our
writes
mailbox.
smiley faces on our mailbox.
Yeah.
Super nice girl. And they were out when that happened. And
Yeah.
grandma was just gone.
Yeah.
And it was I thought a tornado was touching down. I was just, all of a sudden it was just me standing out there with the
And
dog.
he's going, what's going on?
Yeah.
Little Toto.
Yeah.
I'm sitting out there, Poppy.
I
standing-
volunteer Ryan as tribute.
Yeah.
I'm standing out there because of course there's children, and Poppy's just all over the place. She hasn't used the bathroom yet.
Yeah.
And I'm just standing there. I'm wow, this place cleared out fast.
Yeah. Is it me?
Poppy, what
Yeah.
did you do?
Well, even going trick or treating, if we're going out trick or treating and Mason and I will look it up, and we're like, okay, we can't go to this
What's-
house, we can't go to this house, don't go to this house, whatever.
What's Wisconsin's law on that? Because in Illinois, for trick or treating, the police will put a giant sign in their front yard
They
that
just
says,
have to-
"This is a sex offender." Like this giant,
no.
like as big as that wall.
You
They will
in
post it
Wisconsin?
right in the front yard.
In Wisconsin, they just have to have their light off and they can't answer the door.
Yeah.
In Muskego, when we went by Yaya's house,
Yeah.
they have to leave their house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know in
You
certain
can't be
areas
home
you
during
have to
trick or treating
leave.
hours.
But then I'm like, I feel like that's worse because now they're on the road.
Yeah.
But-
Now they're out in the wild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now they're all sitting in a Home Depot.
Yeah,
parking
now we
lot.
don't know
Yeah.
where they are.
Chuck E.
But
Cheese parking
They
lot.
would. There was one in my neighborhood, and every year they would put this giant sign lit up that was like, "Hey, his lights were off, closed," but it was like telling you, "Don't even step on his property. You
Yeah.
can't
Oh.
I
like,
wish they would do something like
go.
that.
This is a sex offender. Do not even try to."
Maybe some of that
engage.
public shaming would deter them from doing
Somebody we went to school with at St. Leonard's, he's a registered offender now.
Oh,
My
really?
teacher in high school. was-
Yeah, I mean,
it. Looking back, there's a lot of teachers that I went to school with
Yeah.
that probably should have been.
Well,
no, this isn't a teacher.
I'm
every
just saying,
every
yeah.
year I had a teacher who magically disappeared for
Mm-hmm.
allegations of that. At least one a year.
Somebody you went to school with though is now.
It was actually in Dante's class.
Oh,
But it was a situation where they were both above the age of 18, but I forgot what the exact situation was, but she like broke up with him, then something happened, then she went and filed charges against him.
oh.
She was just
Oh, I know who. you're talking
allegedly
about.
just a spiteful ex. Nope, not even that person. That's a
Oh,
different
that
one.
was a different situation. She was 17 and a half.
And she was the party's guacamole.
Yeah.
Everybody
she
had
was
a dip.
the
Oh.
party favor.
She
And
was
uh,
the doorknob.
Literally just
Then
like
her-
upstairs, come back
she got
downstairs
caught-
for a new one.
she got caught coming home late or sneaking out or something. And her dad gave her the 3rd degree. And she made up a big story that she was,
Taken advantage of.
yeah, by multiple people at the party. But one in particular took the fall and ended up in prison.
He just got out like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
She was in
His
good
life
high
is
school, everybody got a
ruined.
ride.
Well, no, wait.
He has family money, so he's
Yeah,
fine,
he's got
but-
family money, but socially,
Yeah,
he's basically destroyed.
yeah.
If he had to go and get a 9 to 5, he'd be screwed.
He's lucky he inherited a company.
Mm.
Hmm. I remember when I was a kid, the biggest thing in the news was this guy that was driving around in a brown station wagon,
That
and
screams creeper.
well, yeah, he would try to lure children into the car.
Mm.
So we were living downstairs from my aunt and her 3 kids that were all around my age. And we grew up like brothers and sisters more than cousins. And I was living downstairs with my grandma Rose and my mom. And I was like 5. And I remember seeing it on the news. And I was all about scaring people when I was a kid. Totally. I love to scare people. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know nothing.
Like Lyric in Georgia.
Um, but I was just a creepy, very ominous child. So
Wednesday Adams.
I remember hearing about the man in the brown station wagon. So the next day I was like, oh, I can't wait to play with my cousins because I'm going to scare the shit out of them. And after breakfast, we'd all run outside and play together. And they were like, why aren't you coming outside? I said, I just saw the man in the brown station wagon and he's down the street. And they're like, nuh-uh, I'm telling, you're lying. So they run and they tell their mom and they're like, she's saying that the man in the brown station wagon is down the street. And so my aunt would come out and she'd sit on the porch and she'd kind of like linger to see if anything would happen. But as soon as she'd go back in, I was like, there he is. He's right around the corner. Just every chance I got, I would scare the crap out of these 3. They were so easy to scare. What you doing?
Looking at my phone.
Okay.
Answering text messages.
Okay.
Oh,
I know Mia texted me, but
Yeah, she needs your help. Technology help.
Yeah, I'm busy.
Everybody
Yeah.
needs Mason.
Yeah, she said after.
Mm-hmm.
You know how they got Everybody Loves Raymond? We got Everybody Needs Mason.
Mhm.
No chatting going on in the comments.
Mm-hmm. Taking everybody's number one crown away.
Yeah, Christy.
You lost your crown.
I'm gonna dethrone
Demoted.
you.
Dethroned.
And I'm checking my emails to see if I found out anything about school yet.
Looks
Oh,
like-
Chomping
why?
at the bit.
I have to. No. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I know.
I'm
We've
just
got a-
frustrated I had to change like what I'm going for so many times, and then now they're making you jump through all these other hoops. And
They said not making you come up with $1,500 in a week.
not yet.
Actually, I was supposed to pay them already.
Not yet. Don't tell them it's an option.
Christy just put no.
Mhm.
All right,
Christy
you're
who?
not
Oh.
dethroned because you spoke. I had to deal with school today, and I'm still not done. I'm going to need your assist. But I had to find a new workman's comp company for my business and a liability and insurance company for my business. And I'm jumping through all their damn hoops. Getting what's called pass loss. Or no, wait, what is it called? Shit. Loss run reports. They want the new insurance company wants to know if you've ever made a claim against them, had any incidents or anything like that. And I've never had any. I've never had to use workman's comp for anything or liability, even when $6,000 of tools and equipment were stolen from my husband's van. I called both companies to see, you know, what do we do? What do we do? You know, can I put in a claim? They're like, well, if they broke the lock on the door, this is liability. If they broke the lock on the door getting into the van, then we'd replace the lock or
Yeah.
the door.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Mm.
Yeah, nobody would cover the tools.
Even my auto insurance
Yep.
said, well, if they broke the window,
We'll
we'd
replace the
replace the
window.
window.
Yep. If you have
Why am I
Insurance on your
paying out
It's a scam.
like $9,000 a year on just workman's comp?
Insurance is a legal scam.
Yep.
It's gotta be a what word could you use for it? A piracy.
or they're extorting
Because
you.
it is literally
And it's
You know what it
illegal.
reminds me of?
It's
It's a word
illegal.
that Italians aren't really supposed to say because there's no such thing. But it kind of reminds me of back in the old days where you pay some guy for protection.
Mhm.
You know, your business.
So they
But
don't
at least
protect
back then
you.
they would protect
they don't
you.
protect,
yeah.
Now
Yeah.
they don't.
and it's illegal if you don't have it.
Yep.
Completely legal way to scam.
See, is- speaking of like, you know, vehicle insurance and homeowners insurance and renters insurance, all these other like Progressive's bad, Allstate's bad.
Mhm.
The only one I've had a good experience with is Erie, and they're just like this small little.
Yeah,
I don't
But
trust small companies.
and that's
but
kind of
when
the-
my tire flew off my truck, they paid the shot before my truck even got there.
yeah, and
Wow.
that's kind of the whole.
They covered 100% of it, and my
we may have to switch.
and my
Switch to
deductible-
Erie.
Yeah, no, everybody stay away.
I can't. No.
Keep the prices down.
I'm locked with Allstate.
The more
for-
customers they have, the cheaper they can have it.
Okay, everybody
I-
go to Erie.
I was
Here, you
gonna
hear
I was
this?
gonna switch in car insurance,
Paid
but
advertisement.
I'm still actively in the middle of a claim being filed, so I
Mhm.
will have to now stick with them for the next few years
Yeah.
because I
Uh-oh.
can't just have my claim paid out and then disappear.
Christy said, I didn't have car insurance a few years ago, and I made my own insurance card and put it in my glove box just in case I got pulled over to show my proof, and it worked.
That makes sense.
But for legal reasons, I'm kidding. I didn't do that.
Well, that
There was one point of time where we had to choose between, okay, are we paying car insurance or are we paying the electric bill? We chose the electric bill. We just kept, like, so our insurance lapsed,
Mhm.
but my card was still good for like 4 months.
Yeah.
So we just kept that in the glove box and we just showed it to the cops, like, okay, because I got pulled over a lot.
Yeah, because they
Um,
don't run it. They just look
Yeah,
at your
just look
card.
at it and see if
Yeah.
it's an active
We do not recommend this.
No, but now they do run it now though. Yeah, they do. They run it through the system.
Yeah, now they'll run it
Yep.
because I get calls.
Because now it's
a call from my Allstate agent if I get pulled over.
mhm.
The
But-
only time I've ever needed to be insured was when I got hit by that dump truck. And if I wouldn't have had insurance, I would have been so screwed.
Mhm.
And that's kind of like how it keeps going. It's like, first of all, I have never ever had to make an auto claim
Mhm.
on
Mhm.
myself,
Oh, I have.
but every single month I get a bill from Allstate that my rates have increased.
Yep.
And I'm like, I have been driving for, I don't know, 6-7 years and I've never made a claim.
Yeah.
Of course that happens and then I made a claim.
Yeah.
But so now they're gonna shoot through the roof.
It might
But
work.
Yeah.
but it was like every month they're like, oh, thank you for being such a great driver.
A valuable customer.
We are up, like I just got one, it was like $100 more a month
Yeah.
for
Mhm.
inflation prices of parts to repair my car if I were to get in an accident. And I'm like, I've had my policy's 5 years old. I've never had a claim ever.
Mine goes up every 6 months.
Mine is supposed to be
Every single month.
every year. When it renews every year, it's when they change the price. And now I think now that I have that claim going through, they know I'm stuck with them because now I keep getting messages that monthly it goes up when really it should be when I re-sign my policy.
Yeah.
So I'm
Chris-
stuck. I can't
Christy
leave.
said age, location, inflation all can affect your rate too. Do you know it's illegal for the insurance company to ask your age, gender, and race?
Yes.
But they do.
But they
It's
do.
illegal. Then if they do that,
My
that's illegal.
my only
But
biggest
all of them do.
my only biggest workaround about it is like I live in Milwaukee, so I would have to have insurance in Milwaukee, and I don't. My car is registered in a different county that has like more horses than people driving cars.
Yeah.
So it's low
Mhm.
because I think when I got it, my agent was literally like, "You have a better chance of hitting a horse than another
Yeah.
car."
Yeah.
And like, but that's like a simple fix because like if I were in Milwaukee, first of all, for you to have a vehicle registered in Milwaukee County, you have to pay a $200 a year wheel tax on your
Yep.
vehicle.
Yep.
On top of, the extremely high insurance rate.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That's how I get around, but still, I'm a little pissed about it going up. And
Yeah, I mean, I just think that it's the biggest scam out there. Any kind of insurance, really.
It's like racketeering.
and it was more of like the frustration still looms because it was a claim that I was not in the vehicle. I was not the one who made the accident.
Yep.
Mhm.
But when they filed the claim, since I'm the policy holder,
Yep.
it comes up like on my Allstate app, it comes up as you were in an accident
Mhm.
on this day and this day. And I'm like, it wasn't me, but okay.
Yeah.
And they were like, even when they were like calling me about it, they were like, well, you got in an accident. I'm like, well, I didn't get in an accident. A vehicle under my policy did get in an accident,
Mhm.
but it falls on me, not the person who was driving
Well,
it.
when my tire fell off the Suburban and the tire took off down the expressway and hit another car, well, the lady hit my tire.
Yeah, she
She's-
swerved for it.
She's still fighting to this day to get
Mhm.
money, to
Yeah.
get more money.
So now she's saying she has like neck issues. and
Yeah,
stuff.
and now they're calling me asking me if I had a secondary policy because she's going for more than what my policy covers, which is
Just
$10,000.
call in that tow truck driver who said that just a week prior she
Mhm.
drove the car into a lake.
Well, I told him, I'm like, she had a breathalyzer on her car and she refused to blow in it
Yeah.
for even the cops. So,
That's what I have. Right
but
now.
so when I try to get new insurance or, do whatever, that is listed as an accident under my,
It is, yeah.
thing.
Mine's listed
And-
as an
because
accident.
they're like, oh, have you had any incidences, whatever. Well, mine wasn't a collision. Mine wasn't a natural disaster. Mine wasn't any of those things. It was a faulty part on my vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not my fault.
that you just got from a
The car
dealership.
dealership's fault.
Yep.
Because they do that 10,000 point safety inspection and then they didn't
Yeah.
realize it was the wrong lug nuts and all different size lug nuts on my vehicle.
Yeah.
So for my tire coming off of my truck, it's listed as a collision.
Yep.
I didn't collide with nobody.
That's how
Part of your vehicle did.
Well, it
That-
wasn't my fault. I wasn't controlling that wheel.
that's how mine was because the person who got hit on the claim that I had to make is now like I have on top of my policy, like up to a certain amount of like personal injury liability.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But that person that got hit is now trying to make a claim that their neck hurt
Mhm.
in the accident.
Yeah.
So now I'm being dinged twice because now they
Not
had to
ding porked.
Yeah, because I just had to.
I'm getting dong.
I just
Yeah,
had
ding dong.
insurance totaled the vehicle that was involved. Weirdly enough, but then
Mm-hmm.
the vehicle was bought back from insurance, and now I have another policy going through because they're filing like health. They're gonna need. I think it was physical therapy is what they're claiming for their
Mhm.
neck.
I ain't going behind the pack out.
So now I have to have another claim that's going through because they're going after like personal liability for
Yep.
their neck injury.
Well, mine has a $10,000 like coverage
Mm-hmm.
on mine for personal injury. They're asking me if I have a secondary insurance because she's going for
She's
more
going
than
for that,
$10,000.
That's the only thing I'm not regretting right now because
Ours is 50,000 for
Mhm.
personal injury.
Yeah.
Mine. I went when I got the policy. I went for the highest possible because there's multiple people on my policy.
I think 50 is the highest you can go.
Yeah.
Not. Oh yeah, property damage. That's the one I went for because that one.
50, we have like 200 for property damage. It's like 250,000 or 500,000 coverage.
500,000.
And the thing is she's
Yeah.
not even going for like her car getting damaged,
It's just.
just her.
Yeah.
See, and people wonder why Dad works 7 days a week. He has to, because between paying workman's comp almost $9,000 a year, plus his liability of $230 a month, plus car insurance. What do we pay? Like 800 with all my cars, $800 a month, plus taxes. You know, for how much we make, we pay $1,500 a month. Yeah, Dad's got to work every fucking day.
That's how mine. I just looked mine up because mine is higher than that because it's 250,000 for each person for bodily injury limits of coverage.
I pay $180 a month just for one freaking lunker.
Because
of a vehicle.
mine's bodily injury, it pays up to 250,000 for each person, and then property damage is 500,000.
190. I pay like 190. Yeah.
So whoever the lovely lady that I never have had the honor to meet
Mm-hmm.
can get up to that amount.
One of the people that we subcontract through, or we're about to, we were going through the entry process. All the window companies that we work for require you to have like $1 million worth of property damage insurance, this, that, and the other thing. This one particular company,
We had to raise ours to 3 million in coverage for one company.
yeah. Well, this one wants $2 million in coverage for liability. They want full workman's comp insurance. Plus, now they want a $2 million umbrella policy, which means that we're going to have to pay hundreds of dollars a month more.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was telling you about the umbrella policy.
Yeah.
When we, start Alonzo Luciano properties.
Well, we used
need
to
an
have-
umbrella property.
I used to have an umbrella policy over the entire family. I wish I would have had it when I was going through that court
Kerfuffle.
case over the meme on Facebook and I got charged with disorderly conduct and
Yeah.
had to pay a $278 fine.
Hardcore crap.
That would have covered it.
No, it's a scam. Like I'm literally looking at my accident report, and it literally says you were involved in an accident with a parked car.
And take it to court.
A parked car.
It says with a parked car in Michigan. I was in Wisconsin the whole time.
Your brother said that the car was moving behind him.
Yes, but insurance deemed it my fault and that it was a parked stationary.
Wait, no, he
vehicle.
said it was parked in the middle of the road.
He said he was in a parking lot and he did the reverse at 90 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And he slammed into a mother who had 3 very young children in her car.
Oh, Jesus.
Remember that one time
And then fought with her and said it wasn't his fault.
I think I was in Minnesota with Tanner, and then I got notification in the mail that with a picture that said that my truck was involved in an accident and I did a hit and run and I was facing all these fines and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I had to go to court and be like, I wasn't even in Wisconsin when this happened. My truck was parked in the driveway and My truck had a blown motor on it.
Yeah.
It was not running.
If it's moving, let me know.
Yeah.
Herbie fully
Yeah.
loaded.
Yeah. This is a full-on freaking miracle, guys.
Yeah, because they're actively right now they're fixing it, but it's a like a 2016
16.
Fusion, so it's an older car.
Mm.
But it was a $6,500 repair bill on it,
Oh,
which
gosh.
totaled it because it's not worth
Well,
3.
5,000. Yeah.
So they totaled it, but the thing was that my lovely brother was like, I'm gonna fix it. He's never touched a wrench in his life ever.
Yeah.
He bought it back from insurance
Oh my god.
and is gonna fix it himself,
Oh,
which is
Lord.
great. I would love to watch that happen.
Yeah.
So they just cut him like the $1,500 check instead of the $6,500 to
So now
have it
he
back.
should apply that $1,500 to your
I-
insurance premium
well,
that's going to be going up.
I'm actually enjoying it because I talked to my agent, and now that they deemed it a total loss, that vehicle can never be reinsured on my policy again once it's
Mm.
repaired because
Yep.
they've already deemed it a total loss
Yep.
and you chose to keep
yeah,
it.
they're not going to.
So I can't ever have
Insure
it
it
back
again.
on my insurance because it's not. It's when it comes back, it'll be a rebuilt title on it because it's already has a salvage title on
Oh,
it when they
okay.
totaled it.
Yep.
So in my at least Allstate for my policy, they won't insure a vehicle that has a rebuilt title.
Well, and that's the same with my
We need to get an
Thunderbird.
insurance agent on this
Yeah.
podcast.
my Thunderbird that they totaled it, even though it was just like the back bumper that got torn
Tore it
off.
off by a dump truck.
Yeah.
I think I have pictures of the.
They
together.
said because I wanted my car back because it was a Thunderbird Turbo Coupe, and they said, yeah, you can definitely buy it back, but you can never insure this car again
Mhm.
because it was deemed. a
There
total
has to be
loss.
like insurance companies that will insure it because
I'm sure he's gonna.
I got a
keep
kick
paying
out
off
of the
debt,
cop
though.
that showed up on the scene of the dump truck that tore your rear end off of your car because I had to jump in my Javelin,
Mhm.
big, fat, and pregnant, and come to your aid. I thought I was going to have to give you a ride home, and the lady cop goes, "Oh, you can drive it."
Yeah.
There was no rear end, ma'am.
yeah, I mean it
And
wasn't
I
wasn't that bad. That's
Oh,
that's
God.
all that it had, and it
Yeah.
totaled it.
Oh,
think a
come
plunger to
on.
it, and you could have.
Yeah, that's the damage that they claim has totaled. The
I could
vehicle.
use one of those plunger sucker things that they use
Yeah.
to bring.
They
dents
claim
out.
that the frame is broken.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have a frame. It's a unibody. There is no frame underneath it.
Yeah.
It's a unibody car.
Well, that's the same with all AMC cars.
I got my whole thing. And they were like, it's totaled because I got the pictures and I was like, oh, I was
Yeah.
thinking of like those Amazon glue sticks you
Yep.
glue in.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's no biggie. But
You
it's
want to
the
turn that air
frame.
conditioner on low? It's hotter than a prostitute in church.
Ooh. That's a ghost
I
sound.
don't
That's not
remember
church
much
choir
about
sound.
Yeah.
I was trying to do like the
Possibly.
No,
choir.
go right. No, go right.
I was trying to do like the choir where they're like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
that's a better one.
there we go.
Uh-oh.
Scared
Are we
right.
still live?
Yeah.
I forgot. I have so many electronics plugged in my office that we turned on the air conditioner. All the lights dimmed to nothing.
Yeah. Did I drive that Thunderbird home?
Yeah. And I had to follow behind you so that nobody'd hit you.
And then we got home, and I'm sitting at the kitchen table, and I'm just going, wee, like just spinning.
because all the exhaust fumes were going right in the car.
Well, and then Mom's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "No, like I can't see right." Well, Mom took me to the hospital because she's like, "You need to get your head checked." Because at the time I'm like, "No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine." Yeah, I had a concussion from that.
Yeah.
So I drove home
With a concussion,
with a concussion
and
literally-
exhaust fumes.
Yeah, and literally, like I was just so dizzy. Like I was just sitting there. Mom's talking to me, and it looked like I got flowered because I was just like.
I love that saying.
I
now.
was not present at the time.
That's what I'm going to say every time I suspect somebody's high. I'm going to say, he got flowered.
He's flowering. He's flowering right now.
When the accident was, I hit Desi,
Yeah.
but she wasn't in a vehicle. She was walking.
I hit
down the
Missy.
road.
She wasn't.
Mom didn't hit me.
She was
fucking
half-
ran me over
She was half in the car and half out. But we
because
were.
you pushed me out of the car.
Hey, there was a lady that just got hit by. Yeah, her car just got hit in the intersection.
She got rear-ended and then flung into the light pole in front of us. That was laying on her car, and her engine is on fire.
Yep.
And the pole.
Missy
was,
said, I should go help her. I said, go, go, go. And she
every
opened the
time
door
she
and I'm
said go,
pushing
she
her.
accelerated. Go,
Yeah.
go, go. And we're like, "Rrr, rrr." And then I'm being thrown out of a moving car.
I don't know how you're still in the car and got ran over.
Because she stuck one leg out. She was
'Cause
half
Mom, I
out.
was half out of the car.
And
then
I
Mom
was concentrating
goes,
on
and then I got ran over by a
parking.
back tire. And so I'm limping over to her. You need help?
I'm
She's
here,
like, I got it.
I'm here for you.
but we
the-
did help her out a lot. And I even got blankets out of the car and all kinds of stuff
Well,
to
because
help
the
her.
pole fell down and it wedged between the frame of her door and her mirror.
Yep.
So it had this big pole, and it's
Mhm.
this older lady. She was freaking out, not thinking like, okay, this door is pinned because you're
Yeah.
in the heat of the moment, and you see your engine compartment on fire. She didn't think to just
Go
climb
Missy
over
would-
and go out
oh,
the passenger
excuse me.
door.
Missy was the first one on the scene and ended up yanking her out and dragging her away from the car because
I went to
we thought
the-
it was going to blow up.
Yeah, then I went to the bar there and got their fire extinguishers.
And I sat with her. So it
Mhm.
all ended up, this is when we first moved out here to
Yeah.
Big Bend. And
We were going to get moving boxes, actually.
yeah. And the woman, the victim, ended up finding out our name and address off of the police report.
Yeah.
And sent us gift cards to go to, what's that fake Italian restaurant? Olive Garden. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have been nice to find out, like, keep in touch with her and
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like she got like physically hurt. I think she got a couple scrapes. and
No, she
bruises.
was in the hospital for a week.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
I don't know. I couldn't feel anything with my foot.
Missy's like,
And then I go busting into the bar. I said, I need a fire extinguisher. You got all these drunk guys just like, oh.
Lady.
Yeah. And then I just like snatched it up from behind the bar and went running back. And then you got these drunk guys running behind me with their cups of beer, just they're coming to see what's going on.
oh,
And
don't
I'm
run
like,
too fast. We could spill it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then there's just a bunch of
Shuffle.
fat drunk guys standing around, and I'm like, nobody's gonna help. Okay, I got this. Back up.
Well, that's back when you were doing
They just
EMT
would've-
training.
Firefighter.
No. that
Oh,
was way
firefighter,
after that.
sorry.
I was firefighter in Mesquite.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
They would have just thrown their beer on the burning car.
Probably.
Christy does EMT
Mm.
out in Merton, Wisconsin.
She do EMT for.
Well, she needs to be careful because when that dam breaks, Merton's one of the ones that are going underwater.
Merton's a
does
first.
she do it for like? Does she do it for like a hospital, or is it like one of those services like Bell Ambulance? I found
I
out-
don't know. Ask Christy.
I found out that that's like a. I didn't even know ambulances had like subcontract.
I think
Yeah.
they do it for
Yeah, they
like
got,
just
like,
the city
private-
of Merton.
because
She
like
can-
I didn't know like hospitals
she does
have
EMT
ambulances,
stuff.
but also like companies like Bell Ambulances in Milwaukee. You
Yeah.
see them everywhere. Like subcontract another ambulance company to bring
Mhm.
people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
There's
because
a
you
bell-
can work for an ambulance company, you can work for a fire department, you can work for a
Yeah.
hospital.
Yeah.
I didn't realize there were so many.
Yeah.
I just assumed
I
like
don't know.
I assumed
There's
like the hospital just had its own like parking level of just ambulances.
Yeah.
The only reason I know is she was covering for somebody doing EMT stuff last week.
I was thinking about it the other day because I've been watching Chicago Fire. I'm like, I miss it.
I wonder if she.
I miss it so.
I wonder if
bad.
she had like any crazy things happening during the flood if she was working,
Because
because that
Well,
would be like.
She's gone ghost in the chat. So.
But I'm
oh,
s-
here she is.
I'm saying like,
Merton Fire Department is private, so we have our own district.
But I'm
which is
wondering,
our
like-
own area we service.
because with all that flooding and stuff going on, if
Mhm.
people were injured and you have to be out in
Yeah.
the flooding to get it.
Because I know
Well,
in
that'd be
Milwaukee,
interesting.
people died.
Yeah.
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 Well, so they put out a
You
notice
don't really need an ambulance
saying
at
that each fire department, like
Move.
in, I don't know if it was the whole state or whatever, they had to man their own calls because the 911 dispatch was so overwhelmed with calls they couldn't answer everybody.
I know people were getting into accidents and needing help, and there was like a waiting list.
I think I saw-
So each fire department had to have a designated person to answer the calls because they were being just dispatched. To
I
their
read on the
respective companies.
TMJ news that Milwaukee had a 4.5 hour wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd call them 911 and you had to wait 4.5 hours.
That was the best time. I hate to say it, but for bank robbers and,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
bad people to
Well,
break
by,
into your
wasn't-
house.
by the time
afraid of getting
if I'm
stuck, I
in
think
my
that would've
if I'm in
happened.
my vehicle and it's taking on water, 4.5 hours, I'm not gonna need that
Well,
ambulance.
there were so many
anymore.
No.
pictures of people sitting on the roofs of their cars waiting for help.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
I
Not
would
gonna.
have just left the car and walked home.
Well,
You
but you
can't.
couldn't.
The water
The
was
water
up
was
to the
rushing.
roof,
But they had
and it was moving so
Civilians.
rapidly that you would have got.
Well, because
washed
people's
away.
cars were like going down the street, just floating.
Yep,
Yeah, she said all
exactly.
hands on deck.
Yeah, that would be interesting in a situation like that, because like police, firefighters, EMTs are all out there.
Yeah.
In the with the flooding and stuff, they're all out there. They don't have a choice.
Well,
Mhm.
especially like Muskego has a water rescue team, Waukesha has a water rescue team,
Maguanago.
Pewaukee, Maguanago all have specific
Well-
water rescue teams.
By
that-
work, I watched a firefighter on one of the rescue boats just go down the street.
Yeah.
Like it was just like motoring along.
And then I don't know where it was, I forget, but they had civilians out there with like paddle boats and
One of Jimmy's
whatever.
exes was out in a kayak just taking pictures of all the damage.
Well, that's just stupid. But these
Mhm.
other people were out rescuing people that were in their
I'd be the
cars,
person
in their
in-
homes.
I'd be the person in like the floating garbage can.
yeah. Oscar's on his way.
Yeah, like the like Niagara Falls where you can go down the barrel.
Yeah.
Like I just like bouncing around, just like I'll get
I'll
there.
get there. I'll get there. Just hold on.
Yeah,
Oh,
I just.
Oh, you
couldn't
need
believe it.
saving? Sorry, this is a one-man garbage can.
Yeah.
We'll sink.
Hang on to the edge.
Yeah.
I'll never let go, Jack.
Tips the garbage can over. We both drown.
And you get A for effort.
Anybody got a door?
Yeah.
Hold on, Jack.
Jack needs a ride.
We're gone.
Dang it. What did you have for dinner, sir? She said, I don't do the water. That's more like a paramedic level.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Still though, you guys all got to put your life on the line when all of us are screaming.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's
Watching
what
Chicago
Mason
Fire,
used to
it's
do.
like, it makes me miss firefighting so bad.
Mason was doing paramedic stuff for a while there.
Got to
I-
drive a fire truck and then I quit.
I could
Yeah.
never do
I
it.
still have their walkie-talkies.
I could never do it, paramedic stuff, just because like I
I
can't.
don't feel I'm smart enough to do
Well,
the paramedic
I
stuff.
I can't even look at like a
Oh.
broken bone
Oh,
without like dry heaving.
Yeah.
EMT school makes you feel like a complete idiot
oh, great.
Why?
I'm not going there.
because it's so much so fast.
Mhm.
And then every class you just see that there's less and less and less people
Yep.
every week because they're just flunking out.
Yeah.
Because it's not like, oh, if you have this score at the end of the program, then you're done.
It's as
It
you
was
go.
if you don't get this score on this test, you're out.
It was very any blood, broken bone.
so I,
see,
I
the-
love all that.
like,
But it's not mine.
I can't be a surgeon because if I have to do like the open heart surgery that he
Yeah.
just
Oh,
got,
I would have.
I would have thrown
That
up.
sounds morbid.
I would have thrown up into the cavity and passed out.
like now you have an infection.
Yeah.
I'm
In
with
it, and I
Ryan
would've
on that
flopped
one.
over onto the table myself and just been out.
So we were
cold.
watching Chicago Fire, and Delilah was like, "Oh my god, how do you watch this?" As I'm like eating dinner, and there's
No.
somebody's like ear laying on the
Which
ground,
is
and
so-
she's
Yeah.
like, "Well, no, I got to turn it off, turn it off."
Which
I'm
is-
like, "Just close your eyes." She's like, "No, because I can see it when my eyes are closed now." And I'm like,
Which is so
such a
weird
baby.
because for my degree, I had to do like cadavers and stuff.
mhm.
If nothing's moving, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Like you open them up and it's like the heart's not moving or anything, I'm good. It's like the live
like the- I like
person,
the live
heart
people part.
beating, lungs
Live
working
people stink less.
is when I get like when things start moving in
Sometimes.
there is like what freaks me out.
See, I'm more freaked out. Not freaked out, but I'd rather work on live people.
Yeah, because I don't want to bring
I'd
your
rather
ghost
work-
home with
I'd
me.
rather work on
Exactly.
dead.
That's what worries me.
I'd rather
work-
I'd rather work on dead because if you move like if you're doing surgery on somebody like a heart surgery and you move like a
He doesn't
centimeter
want to worry about
like
killing
you
them.
move a centimeter over, you can kill them. They're dead already. So there's not much I can do
Well, then
with
I'll do the surgery part, and if they die, they'll go to you.
Yeah, I can't
We'll
there's
conquer
not
this.
I move an inch this way, it's not like I'm gonna kill them. They're already gone. So it's not a lot
When
of
See, I
I
don't want to
was
do like surgery. I just want to like
oh, it doesn't matter.
rescue people.
If there's a kid with a broken arm, I'm
Mm.
losing it. Just the fact that he's alive and breathing and I know he has a broken arm
Yeah.
is just already sending me into a panic. Now, if there's like someone has a
just
broken
hold your breath, sir.
someone is like broken armed and like no longer with us, I'm okay because they're not suffering. But like when I had to sit when we had to go to West Dallas Memorial for Mason's thing, when they wouldn't let me in last time we went, when I sat in that waiting room, I was about to just pass out in one of the chairs because it was like people coming in who were like gushing blood, and I was like, "Ugh, where's the bathroom?"
Mm-hmm.
When I was a CNA, I held so many hands of residents as they were passing,
That doesn't bother me at
and
all.
that didn't bother me. I wanted to give them comfort because their families weren't there. Nobody else was there. All the other CNAs were running around doing their job. I was like, fire me. I'm holding her hand. And I'd stay there and just hold their hand all the way through and pray with them, pray the rosary if they were religious, you know,
And
Yep.
that doesn't bother me, or like the having to
clean them up afterwards.
clean up or like
Yeah.
prepare them, like dress them once they've
Yep.
passed for the, because like their family wants to come in and see them and they're in bed in PJs with their hair messed up. Like that never
with their
bothered
jaw
me.
stuck open.
That never, well, that I never
Yeah.
did that, but that never bothered me as like dressing them once they're deceased. That
Mhm.
never bothered me. It was just more of like if they were like passing in physical pain,
Hmm.
that bothered, like even if like they were in the middle of having a heart attack, that bothered me.
Yeah.
At some reason, the fact that someone is in
Watching somebody
pain
suffer.
is what I think starts getting me to like dry heave about it, because I'm like, oh God, I don't know how they're doing it. I don't know how I'd do it. Once they're gone, it's just very peaceful, and I'm sure you
Yeah.
can agree to that. It gets much peaceful and much
Mhm.
not easier,
So
but
I'm thinking, like, I don't know. I'm kind of torn on doing this like Bryant Stratton schooling, or if I just want to go to school and do the death doula thing.
Yeah.
and I know that everyone.
Is that really like a big market?
Oh
though?
yeah, Yep.
Yeah, and I know everyone grieves in their own ways. One that I remember was a lady who passed away she had cancer. She was gonna go. Hospice came in and took care of the end, and it was like I wasn't there for it, but I was there after she went, and I was like in charge of like dressing her,
yeah.
because like the hearse was coming, but like family wanted to see her
Mhm.
in like her last day.
Yeah.
But it's more of like the grieving. I don't want to be in the room for that either.
Yeah,
So yeah, it was hard.
yeah.
Well, I got to interrupt here. Christy said not to get too heavy, but when you do CPR on your own child and it doesn't save him, it changes the things you can handle in life.
I could understand that.
Um,
I could absolutely understand that.
and my
Being
heart
hard.
still goes out to her for her loss, and I couldn't do it. I don't know how. Oh, I don't know how you're still walking.
That would be.
You got to be one of the strongest bitches I know.
So that's what kind of scares me about like going into being like the death doula.
You just gave
Is
everybody
like-
a jump scare.
Sorry, I'm crying.
That's the thing that kind of scares me about going into becoming a death doula is like I can handle old people, but if like a child, that's gonna like how do you separate yourself from that?
There's definitely a line of an older person. Not that you'll
No,
never
but-
expect it coming.
Yeah.
No, but they've experienced.
If you're
life
90
already.
years old, you know it's coming sooner rather than
Oh, I
later.
used to have residents that would lay there and cry out to God, please take me, God. Why
Oh,
aren't
yeah.
you taking me? Why? What did I do? I've always been good. Why aren't you taking me? Children don't ask for that.
Uh-uh.
No.
Children's harder, and especially if it's and anyway, if it's someone you know, just
Yeah.
sends it in a whole different realm.
Or just, I mean, yeah, and just a kid in general, you know, because you look at them and you see all this potential and all the things they
Yeah.
didn't get to experience, and you just, how do you separate
It's very
emotion from profession?
because I was never sad when a resident would go.
Oh,
I mean, I
always
had
was.
I was sad, but to a point of like they lived this great life, and they were
yeah,
like I had residents who were bedridden for the last 3 years.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
took care
And
of
I'm
all
like,
people that were
listen,
Alzheimer's victims and dementia.
She was. I had one who was 105, I think, when she went.
Mhm.
Wow.
Her husband was gone, her kids were gone, and she was just bedridden. And I was like, okay, I was not jumping with joy, but I was like, you know what? It's got to be a relief that you're you live
Yeah,
this
'cause
great life, and
Because
You're
you're
done.
no quality of life.
yeah, you live this great life. You had a husband, kids, you raised kids.
Yeah.
Now you're just. She would say every day she was one who was trying to speed run her exit
Mhm.
constantly.
I mean, at that point, I probably would have too.
And I
you
never
know?
like was like, oh my god, like it just. If I was in her shoes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have to-
I would have found a stairwell and.
Yeah.
I have to interrupt again. Christy said, "Don't have a choice." Christy, I have to correct you there because at
No,
the
you don't have a choice. Don't listen to her.
at the moment that your tragedy struck, it was just you and him. You had choices, but you somehow made it through. Yeah, it was hard. Yeah, you broke, but God mended you, and you were meant to be here. You had choices, but something in you wouldn't let it happen. And I'm proud of
You
you
had
for that.
choices and you made the best choice.
Well,
Yeah.
there was obviously a bigger plan for her to be here longer because otherwise her kids wouldn't have the mom. that
Oh
they
yeah,
had.
she had so many guardian angels during that walked her through. She didn't realize it at the time, but she did. She did all the right things. She took all the right steps. She talked to people, and she did shit about it. You know.
I don't think a lot of people realize that in the moment.
No, in the moment
In
your
the-
world ended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we change the subject?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because
we you want to go back to floods?
Yeah, we were talking about water.
there was a
Somebody
woman.
was dehydrated. Oh.
There was a
Those-
woman that I used to take care of, and I'm going to mention her name because she's long since gone.
freezing now.
Her name was Johanna, and she was a little Jewish woman.
Let's
And
get brighter.
she was a
We'll talk about
Holocaust
Debbie Downer stuff. I think
survivor.
we're gonna go for it.
She was a Holocaust survivor, and she still had the prison camp numbers tattooed in her arm. And she had to have a Wander Guard bracelet on because she would keep trying to find her people, and she had dementia severely. And she would just walk around with her little Jewish accent saying, "I need to find my people. I need to find my people." And it was the saddest thing because the other CNAs were really dismissive, and they'd kind of chuckle as she walked by, and they're like, "Oh, they're down in the cafeteria. Go eat," you know. But I would take her to her room and sit her down and try to get her to focus on where she is right now,
Mhm.
because that's what I was taught in CNA school, was to bring them back to reality, bring them back to the moment. You're no longer there. You're here now, and
Yeah.
you're safe.
Yeah.
Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't, and that's the sucky part of dementia and Alzheimer's is they can't help what they want to believe,
And it's always I was not a CNA, just putting it out there. I was nowhere near certified. Just gonna put that out there. Probably shouldn't have done the job, but it was always like I think mine was like the old ladies who would be like sitting on the bench outside waiting for their husbands to get home from work, or like
Yeah.
making 2 meals.
Yeah.
And it was like your husband's been gone for 10 years, but you don't,
Mhm.
you think he's at work. Like I had one whose name was Faye, and she was always like, "Oh God, Johnny's going to be home in 5 minutes. I better have this pot roast ready." There was no pot roast. She didn't have she didn't have an oven.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was just like, she would always put out 2 plate settings
Mhm.
on her table.
Yeah.
And then a CNA would come in and remove one of them after she's like gone to bed. And it was just always like, that's why I think deep in my heart that there's absolutely like people like that when one goes, that the other, the broken heart thing,
Yeah.
I think is totally a thing.
Well, on this
Absolutely.
one reel that I was watching, it was a mortician talking about, like what's the most disturbing thing you've witnessed in your workplace and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, "Oh, I'll start first," or they were like, "I'll start first," and it was having to prepare a double funeral because the husband passed away 12 hours after the wife did.
See, Vinny, my son Vinny, not my cousin Vinny, my son Vinny.
You have a cousin?
No,
No, it's a movie.
Oh, I
My
thought you were
cousin Vinny.
serious. I was like, oh wow.
um,
Wonder where you got that name from.
so my son Vinny says, "Mom is such a hard ass that if Dad died first, she'd just take over and keep going. But if Mom went first, Dad would die within 6 months."
I mean, I fully believe in it because I can't. You can't tell me that you're with this one person for 50, 60 years.
Well,
And
it's
all-
been 45 this December.
Yeah, but like, yeah, even that. Like, you can't tell me that somebody who's been with that one person the love of their life that long, and now they're gone. That's not causing some sort of.
Well, you can
Look at what
medically
accelerate-
Look at when
Acceleration.
Dad just went to the hospital. I shouldn't say just. I'm not minimalizing it. I'm just saying he didn't die,
I
but
just feel like he went there yesterday.
he had open heart surgery, and to hear the surgeon say, "You're lucky he didn't drop dead in front of all 14 grandkids."
Yeah.
Yeah, or
It
on that
feels-
98-degree 45 window
Yeah,
job.
it feels like just yesterday, but then it feels like 3 years ago.
But to come home to that empty house, a 2,500 square foot house all by myself, I sat here going, fuck. Fuck. That's all I could say. I walked around going, fuck. What am I going to do if he's gone? How can I go on without him?
But in the medical field, it is, you can literally, there's something in your heart that you die from a broken heart. You physically,
The stress separates your connective tissue.
yeah.
Well,
And they can tell when they do the autopsy,
Broken heart disease.
broken heart disease.
I've-
Yep.
I've always done, like, I always think of like not my mom's parents. They have been together for 65 years with each other. They got married longer than that. I don't know. They got married when she was like 16. 16 and 17
Mhm.
or somewhere around that. They lived together. My mom's one of 5 children, so they
Yeah.
had 5 kids. They owned a business that they both worked in, kind of like how you guys are.
Mm,
So they literally, like, he was the boss and she was like his secretary.
yeah.
And like they have always, and I 1000% know that when one goes, the other
Next
one
is
will.
shortly
They
behind.
have never spent a night apart from each other, kind of like what you were saying. They've never ever been apart.
Yep.
They always have been together, and like even like, and they're madly in love with each other. So.
Yeah.
But it's like, my mom was telling me, she's like, oh, when grandma goes, he'll go, or vice versa. It absolutely will happen.
Yep.
Just for like it to be 65 years, every waking moment, sleeping moment,
Mhm.
for 65 years around the clock, they have
Mhm.
been standing next to each other constantly.
Yep.
And then for you to just be the last one,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's like when Dad first came out of, surgery, and he was coming out of anesthesia, whatever you want to call it. And Vinny came barreling through the door while we were outside having a cigarette. He came barreling through the door and he goes, "Dad wants you now." And I was like, "What?" I said, "What'd he say?" "Where's Mom?" That's the first thing the Dad said that was
Mhm.
coherent.
Get out.
Yep.
Where's your mother?
And then even like throughout the day when we would take shifts going in there to see him because he was in the ICU, so you can only have so many people in there, whatever. Every single person that went in there, is Mom still here? What's Mom doing? Mom's go
Yeah,
home.
he
Mom's
did
Mom
say that
doing?
every
like every single time.
It-
What's Mom doing?
it
Is
was-
Mom still here?
I went in once when he was in there, but when we
Mm-hmm.
went in, it was raining, and he told us, he was like, "Mom's leaving, right? I
Yeah.
want her to get home."
Mom get home before the rain.
Well, back in the day, going back to my book, Fire Within Me, excuse me, back when I was being bullied in school and stuff like that, Grandma Rose always used to say, because I always thought that I was unlovable. I thought even, God didn't love me, shit like that. And Grandma Rose always used to say, little girl, someday you're going to find somebody or he'll find you, and you won't be able to scrape him off your shoe. She said, just like dog shit, you're not going to be able to get him off your shoe.
Mhm.
And Wayne's my
Dog poop.
dog shit on the bottom of my shoe. No matter what I do, no matter how mad I get, no
Mm.
matter how sometimes I say things that I regret later, that man can't be shaken.
And you mentioned on the last podcast, but you two definitely are one because you both work together.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are always side by side because you both, own this business that you both are running.
Yeah.
But I know you did say it, so I can say it. But you mentioned a couple episodes ago, right after our first one after the hospital, it was like that first night was the first time you two were ever apart from each other at night.
Yep.
Or
Yeah.
just apart in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can just say general because
Yeah,
that's
'cause
it.
I mean, we don't include like having babies and
Yeah.
stuff
Well,
like that,
even
you know?
having babies, he would spend the night at the hospital. With the first 4, he stayed at the hospital.
Yeah,
But then after that, you
Yeah,
became
yes.
our babysitter.
Yep.
And then,
yeah, because before that we'd go to Yaya's house.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Tanner and I, like, we've literally, aside from like our little road trips and stuff.
The first time that
Yeah.
Dad actually didn't spend the night at the hospital was the time that I had Jimmy.
Mhm.
And he went home and I cried.
Mhm.
But he called me as soon as I got home and we talked, but then the phone's cut off at 9:00. And that was weird back then in the hospital. Things were so much
It's
different.
like, I didn't know that was a thing.
Back then it was. And
Small
because
deal.
patients need their rest.
Yeah.
And so the next morning he called me and I was like, so did you sleep? He goes, no, I sat there in that damn recliner all night.
Mm-hmm.
He says, I couldn't go to that bed.
Like Mason just.
I think Mason just
Left-
walked
left.
into a wall.
Yeah, I just looked at him and reminded him that there was laundry downstairs, but I don't know what that sound was. Oh, he's alive.
What was that noise?
Garbage can.
Oh,
Did
did you
slam
kick
into
it? Did you trip over it?
Did
No,
you hug it?
so many questions.
Was Oscar the Grouch in there?
No, I threw my cheese it wrapper away and the lid stuck up.
Oh,
Oh, I'm like, we just heard a bang and we thought it was a case of The Last Step again.
Yeah.
okay. So should we talk about that stupid ass dream that I had the other night?
I don't know about it.
After all this paranormal activity that's been going on lately, I mean, it is like at an all-time high. I had 2 really demonic dreams. But then the other night I went to sleep and I'm dreaming. And this dream had to have taken like 2 hours because you've heard of a dream within a dream, right? I had a dream within a dream within a dream. There was 7 dreams and I kept trying to wake up from them.
I give up.
Yeah.
No, this was scary AF because I remember that Haley and Danny and her boys were there. Huh?
My phone's gonna die.
Plug in.
To what?
Technical. We'll be back
Will this-
after these breaks.
Yeah.
Will this
After these
tablet one
messages.
work or
Well, she has the new USB-C.
the kitchen plug works? Bring it in. It's on the right of the breakfast bar. So anyway, we were all together and we were at this place that had furniture, like a furniture store. And we were sitting on the love seats and the couches and stuff. The next thing I know, these bad guys kind of swarming in. It kind of reminded me of Nazis. They swarmed in and they took us all onto a train. And there was a whole group of people on this train. The whole train was full. And the group of people to my right grabbed one of the bad guys. We're going to call him a Nazi. Grabbed the Nazi and dragged him and wrestled him over onto the floor. And for some reason, you know those wood sticks, they're about a foot tall with American flags on them that you put out during like
Like
4th of July.
like down your driveway or something.
Somehow they got these American flags and they were stabbing the Nazi to death with these American flag sticks. And I'm witnessing this Nazi being killed by these American flag sticks.
I'll figure it out.
Unplug the air conditioner and plug in over there. Then one of the people takes blood that's on his hand and flicks it at my face. And then this head Nazi guy comes over and they're all pointing at me saying that I stabbed this Nazi to death. And he got on this walkie-talkie and started calling like military police or something. So I'm like trying to escape. I'm running away from everybody and everything, running and running and running and trying to escape. And I'm pounding on windows and I'm trying to get out. I finally get out somehow and I wake up in the dream. And then the dream like continues, but I'm in a different place. I'm in this Nazi concentration camp and police are looking for me because I keep trying to escape. And I don't know, I'm just running and running and running. Wayne, in the meantime, is trying to help this other prisoner escape so that they can go and get help. Sorry. So I'm like, okay, make sure you come back for me, you know? And I'm running and running and running. And that's all I kept doing in this dream was running. And I'm pounding on windows going, Wayne, where are you? Wayne, where are you? And I wake up and I'm still in a dream and it's just a different part. So Wayne says that when I really woke up, I was like sleepwalking. I jumped out of bed, scaled around the whole bed and got through the door, opened the door, went running down the hallway into the kitchen. I'm standing over the sink trying to pound on the window and I'm screaming, Wayne, where are you? Wayne. And he's like, motherfucker didn't even get out of bed. Okay. He's just laying there going, I'm right here.
I'm in here.
Roxanne, I'm right here. I'm right here. And I wake up for real and I'm looking at this kitchen window going, wait a minute. Did I have a senior moment and I was doing something?
Was I
And
doing
I
the
blacked
dishes?
out.
I was gonna start tying a string.
Why are my
around her
hands
waist.
up like this?
Yeah,
Why am I
up like-
going for the window?
He's gonna start tying a string around so you can just sit in bed and start reeling her back.
Get back here.
Where are you? Hold
Right
on.
here.
Hold on.
I've never
That's our next
sleepwalked in my entire life. So I don't know if it's the spirit activity or what's going on, but I really wish I knew somebody that did dream analysis to tell me what that meant, you know?
I don't want to know what my dreams mean anymore because I've been having some weird ones. And I
I
don't
just
like
say
them.
you guys are having really. I don't remember
I-
anything.
Last night
Speaking of
I
the dream.
slept walked.
Sleepwalk.
Neither she-
Slept, but it was
Sleepwalk.
but it's past tense. Slept walked.
I was
But did you ever
sleepwalking.
have a dream within 7 dreams?
Not that
No.
many.
Not that many. That's
Delilah
dramatic.
the other night had a dream within a dream. Actually, I forgot what night it was. Oh, we were doing water play outside. More water. And she woke up just gasping. She had, and I was like, "What?" And she's like, "I was sleeping, and I had a dream that I was drowning."
Mhm.
And then she woke up, but it was a dream. She was having a dream within her dream that she was drowning.
Yeah.
And
And
she woke up
then-
in a dream.
Yeah, and then she couldn't wake up, and she was drooling. So she
No,
she
that
woke
was
up and
drowning.
She was like, ah! She's like, why am I what? You're drooling, you Saint Bernard. Go back to sleep.
So, if you had to analyze that dream that I had, Mason, the dream within the dream within the dream within the dream, etc., what would you say it was about?
No
You're
idea.
usually pretty good at that. What?
No idea.
Yeah, I don't know how to characterize that dream.
Yeah, you can't debunk that one.
The American flag had to have some symbolism.
You're an American.
America.
America.
Your driver's license is up for renewal.
Yeah.
Nope.
I've been trying to reach you, but you guys extended quarantine.
Why Nazis? You know, because that's what I was thinking.
I don't
Oh,
know.
you know why I woke up the last time in the kitchen? they were trying to put up, you know how they put a band around wild birds to
Mhm.
keep track of them. They were putting this metal band around my finger, and they wanted to put it into the machine to crimp it on. And I want to hear this. What'd you say?
I said it was her. He was putting on her life alert.
I'm gonna kick you.
Her wander
Her track-
bracelet.
You know, that's
Tracking
two
device.
strikes against you
It was
tonight,
your
bonus
guys'
son.
dad putting on her life
Telling
alert.
me my desk isn't wood and now life
tracking device.
alert. You're a
Well.
dead man walking.
Apple chip.
But I was asking
We
these
got a
nurses-
sleepwalker.
I was asking these nurses in the dream if it was going to hurt. I'm sticking my finger into a machine.
Did you
How did I
watch?
know they weren't putting nails in it to hold it on? You know?
She watched those videos before she went to bed of those nail decorating machines. You have to
Mhm.
stick your finger
Yeah.
in.
No.
I don't know. I don't analyze dreams. Otherwise, I know what mine was about. Mine was just weird.
Take a guess.
I don't
If
care.
you had to analyze it, this is your assignment for the
You're
night.
afraid of Nazis. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Racist.
Yeah. Mark.
I don't know. I was with you for the first half of it because I just thought maybe it was like going back to like your like experience with like kidnapping and stuff. But then the stabbing with the American flags confused me. And then the concentration camp I was lost because I lost. At first, I was thinking it was going back to like just like remembering all that stuff happening because it's like the way that you explain that, you know, you were taken and blah blah. I was like, okay, got it. Stabbing part, unless that's like the feeling, the rage within you of like what you, I don't know. Now that you're an adult, what you would have done in that situation. And then
Splattered blood on people?
no, but like the anger.
I didn't do it.
I'm saying like the anger, frustration level just coming out. But then the concentration camp in the window part, I'm not. I was a little lost.
You know what Wayne said? What the fuck did you eat before bed?
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah.
Cold pizza.
No, I had
love cold
shepherd's
pizza.
pie for dinner.
See, that'll do it. That'll do it sometimes. When I eat shepherd's pie, I get weird dreams.
It's always those when you have dinner. It's like
Grandma
shepherd's
Rose.
pie and stuff. And it's really filling. It's when you.
Mine's spaghetti, and I had spaghetti for dinner last night, and I had a very messed up dream.
I never remember my dreams ever.
This one kind of scarred me. Mason was in it.
Grandma Rose used to tell me that if you ate ice cream before you went to bed, you'd have nightmares. But I think she was being sneaky and denying me ice cream.
I had spaghetti, and then I had ice cream at 2:00 in the morning, and I had a messed up dream.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna believe Grandma Rose no more ice cream before bed.
Well, I'd give you ice cream, but you know that means nightmares.
Yep.
I tell my kids they're gonna get bellyache and puke on their blankets.
Oh, that works.
You guys are just evil.
Yeah.
Give us our ice cream, damn it.
No, if it's bedtime, it's bedtime. Don't ask for a treat at bedtime. Mine was I ran to Mason's house. He lived really close to me.
Wow.
But I ran to
Congratulations on the
Mason's
move.
house and I had a pregnancy test with me.
Dear God.
Oh, geez.
And I said, I think I'm
Nightmare
pregnant.
started.
He goes, well, you should go take it. So I walked into his bathroom and he walked in with me. And then all of a sudden there was blood everywhere. He goes, and then he goes, I think you should still take the test. And I'm just looking down going, okay.
I don't think I would have announced that one.
See, don't eat ice cream before bed.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
No, I think she has to take a test.
No, Grandma Rose, see, we have this thing in our family where if you dream about a birth,
That would be a switch.
somebody in the family dies.
Get that?
If you dream about a death, somebody's going to have a baby.
Mm,
Well, what if you dream about a miscarriage?
yeah.
Apocalypse. I'm calling it right now. Yeah. Floods. Called it.
Mason's over there making
A little toy
the
car.
wheel. He's a
Yeah.
caveman over here.
I don't know.
Creating
All the other, I don't remember my dreams that much, but when I do, they always involve death. I don't know why, but you never watch it happen. Wake up right before, like
Most of the
plays
time-
out, and then right before you.
Most of the time, when I remember my dream, it's because me and Mason are doing something, getting in some kind of mischief.
Half the times when I'm having dreams, I'm not the person in the dream.
Oh, I always.
I'm not-
I always
I'm
am.
always
I'm
the
not
person.
that person. Like I'll look in the mirror
Yeah.
and it's not me.
I
Oh.
think I've passed away in a dream 10,000 different times.
Oh, the night before last, Mason and I were at a party. He walked me to the bathroom. I guess we were from bathrooms with him.
I swear, if you say
Um,
pregnancy test,
No, I went in the bathroom and I peed in my dream. I woke up in a panic.
Never pee in the
That-
dream.
That
I woke up dry, guys.
you know that
I
is
woke up
that is
dry.
actually real because I've had that happen where you wake up and you're like,
Christy said, "Eat more bananas before bed."
That
I
helps
want to
with
know
leg
the
cramps.
scientific reasoning
That
here.
helps with leg cramps.
I'm not a
Not-
monkey. I'm a swamp witch.
Oh, I love bananas.
I can't have bananas.
Yeah, he's on blood
you
pressure
sleepwalk
medication.
and scream.
I've never witnessed it.
Set up a camera.
There is a camera.
Watch
That's
the
what
footage.
Dad always
I think
says when I
Storm and
tell him he
Poppy have
snores.
trauma.
I don't hear it.
That's probably why Poppy just
Yeah, that's probably why Poppy's having issues.
I like she poops all the time. Mason just scared the toots out of the dog.
The Tootsie
and he
Rolls.
forgot to put pants on her.
There's one night where it's like she's in her pen when we first got her, and
Just lean over and scream at her.
he stood there and just looked at her, and you could see her like shaking in the pen, looking at him like she's like this, like
Oh God!
Oh, God.
What are you? You don't look like you either.
and I was sitting on the couch shaking because I'm like, okay.
Poor Ryan. He doesn't even know what he's getting into with this
I'm
family.
just sitting there like, okay, he's gonna move soon.
Would you rather have him sleepwalking and screaming or Tanner snoring?
That's a good one.
I get that one.
That's a good one.
Hey
because-
Ryan, I got one for you. I'm gonna bless you with premonition dreams.
I don't know. Okay, I don't know what that is.
Great.
You'll know.
You'll know.
Oh,
You'll
you'll know where you dream about something and then very soon after it happens.
I used to have those when I was younger, and as stuff was happening, I'd tell Mom like, "Yeah, he's gonna say this. And
Yep.
This person's gonna say this." Like full on conversations. I knew what everybody was gonna say, but it happened like 2 days after I had the dream,
Yep.
and this went on for so long. And I don't know. I think I blocked it.
That's
Now
like
it doesn't
Jimmy and
happen
Vinny
as
used to
much.
have twin dreams. I used to tell everybody they're two children, but with one brain.
I try.
Kind of holds true. Yeah, that's right.
I'm going. back.
Haley and I used to go to the same house, and we didn't realize it until last year, the year before,
Mhm.
because we were up talking about dreams, and Haley was like, "Oh, I had this weird dream, and we're at this house, and I was at a funeral, and blah blah." And I'm like, "So did I." And then we
Mhm.
she's like, we started like comparing what the houses were. We were in the same house, but in different rooms in the house. I
And
was in like the living room, dining room area, and I'd go upstairs. Haley was in the kitchen, and she would come through the living room because it was like an open concept house. And as I was coming around this way to go into the kitchen, Haley was coming around this
Entering.
way, going into the dining room.
But you guys never saw
We
each
never
other.
crossed paths,
Huh.
but we were in.
describe the house.
It reminded me a lot of like Grandma Wilson's house.
Okay.
But so you walk in the front door and there's like an entrance, and then to the right was like the formal living room. And I call it a formal living room because it was real like Victorian furniture, like it was big wooden furniture, but with the padded backs and the padded seats and like big wooden arms on everything. And then in the dining room, in some dreams, the dining room is empty.
Okay.
But in some dreams, the dining room was like Grandma Wilson set, the big long table with the beautiful chairs.
Do you remember what color the drapes were in the living room?
No, because in
When
my
you're
dream,
not that
the
detailed.
window's behind me and I never look at it.
Okay.
I'm always facing the kitchen.
Well, just from
And then, so there's the kitchen door, like you're in the living room and you look straight ahead, and then there's a doorway to the kitchen. But next to it is a built-in like china cabinet. And then on this wall, there's like a fireplace with a mantle.
Mhm.
And then there's candles lit on the mantle, and there's like a low fire.
You
in
just
the-
described Aunt Stell's house.
And then if you go upstairs, I've got goosebumps on my back. You go upstairs, you go up the hall. On the left side, there's a bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the right side, there's 2 bedrooms, and straight ahead is the bathroom. And if you stand in the hallway, you can see the clawfoot tub straight ahead.
You just described Aunt Stell's house.
She has a beautiful house.
To say great
Beautiful home.
great taste in furniture.
Yeah, it's a beautiful home.
Yeah.
Love what
back
she did with the
when
place.
back when she married this, I think he was a doctor. he was some big high muckamuck and had lots of money, and she would take her sisters one by one out of the orphanage and use them to clean her house and such, while
That's nice.
the others stayed in.
In the living room, there was a chandelier.
Yep.
But it was like, so the living room had like this dark feeling in it.
Well, it was
And
Aunt
it-
Stell's house.
Mhm.
And but like not knowing, there was a lot of like burgundy in the furniture
Well, see,
And-
I like burgundy.
and the rugs. I'm just saying, like the feeling in the room was very dark. But we were there for a funeral.
Huh.
So I don't know if it was her funeral.
Did
then?
you ever see any funeral,
No, it was just,
preparations?
everybody was just like in dark clothes and.
but
we were
like no
walking around-
flowers or
Well, there was flowers.
caskets
Yeah,
or
there was
something
flowers.
or viewing
Well,
area?
Aunt Stella
But
always
no
had
body.
flowers. And back then, they dressed dark. So it could have just been the era.
That's creepy. My dreams are never that detailed.
She dreams of the Shadow Man.
Mhm.
Oh, that's not one I would like to
Christy
have.
just said, "Does anyone ever dream of an older gentleman in a hat, goatee, Western looking, tall, dark
Oh,
hair,
Jesus
blue
Christ.
button up, broad shoulders?"
Nope.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We have to talk Friday, girl.
We're
If you read my book,
Friday.
Fire Within Me, that's
Oh my God,
basically,
Amazing.
he's like one of the main characters in the book. I've seen him since I was a little girl. And Dante's seen him here in my house in Big Bend. And
He dragged me out into the hallway once.
yeah, Mason
Haley
was.
saw him drag me out of the.
Yeah, we have to ask Christy, what kind of footwear is this gentleman wearing?
What was he wearing on his feet, Christy?
Well, she heard me. I've got a microphone too.
Sorry.
You're not the only
Flower
one
just
to talk
walked
to it.
through me. Jesus.
And if there's
Oh,
any
what'd she say?
distinguishing,
She said, "I've never read it, but I've seen him there in that house."
And
What
if
house?
there's-
Our house or Aunt
Yeah,
Stell's?
my house.
Oh, okay.
she's never been nice.
Well, I know that you haven't either.
Yes, I have.
She's been there.
Ask me about it.
Ask Haley. She was there.
Yep. If
Um,
there's any distinguishing,
I would say
Accessories
some type of
he
boots,
wears.
but like darker colored ones.
Well, when I was homeschooling the kids when we first moved out here, I had the whole downstairs. She'd never seen it when it was just one long family room down there before I built that big bedroom down there. We used to have tables. It was a classroom. And who went upstairs to make lunch? Was it me?
You,
Yeah, I went upstairs.
his grandpa was over.
Haley was in the bathroom. Yes, Haley was in the downstairs bathroom because she got locked in. Desi
Different-
was sitting outside the door with her back up against the bathroom door because she was scared. She saw the shadow man crawling across the floor from the patio door towards
The laundry room.
the laundry room, and he had chains around his feet, but he was wearing black boots.
He had a
All my
bandana
kids-
over his face.
Yes, like how they wear it across their face like a mask. He had that. But all of my kids have described him the same way. Scraggly gray hair, a black hat, a drover coat like they used to wear in the old westerns. And as he was crawling across, Haley could not get out of the bathroom door. The door was not locked. She couldn't turn the doorknob at all. And as soon as he got into the laundry room, the door unlocked by itself. She was pounding on that door. She was screaming. I went flying down the stairs. I didn't know what the hell was going on. But we've all experienced him.
I just remember the one time Mason, Desi, and Dante. I don't remember if Haley was there or not, but we were downstairs and the couch was like under the window there by the fireplace.
Mhm.
That's back
And-
when I had the burgundy sectional.
And you guys are screaming because the old guy was crawling out of the laundry room.
All of the lights downstairs were off.
Yep.
There was the landing light on, and Mom had her stupid red camera,
I still
Mhm.
have that. It's in my ghost hunting
Yeah.
kit.
and she was taking pictures. And in the flash,
I was
could see
rapid,
the guy.
rapid pushing the button, so it was taking like 10 freaking pictures a second.
Yeah.
And the more it would flash.
The
I was
closer he would
looking-
get.
I was looking not into the camera, but looking at him
Mhm.
with the naked eye. And every time I would flash the camera, you could see him getting closer.
Mhm.
Flash closer, flash closer.
Well,
And
then remember.
then Missy screams, "Stop frickin' flashing the camera!"
Yeah. He'll pause.
Stop. Yeah, stop a
Pause
minute.
him.
And then
Red light.
Mason was just so shooken up, and I got mad at that point.
Mhm.
So I started walking to the lunch. Well, I asked them, I'm like, "Where is he right now?" And they said he's in the laundry room, like peeking around the doorway.
Uh-huh.
So I went over there, and
He
Mason,
loved that laundry room.
Mason was screaming,
Well,
"No,
that's
Missy,
because-
don't, I love you."
That's because the well tank is in the laundry room, and that wells and well tanks, they act as a portal for paranormal. So that's their portal. What?
She said, I saw him upstairs, his reflection in a picture frame. I also heard an entire choir singing at like 4 a.m. And I was like, James, your family sings in the morning?
Yes, we do. Hold on, we'll sing some Cardi B for you.
What's your
Um,
break? No. But yeah, I went to the laundry room and I was like screaming. I'm like telling him he's got to leave, leave the kids alone. And Mason's like begging me, "Come
I was
back
5.
over here." And then at one point he's like, "He's reaching for you," and then I was like, I Scooby Dooed my way out of there. I was gone.
Mason, I'm going to let you take this one. I want you to tell about, how Frankie used to be over here more than my own kids were. But the time that he was over here and Desi went downstairs to get something, and the antique crucifix that they used to use for last rites
Yeah.
spun upside down.
I don't really remember that whole thing.
Where Jesus came off the cross.
Oh, I know that. He was doing acrobats.
They whatever this entity was pulled the nail out of one of the hands and the feet of Jesus and
no, the
spun
whole
him around.
crossbar came off.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, because when it turned upside down, it looked like an upside down cross.
Mhm.
And that's the symbol for evil.
Mhm. That was crazy.
And what did I do? You all came running up the stairs. Oh, well, Desi came running up the stairs. She goes, Mom, Jesus. I said, what? And she goes, no, Jesus.
And do you remember as Desi was there stuttering, talking to you, something lifted your hair?
Oh,
and
yeah. I
started
was
pulling
sitting
you
on the
downstairs?
stool in the kitchen right by the entrance between the stairs and the kitchen. And I'm talking away going, what are you trying to say, you stammering idiot? And my hair, just a chunk of my hair, lifted up in the air by itself and started dragging.
That
me
sent
towards
Desi and
the
I
stairs.
into a frenzy.
Desi turned as pale as the wall, and you could see the blood just running right out of her. But yeah, I grabbed my other good crucifix and the one that wasn't damaged by the devil, and holy water and my Bible and my rosary, and we went downstairs to kick some demon ass.
Christy said, per the conversation earlier, good call on the sage green. Rub it all over.
No, actually,
It made
that's
him
a
angrier.
fallacy. Because
Well, no.
at least in this house, it pisses them.
Do
You
you
have
know
to
that
get
you're not allowed? Like, it doesn't work if you buy it yourself. You have
Yeah,
to
be
gift it.
gifted.
Yeah, you can't buy
So
it.
gift me.
And
Okay,
it's not-
y'all want to know what to get me for
and there's
Christmas and my birthday?
different
Get me sage.
kinds of sage for what you want for your intention.
We'll get some
No,
rose
you have to
sage.
have the white sage with Indian sweetgrass and one other thing. I forgot what it was.
Well, you're not using white sage.
Yes, I am.
If you look up authentic white sage, that's not what that looks like.
Mhm.
Okay, look it up. Here it is, 12:30 p.m. or a.m. Sorry, I wish it was p.m. because we'd have a lot more time to talk. But 12:30 a.m. and we're talking about all this shit.
Tanner's like, you're not gonna be up till 2:00 in the morning. I said, no, it'll be earlier. Takes me 45 minutes. to get home now.
2:29.
Takes me 45 minutes to get home now.
How you like me now, Tanner?
I guess. Yeah, I think she does. That's
Yeah.
what she gets.
Mm-hmm.
The one that you gave me didn't look like that. It doesn't have
Should
that
probably
white stuff
Yes, it
around it.
does.
I'll bring it over tomorrow. It does not have the white stuff around
She's
it.
not going
That's
to give
what
you
I
the.
use.
Twine.
She's not going to give you
No,
her
the-
prime supply.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gave you the Amazon.
Missy only gets
Yeah.
Missy only gets 50% coverage.
Yeah. I need stuff that attracts them. Probably.
Missy gets 50% of coverage.
Yeah, but I don't think we can buy her sage in New Orleans because she won't burn it.
The burnt up stuff, the burnt up sage. And do you see the twine in there? It is white.
We're not talking about the twine can be any color.
She's talking about the leaves on
The
the
leaves
outside.
on the outside of it.
Yeah.
I want twine.
There's no leaves on the outside of the sage that you gave
She
me.
probably just gave you a bundle of twigs.
Yeah, probably.
Burn this, bitch.
I didn't burn it.
You're safe.
It's not authentic.
But also, do you really want a sage right after Dad goes to work and you're home alone by yourself all day?
That doesn't bother me. Do you remember
It's
getting
where you're
off the
spinning on
bus?
the ceiling like a ceiling fan.
No. Listen.
Is
Do you
there-
remember when we first moved in here and you were going to school and you, Desi, and Haley would get off, and Dante would get off the bus?
Jessie was home with you.
Yeah.
She was 4.
Oh, yeah. But you'd come, she was taking a nap, and you guys would get off the bus and come in, and I had Ave Maria by Celine Dion playing on the intercom, and I was doing ghost hunting, and
Yeah, but then you'd call me all the time freaking out like, oh my God, this toy's talking. Don't bring your demon stuff to me.
well,
I'm
we
home
get
alone too.
Tamagotchi on the frickin' shelf in the bedroom, girls, and
They can get through the.
Furby.
Don't call me. They can get through the phone.
It was a Tamagotchi because there was those like real wood shelves in that room.
Yeah.
And one of them had like a big hole in it.
Mhm.
And when Desi didn't want Dante or I to find her stuff, she would hide it in the shelf itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, she hid her Tamagotchi in there.
I almost tore down the closet wall dividing the rooms
Mhm.
because I heard this like buzzing,
Mm,
and I was like,
He was hungry and he pooped everywhere.
yeah.
what the hell is
Needed
this?
cleaning.
Yeah.
And I was like, Missy, get over here. She comes over and we're like listening at the wall and we're like, what is that? What is that? Thank God I didn't tear the wall down because it was Desi's damn Tamagotchi.
My Tamagotchi died in the car accident.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Bucket of sand killed him.
Yeah, don't do it.
Cracked the screen. I was like, well, fatality.
Insurance claim.
Yeah.
One casualty.
Wrongful death.
Did
Yeah.
Christy say something else? It looks like
No.
there's a new
No.
comment. Oh. But I suppose I should let you all go back to what you were doing. And
I'm not doing anything.
these people probably want to get home and get to bed.
You have to be up in 6 hours.
Oh, geez. I am so sorry, Ryan. Serves you right for saying my desk isn't wood and that they were trying to put a life alert on me.
You left me open. for
And-
that comment.
And when they talk about getting a mansion, a nice fancy house, I said, oh, with a mother-in-law suite. Ryan, the first week he knows me, says, what? He says, yeah, Little Tyke's house out in the backyard.
I said we could
You
do a
are
really
a
nice little
bitch.
Tyke's house. I keep making the joke at your house because when Nash kicked the door in on it, I go, "Oh, don't ruin Granny's house like that."
She's gonna be living. There's a sink in there and everything.
I know.
I ain't
People are-
doing dishes.
People are not grateful.
You're gonna have to in your little tiny house. You're gonna get piled up real quick.
Yeah.
You're all out of the will. You're all out of my will.
I didn't say that's where you had to live. That's where.
Yeah,
I said.
you agreed with it.
I made her will.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Anyway, good night.
well, I hope you, I don't know, got at least a giggle or learned something out of this ADHD.
It was another very
podcast.
random episode.
Yeah,
from
but that's what I
flowers.
like about it. It's not scripted, and we talk about this, that, and the other thing in the kitchen sink. And
Now the doctor knows why I need medication. No.
If any of us have to go to the doctor, we can just play one of
I
these.
can't afford to fill my medication.
if I ever snap and I'm hanging from a water tower dressed as a clown with a sawed off,
Don't call me.
the judge will know
I'm
why.
puking everywhere.
Just listen to my podcast.
You wouldn't even be able to bail her out.
Nope.
What a wonderful Halloween
Put
decoration.
her in the orange. Put her in the orange.
Wow, what a great Halloween decoration.
No, I don't do clams.
Yeah, Miss, you will
Yeah, I know.
get
You don't,
violently.
I know you don't do clowns because when you were here last year, I debated going to your window in a mask. Mason and I were both.
She
gonna
would
do
just
it.
vomit.
Do it now. She doesn't have gums anymore.
Or do it. I do.
I know that's why I didn't do it.
Nerf guns.
Mason
It's
and
Nerf
I,
for
when I
nothing.
first found out,
Nerf
I was like, we could
Oh.
get masks and stand by the window. Mason's like, my mother will gun us down before we even exit the yard.
Remember that one time you and I came
Get in the
home from
car.
door dashing early to scare mom, and then I chickened out because mom's like, I gotta go, and I'm like, it's just me. I was like, it's just me, because you heard mom reaching for a gun, and I'm like,
I still stayed hidden
Are you talking about the time that you guys went out back
yes.
and I came out
with
there?
Haley and Tony.
Uh
And then Tony comes out screaming, dragging the baseball bat.
Yeah,
huh.
spooked me a bit.
See,
I
my
think
whole
he was
family
more
likes
afraid
to
of us
scare
than we
people.
were of
Missy
him.
was like,
Because I was laughing because he's just dragging his metal baseball bat.
Mason's like,
Yeah.
oh,
I'm gonna get you, mother effer. No,
Yeah,
you're not.
the
You're
baseball
not gonna do
bat
nothing.
reminded me. What movie is that? Not the others.
Isn't that The Shining with the axe?
yeah,
No.
up the stairs.
No.
Here's Johnny.
I want to stay.
Something.
At that
It's a scary
hotel.
movie.
Yeah.
He drags and gets a pitchfork.
Oh,
Oh,
The Crazies.
yeah.
okay.
Um,
I like mine better.
Yeah, but then he opened his mouth and then
Yep.
all seriousness went out the window.
Well, he would like drag it and then slam it down and then drag it and slam it
Yeah.
down. You're just trying to scare the person off.
Yeah.
Mason's,
you don't
he's
want
filling his
confrontation.
pants.
Yeah, you don't want confrontation because you have a pants full of poop.
Mason's like, well, Missy's gonna be a casualty of war. I'll just lay here till the morning.
Yeah. I still stayed hidden. Had to do it for the plot.
Well,
Jumped
mom,
out.
yeah, because you were over on that side. Mom was coming at me, and I said, "It's me,
They
it's
walked right past me.
me."
I was in there.
I was locked and loaded.
Yeah, but I still jumped out and scared her, and then she got so mad I didn't get scared. Go change your diaper. Haley screamed. I think she's still on the roof.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
being on the roof, we
anyways.
need to play a game of hide and seek again.
oh, I used to love
We
that.
have to have a cookout here.
I keep trying to plan it, but you work every freaking weekend and then some.
That's because you give me a 12-hour notice.
I do not.
I need 30 days.
Who plans cookouts 30 days in advance? I used to have cookouts almost every weekend at my house.
Unless you're paying my rent, we can't do that.
Well, I'll see you next month.
Yeah. And this Friday, I'm working 13 hours.
When are we going to Grandma Rose's?
End of September sound good?
You're working Sunday the 24th?
Yeah.
You suck.
I work every Sunday.
Unless you want to go after 4:00.
Dad wouldn't.
I'm going to be home by 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Well, why can't we go Saturday before you go to work?
Saturday is the birthday party.
I'm saying, Saturday, and it's not
Yeah.
like this Saturday; it's next Saturday.
Yeah.
I feel like I have something else going on the 23rd, too.
You and I are both. Oh, the 23rd, we're both off.
Oh, yeah, Desi wanted to go to the strippers.
I thought that was for Dallas's birthday.
No, for his
24th.
birthday. We're not going to have it on his birthday.
Yeah, we're having strippers at Haley's birthday.
No. I
party.
was meant for like his birthday party. I thought it was on his birthday.
23rd. 24th is Sunday.
23rd, you and I both took off.
Yeah.
We didn't take off.
We got it.
We can have it off, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought the strippers was
23rd.
last week.
No, it's the 23rd.
Oh.
It was $20 a person.
Wow. All in singles?
Yes.
Quarters.
Panties.
It's a good.
What'd you say?
Panties.
They said panties.
Panties.
It's a good brother sister bonding moment.
Yeah.
Nothing says bonding like strippers.
Yeah.
No, Christy. Nothing says bonding like Botox.
There you go. You guys do Botox, Desi and Mason, or
Yeah,
you
I
go
know
see
that.
strippers.
They're hanging out when I'm working.
Who?
You're always out doing
Yeah.
something.
Not really.
I watch old snap
Yeah,
videos.
we aren't home.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Only Thursday through Sunday.
Oh,
Call me Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday.
Yeah. I'm living life like a freaking
Actually,
Groundhog
Wednesday
Day.
I'm here.
Every single day I wake up and it's the same thing.
Monday and Tuesday. Those are kind of my napping days.
That's funny that you said that because when we went to the eye doctor, she says, "Oh my God, I feel like I just saw you yesterday." And I says, "Well, that's because we live in Groundhog's Day. Every day is the same shit, you know." And I says, "But my problem is mine's not a movie.
Yeah.
Mine keeps going."
I literally wake up and do the same thing, same time every day.
I wake up
There's
and
still 4 of you in here.
because I don't work during the week. So during the week I wake up and I'm like, So I usually wake up when he goes to work, and then I usually eat some jalapeno Cheetos.
Ew, the breakfast of champions.
Yeah,
Never had
and
meatballs for breakfast.
I watch some TV right now. I'm binge watching Euphoria again,
Mhm.
and then I take a nap, and then I wake up and clean.
When I wasn't working during the week, it used to drive me nuts. When
Oh, yeah, I'm
the
going
role was
insane.
reversed.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I need school to start, because I will be right next to mom, but a little bit lower because I'm afraid of heights.
Yeah.
On that water tower.
I won't be anywhere near you guys because don't do clowns.
I won't be dressed as a clown.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
go as like the nun or something.
Okay.
Ooh, what's his name? Art the Clown.
Yeah,
He's a fun clown.
he is.
he
fun
smiles
clown.
while he
he
kills you.
smiles.
We should actually watch those movies again.
I
Those are
didn't
so
like those.
good.
Have any of you started watching that series called Hunting Wives?
I saw the whole thing. You're not gonna want to.
Yeah, it's very
I've seen part of it. It is,
Well,
obscene.
yeah.
but it's literally.
I think I've seen the first 2 or 3 episodes.
I don't know, I
and
saw
was
a
like,
clip
what
of the guy and
hell?
girl in bed and
Well, yeah, that's a rarity because it's usually just lesbians.
yeah.
Yeah.
Orange is the New Black.
Oh, there's that too, but this is more graphic.
Well, she was giving it to the guy.
Oh yeah,
From
that.
behind.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I seen that too. I was like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it didn't even have a good ending to the show.
When you? I never saw that.
While you're at work. Actually, no, that was while you were sleeping.
I was gonna say it was. I think it was yesterday or the day before. I was at work, left home. He said bye, walked into work. My credit card company called because $200 was magically spent on my credit card while I walked in the door of work.
It's expensive going to work.
I literally sat him and
He just said, "What are you buying?"
Yeah.
no, I just was because it was like he bought them from vendors that were like out in different states.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Are you buying stuff right now?"
Yeah.
I'm like, I just got a call that they were like, "Hey, your card's gone off in 3 different states in the last 10 minutes."
Yeah. Time traveling or what?
Mm-hmm.
What
Anyways,
did Christy say?
I was like,
Nothing.
I'm all.
oh,
Wouldn't be the mom I am without my Tamagotchi baby.
I never had one of those.
No, you just had trips to Europe.
Yeah.
No,
Bite me, Batman.
Yeah.
Oh, we just got back from Puerto Rico.
I had the-
Oh, we just got back from
I had the
here.
little hamsters that were little robot
Zuzu
hamsters.
Zuzu
pets.
pets.
Yeah,
Those
they
were
called.
amazing.
Yeah.
Nash was scared shitless of those things.
Yeah.
And then they go
He
off.
still doesn't like.
I never liked
big
it
mice and
when
stuff.
you had them like in a bin or something for their stuff,
Mm.
and you move it around and it would make noise. Yeah.
The other
I probably
night-
still have them somewhere.
Same with Furbies.
The
Those
other-
things were
Never
freaky.
had them.
Mm.
Those went off without batteries in them. That's why they're not
They also
allowed in
had
the
that
house
third
anymore.
eye thing, which
Yep.
is just
Yeah.
a camera from the government.
Yeah.
We were upstairs because Cello spent the night, and I was trying to get his TV to work because the kids hid the remote. And Delilah moved, and she bumped the toy bin, and one of the toys went off. She almost went through the ceiling.
They should really have the off buttons more accessible on kids' toys.
They should have off buttons on all kids'
I don't
toys.
know.
There's
My-
some that don't have off
My
buttons.
kids aren't gonna have toys that make noise.
Hmm.
That's where you're wrong, King.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna buy them drum sets.
Yeah, I was
and
gonna say, what
pianos
did-
and
No,
What
like
did
things with
guitars.
batteries that will go off on their own.
What did Granny buy Mia for her birthday? A drum set. So what did I buy Desi for her birthday?
Drum
A drum
set.
set.
Where did Desi's go? Top
in
of
the
the closet.
I tried to be mean, like
She had it in the room for a while.
I
yeah,
tried
like
to
a day
be.
and a half.
I was trying to be mean like that when I bought your kids those stuffed animals that you have to take the fur off of.
They're still
What were
working
those
on those.
called?
I don't know.
Picky pets or something.
It's like you.
It was
They just call them static balls.
Yeah,
But
it's like
as you're
this-
pulling it off, it just sticks to your
It's like
hand
this
and you
stuffed
just-
animal that like everyone was talking about like
it was like
on
the
TikTok
rage,
that it was
yeah.
like
It covered.
it wasn't the rage. It was the rage to give to someone who has kids.
Yeah.
Well,
So
they
I
said
bought-
to give it to somebody who you hate who has.
I know, and you guys
kids.
kept saying that. So finally, I texted Mason. I'm like, "So are you guys saying you hate me or what?"
No, we
Like,
just
you
wanted
got
we just wanted
all
to
the
watch you
kids
go
one.
through the roof. So we
No.
bought 4 of them, and we
See,
were like,
Mom thought I was gonna go through the roof with the.
Well, you had the
drum set.
vacuum going while you were doing
yeah.
it.
I told because I told all
I'm not
4.
stupid.
I told all 4 of your kids. I said, when you guys do it, I need you to throw them. Like
Throw the fuzz in the
Like-
air.
Yep.
But it's.
What do you guys think of those Lala Boo Boos or whatever the
the
fuck?
boo boos?
Yeah, there you go.
Overpriced garbage.
yeah,
It's stupid and they're scary looking.
yeah, I don't like
They're
it.
ugly.
Did you know that everybody's claiming that they're named after a demon
They look like a demon.
and demonic? There's some
See?
demonic story behind
That's
it.
why I'm gonna buy a Lufufu.
It's broken.
Yeah, that's because Frost got up there and said, Screw this. I'm going up in the window.
No, that was. I think they do look like a demon. That weird
They
smile with the
remind me
sharp
of those
teeth.
fugly dolls.
Yeah.
The real ugly dolls with the
yeah.
big teeth. Like
Yeah.
that's what the Labubus remind me of. They're just
Oh my! I see them everywhere now.
There was this
Everywhere.
black lady that was in the elevator with us at the hospital with her husband. In the elevator, her whole purse was just
yeah.
tons of them hanging on her purse.
Yeah.
I was
You
like,
know, like
we're
the
getting in the
real
elevator with a
Labubus?
bunch of demons.
Well, they go for like $100 a piece.
I know, and they
50 to
weren't
100
even
bucks?
worth that much in the beginning.
That's
Well,
because
they
of
were
the-
$8 keychains.
Yeah. Well, we went to State Fair on Friday, and there's literally stands of just people selling everything Labubu, like hats, shirts, pants, slippers.
Well, they had a TikToker that bought a box of them for like $1,500,
Mhm.
Mhm.
and she didn't even know if they were real or not.
Yeah.
and she's checking them out. I'm like, how are people going crazy?
How
like
do
this
you
over that?
spend $1,500
But then in
on
a
a
month-
keychain?
In a
Yeah.
month, nobody's gonna have them anymore.
I know, because Delilah's like, oh my God, I've been looking for this forever. I said, well, look
Oh,
again
yeah,
in
I
a couple
know.
months because you'll be able to find it for like a third of the price.
Yeah, I know. She said that to me too when I was at your house. She was like,
Mhm.
"You want to get me something for Christmas? Get me a Labubu." And I was like, "If you think I'm buying a
Yeah.
$100 keychain, you're losing your marbles."
I know, because she said one of her friends has it. And I'm like, yeah,
Yes,
probably
I heard that.
It's a lefufu.
yeah, the fufu.
I was like, "You think I'm
Like
about to
the
give you a
off-brand one.
$100 keychain that will be worth $2 in 2
Mhm.
months?"
Yep.
I'll wait for December and then I'll get it.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
No,
Mm.
I'm gonna buy you one of those little rabbit's foots because that's the most I had for a keychain.
Yeah.
A rabbit foot.
Mhm.
It's so funny when you ask Maverick like what he wants. Like we're coming up with a birthday list for him. I said, "Okay, Maverick, what do you want for your birthday?" And I had my phone in my hand. He goes, "Who's asking?"
Nah.
And I was like, "Dante." He goes, "Well, I don't want to spend all of Dante's money." And I'm like, "Well, what do you want for your birthday?" "Well, I really want a Nerf gun." I'm like, "Oh man."
Oh gosh.
Yeah, he's a sweetie.
And then I
You didn't
ask
get that
again, and
list.
he's like, "Well, who's asking?" Because in his head, he like tries to like figure out like, okay, what should I ask for from this person? And then
Mhm.
I'm like, "Well, Vinny's asking." "Well, tell him I don't want to spend his money. He can buy Nash something." I'm
Aw.
like, "This is your birthday. What do you want?" "Well, I'm really into Minecraft." Okay.
Well, it is almost 1:00 in the morning.
Jesus, it's been a 4-hour podcast.
Yeah.
I gotta listen to this back tomorrow.
You have to. You choose to.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I'll be stuck with a demon in my apartment.
Why? Have you been
God.
having more activity?
Well, when I was on the phone with you yesterday,
Oh yeah.
I was
Tell everybody.
in my bedroom and I was like looking out the window. I was on the phone with Mom, and then all of a sudden, you know how like you can feel that there's somebody right behind you,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
and how some people when they open their mouth it makes like that
Uh-huh.
noise.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that behind me, and I felt somebody behind me.
Yeah.
So instantly, I melted to the floor
Uh-huh.
like any white person would.
Yeah.
And then,
Survival.
yeah. So then it was such like a real feeling that I thought that somebody broke into the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
So while I'm on the phone with Mom, I couldn't grab any weapons. The
Yeah.
closest thing to me was pet stairs. Yeah. Hey, if I can at least trip them.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Walk these stairs.
But then my luck, they're gonna land upright and they're just gonna walk up them.
It's gonna be a short demon.
Yeah.
You just gave them stairs to your throat.
But yeah, so I went through every closet, every room, whipped open the shower curtain, nothing. But
Cabinets.
yep, grabbed the pepper spray.
Don't
'Cause-
pull a Dallas and pepper spray yourself.
Yeah, I know, but it's either pepper spray or butcher knife, and I figure that it's less likely pepper spray is gonna get turned on me.
Yeah.
A knife, I'll probably drop it.
I'll probably drop it. Throw it and run.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to stab you and just like nick you a little bit.
Yeah. Make you angry.
Just hit the bone, just tink.
Oh,
Dang it. Twist, twist. But yeah, even no matter where I went in the apartment, it felt like there was somebody right next to me.
mhm.
So I stayed on the phone with Mom for about 2 hours.
Yeah.
I hate it when I'm like doing dishes or something and it feels like somebody's rushing up behind me and I turn around and there's nobody there.
Yeah, like why can't kitchen sinks be in the middle of the room?
Yeah.
Let's make that a thing.
No, then you're open.
Yeah, but
No,
it-
but then I can see everything.
yeah, but then like
I'm not, just facing the window watching the killer come up
as I
behind me.
say, I'm glad I don't have a window in front of my sink. Well, first of all, because I'd look into an apartment hallway.
See, that's what I do though when I'm doing dishes. As I'm doing dishes, I look in the window and I can see activity going on behind me.
Yeah, no,
I have my blinds down.
yeah.
I don't have blinds on my kitchen window.
I do because I don't want to see it.
Wayne,
Well,
your
kitchen's
dad
also on the first
loves to plant trees to block people driving up the street and seeing in the house.
Well, my kitchen window, people can walk past and see right into my house.
He closes
Mhm.
all the curtains. I like curtains open.
At night, that's crazy behavior.
Yeah.
I want to see what's coming.
You can't see anything.
Use your eyes.
Yes, you can if you look in the,
The
glass.
reflections.
Oh no, I'm saying. Oh, I think you meant like in your backyard.
Did I ever
No,
tell?
just talking about mostly ghostly.
Did I ever teach you how to take pictures of windows without anybody being in the frame, and you can capture all kinds of ghost activity?
Us?
And-
Oh, I was like, wait,
We're masters.
there.
I
Yeah.
know.
I was one laying on the floor.
Yeah, that was our job as children.
Yeah. Got a photography lesson out of the womb.
Yeah. Why do you think we got all those creepy window pictures?
Mhm.
Welcome to Earth. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Take a picture.
Since you're here now, hold this camera.
Yeah.
Now, take
Since you're laying on
pictures.
the floor.
Yeah.
look at-
Since you're laying on the floor being lazy, you might as well stay this.
Since you're not doing anything. Earn your keep. That's how we got the floating mirror pictures.
Yeah, I know.
Laying on
Or
the
that
floor.
one creepy lady in
The
that.
Victorian lady.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
How
Hate
about
her.
the woman that hovered over the railing?
The Victorian lady.
yeah,
No, that wasn't the same one.
No, it
That's the
wasn't.
one that looked like Dark Mary.
yep. The one hovering above the
Oh.
You
railing.
could tell it was a dark entity trying to impersonate the Virgin
the Mary
Mary.
statue. Yeah. No, thank you. No ham, no ma'am, no thank you.
Or the little boy crouched down by the dining room table.
The one who turned into a dog.
Yeah.
In one picture, he's a boy. The next picture, it's a dog. So no, thank you.
And you can see clearly it's a boy.
And it's a big dog. The big dogs never came upstairs. Goliath was the first big dog to come upstairs.
Radar was downstairs.
Radar
now.
and Dixie were downstairs dogs. They didn't touch the stairs.
Yep.
If Radar's 4 feet weren't planted on the ground, he wasn't doing it.
Yep.
Yeah, because there's points like we tried to get Radar to come up.
He would go up to the landing and then
Landing.
run back
Yep.
downstairs.
I don't know if it was open back stairs or what.
Yeah, because we even tried leading him up with a leash, and he didn't want anything to do with the upstairs.
No, the
Yeah.
alligator rolled out of that one.
Yep. Dixie would go upstairs, but she was
Yeah.
never allowed to.
Yeah. Just like Gypsy.
Yeah,
Gypsy
Gypsy's
escapes
broken.
all the time and comes up here.
Yeah,
Even your little turdlet, Felicity. I don't know if she was just lonely the last time you came, but you left. And I'm like picking up. All of a sudden, I hear a kerfuffle on the stairs. And I look, and I look again. I was like, what the hell are you doing? Get downstairs.
she
she
walked
was-
up,
Choo-choo.
but then when I come over, she said, "Oh, my back legs don't work."
Yep.
Yeah.
You have a radar?
Yep, because she knows that she's gonna get attention because
Uh-huh.
she's injured. Like the most attention I can pay to
She
you right now is I'm gonna take
she
you to the
is
vet.
progressively failing.
Yeah.
Even with the medication?
Well, right now she's just
out
on
of the
the.
steroids, but
Mhm.
she has doggy downers. They don't affect
Because
her
I
in
was
any
trying to
way, shape,
calm
or
her
form.
down because she's
Yeah.
so anxious that she
Yeah.
she runs outside and runs into the
Yeah.
door frame.
yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna try this out, but it's not
Mhm.
doing anything, so I'm gonna stop those. But I have to call the vet again.
Is she getting that full dose of the? Because I thought you did
The
a small,
downers?
yeah.
She gets the 2 a day.
Oh.
In the beginning, he just wanted her to have one a day.
Yeah, that's
See
what I
how
was
she would
asking.
react to it because
Yeah.
I didn't want her to
And
turn
then I
into a
started
vegetable.
doing 2 a day because he was like, "Well, give her the second one."
Yeah.
I kind of figured it wouldn't do anything because it's just trazodone. So,
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, what if we did 1.5?
Well, isn't she on 2?
Well, 1 and then 1.
Yeah.
But I'm saying 1.5
Oh, yeah.
and 1.5.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't bump her up to 3 without.
I think I'm just gonna take her off of them.
Yeah.
I did
Um,
because they weren't doing anything.
but I have to call the vet because they said that they were hoping that that short round of steroids would fix everything.
Yeah.
But they said some dogs need to be on the low dose for the rest of their life.
Mm.
Because, I mean, the disease she has, I mean, it's never going to go away.
Yeah.
It progressively gets worse, and they said it's going to be the reason I have to put her down.
Mm.
One of these days, I'm going to need you to come over this week and brush her.
Mhm.
Because she blows her feathers all over the downstairs. Dad's got to go down there every day and vacuum. It looks like Vinny thought that she destroyed a pillow.
Yeah.
That's White Shepherds for you.
Yep.
Year round, they do that.
Yeah, it's all shepherds.
German Shedders.
Yeah.
German Shedders, German Shredders.
Uh-huh.
They do it all.
Yeah.
I don't know why we keep getting them.
Might be a pillow. It might be her fur. You never
Yeah.
know.
Did I tell you that Desi's dog, which is my dog Goliath's baby, takes after Goliath in so many ways.
The dog is dumber than a box of rocks.
She loves the Jolly Balls
Mm.
for dogs. I think it's made by
Kong.
Kong, and she's got hers totally destroyed. It's like a bowl now.
Goliath was never allowed to touch the handle.
Nope. I trained him because that's what I grab when I'm going to give him his
Mm.
ball.
Yeah.
And don't you dare try to grab what I'm going to grab at the same time and chance biting me.
Mm-hmm.
I trained him out of it. But yeah, Stella loves the Jolly Ball, and she's so sad that it's destroyed.
I will never get another German Shepherd.
Oh, I would. Oh, we saw a dog at Menards last week when Dad and I went there. All I saw was this 4-month-old German Shepherd, and it was a boy, and the guy was walking in the pet aisle, and as he's picking up this mesh ball, a rubber mesh ball for the dog picks up a stuffy and holds it up to the guy,
Mm-hmm.
and he takes it away from the dog and puts it back in the bin, and he hands him the mesh ball, and the dog puts it in the bin, and then he picks up the stuffy, and they're just having this battle. No,
Mhm.
you can't have it. I was looking at him, and I was like, oh my God, how old is he? And he's so well behaved, very calm. So it had to be a show line dog, not working class dog. He's like 4 months old, and I said, he is amazing, but he just kept having this silent argument with
yeah.
the dog, and my heart went out to the dog. I was just going to buy the dog the stuffy.
Probably just takes it home and destroys it in 3 seconds.
Oh, so what?
Felicity's always loved stuffed animals, but she babies them for the
no.
most part.
Yeah.
But she did get mad the other day and completely gutted her hedgehog.
Oh.
I've been finding the squeakers. It looks like a disc,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and it's clear, and then it's got the horn on the end that
Yeah.
you squeak it. 4 of them laying on the floor the other day.
She,
I was like, thank God she didn't swallow it and just sit there, and every time she barks, she goes, "Beep."
because usually, like when I lived here, she would just cuddle with her stuffies.
Yeah.
And she would chew on them when she was frustrated.
Uh-huh.
So she must have been really mad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because this was her hedgehog, which was her baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
That and her lamb chops is her baby.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because whenever I'd go in, when she was in Mom's room, whenever I'd go in there, I'd say, I'm going to get your baby. And she'd grab her lamb chops and throw it behind her. Like, no,
Yeah.
not.
Well, now she
I
has a
think
lamb chop.
she's.
This is
Yeah,
big.
I know.
Yeah, I
the
bought her the
witch
huge
hat
one.
Yeah.
That's the one, yeah. I'd go in there and I said, I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. I'm not. Her and I always had this ongoing battle.
I think she's mad that she's not up in my room anymore. She's lonely,
Well, she just has to wait another 5 months.
Mm,
I just hope she lives long
Oh,
enough.
did I tell you who I ran into?
who?
Remember that one guy from the POW events that had the German Shepherd that rode on his motorcycles?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He got a new one.
Ma-
A new
it used to be
Shepherd.
Molly,
yeah.
Yeah.
Motorcycle Molly.
but I think she died.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
she
passed.
did.
I have a picture with her somewhere.
Yeah, because this new, the dog that I saw him with is 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Well, Molly was alive like 2
Well,
years
he's-
ago.
This is his 4th or 5th motorcycle dog now.
Well, he was at the 2015 POW MIA recognition.
Yeah, he
Day
remembers
event.
being there.
Hmm.
And
Well, because he brought Molly to Muskego Walmart and
Yep.
he was handing out just like little cards. And I think, maybe why he was there was because she was dying
Mm,
and she loved people.
yeah,
But he was just handing out little cards with her picture and like her social medias on it.
yeah.
And she was just laying in between the doors on a dog bed and people would go and take pictures
He
with
still
her.
wears a. Well, when I saw him, he had a T-shirt on with Molly on the
Mhm.
motorcycle on his T-shirt.
it's sad.
Um,
It's hard when you lose a German Shepherd
I forgot the new dog's name.
because
but
that's
for
not
every
just a
dog-
dog. That's your confidant. That's your best friend because they don't give a shit if you're wearing your makeup. They don't care if your hair is standing on end like a troll doll.
My cat
If you
does.
haven't showered in 6 weeks, it
Does.
makes you more interesting. You know, they never complain.
My cat does. My cat judges. She judges hardcore.
Anyway, Ryan's got to get home, so
I've
we
got
are
my
going
cat now,
to
crashing
sign
car.
off. So, be nice to each other out there. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week and weekend. I hope you tune in next time, next Wednesday. I'm praying, Mother Nature willing. Take care and good night.